Rollout Studios presents Rollout Live with Speedy and Friends. And it's a live taping, y'all, so come looking good. When? November 29th. And we're going to have 3 shows for you. 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. We want you to be at the Ha Ha Club in North Hollywood, California. All of this is going to be powered by Heritage Music Group, and it's starring your very own Rollout Show crew. Your host for the evening, comedian Speedy. Bringing you a little scrambled eggs and Pam, we got Nikki Pam. Heaven High from Tangi Ambrose. Mr. Three Knox Baby, TDP. Linwood Lemon's own DJ Ron C. And Blue as the Sky, busting a rhyme Sky. Love and Hip Hop's Mr. Ray. And Freaky Fridays, Audra Lachelle. Our 3 o'clock lineup consists of our very own Jay Alexander. And from the Stay Hungry tour, we have comedian Sebastian. Your headliner for the evening is Louisiana's own D-Lay. At our 5 o'clock show, we have from Cheaper to Keeper, JT Turner. Then we have LA's own Gilbert Esquivel. And your headliners from St. Louis, Courtney McGriff. Our 8 o'clock show stars from Def Comedy Jam Franz. Ezel from Fridays, AJ Johnson. Comic Rock Convention creator Hope Flood. And your headliner, BET Comic View, Mike Bonner. With special performances by Blue Mitchell. And we have surprise guests. For tickets, go to eventbrite.com and type in Rollout Live. And follow us at Speedy and Friends everywhere. Special thanks to our sponsors and special thanks to you. See you there.
It is now time for the Rollout Show. Content may be a little vulgar, subject matter may be a little rough, but guaranteed to be funny. So sit back, get ready to ride with the Rollout Show. It is time to laugh.
It's the Rollout Show. It's the Rollout Show. It's the Rollout Show. Show with another dope episode. So here we go, Rollout Studios. Keeping it real, it's about to go down, y'all. You know the deal. That's Speed Doggy Dog. You know he got that heat. The funniest motherfucker you ever gonna meet. Nikki Pam, where you at, girl?
She not here.
Let's get it in like a Soul Train jam. A DJ Ron C hit him with a fat mix. Reppin' Lynn with the Long Beach with the dope shit.
That's me. Heaven High. Never too much.
Hey, Mr. Ray. He's gay.
Happy.
You remember that's what it meant back in the day?
Yes.
We are just happy you're gay.
It's the Rollout Show.
Rollout, rollout, rollout.
It's the Rollout Show.
Turn me up, turn me up. Oh, I can do this.
It's the Rollout Show.
Turn me up. Oh, I can do it. Yeah. It's Monday.
Hey, Sky.
Hey, yo.
What you doing here, Scott?
Heaven High.
What you doing at the great table?
That room.
Wait a minute, who picked a trough of watermelon that didn't offer anybody else none? What? How we doing it now?
Well, I gotta be a trough of watermelon. That sounded a little racist right there. You know, my grandmother told me they were called nigga apples.
Yeah, that's about right. She's from the South.
Yeah, they're from Virginia, North Carolina.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Watermelon
that's like nigga nuts.
is a nigga apple.
Y'all ever had nigga nuts?
I don't know.
Nut?
I'm not eating no nigga nuts, but
What do you call those? The black nuts that are shaped like nigga toes. That's what they call nigga toes. Nigga toes.
I've never heard of that, and I never heard it called a nigga apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't like saying that out loud.
Brazil nuts. Those are the nigga toes.
Oh, Brazil nuts.
Did you pray to me today?
I forgot. I have to be honest.
It is the Rollout Show, Sickness Week. Seem like my immune system is on fire. Well, when you're my age, your immune system has to be on fire. Otherwise, I would have been done. I'll let you know I'm healthy as an ox.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, don't do it. I know. We just found out. Stop. All right, we'll get to that in a second. Tangent, I hate when you do that. I know. We just found out as well. All right, it is the Rollout Show right here at rolloutstudios.com. It's your boy Speed Doggy Dog in the building. In the house we have, you got to go to you first.
Rose.
Heaven high. In the house we got.
Blue as the sky.
Yeah, our own.
Gosh.
Maybe she'll call in because we can't get no germs if she calls in. Pam, Nikki Pam is not feeling good. She's been down and out the whole weekend. Thought she was still running around. I told her she got to go and shut it down.
Yeah, and she sound like this when she talk right now.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm
she's
like just getting over that.
Yeah. So why'd you come in?
Because y'all was calling me and calling
Nobody
me.
called you.
Y'all called my mama.
No,
My mom was like,
I
hey,
ain't call your mom. Your mama lied to you.
somebody called my mama.
Go ahead, Tangi.
Well, the chat room just informed me that Reverend Della Reese passed.
Yes, she passed away.
And I love Reverend Della Reese. I went to
When did she get that? The
principles
Reverend.
for many
When did they add
years.
that on there?
I don't know. I was going to her church probably.
Is out here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Understanding Principles is fantastic. That's the church. After I went to college, I went to Spelman College, and I studied the history of religion. I was like, I'm through with all this Jesus stuff because, so many things in the Bible that didn't make sense. And Reverend Della gave me, and Reverend Mac, she's passed too, gave me the Bible back because of Understanding Principles is the metaphysical interpretation of the Bible. Mm-hmm. So then it's like it's all of our stories, and it makes every religion, whatever it is that you believe, is okay because it's one God and is he, she, it, them, they.
Where was her church located?
President. When I went, it was in Hollywood. When they moved way out there to Inglewood, I had to stop.
Okay.
It was too far.
Yeah, I didn't know she was. I didn't
o'clock.
even know that she was a pastor. So she was the everyday Sunday pastor.
Yep, and she was very stern too. Like if you come to her with a problem, come to me with a problem.
Yeah, I'm dealing with some stuff at the house and the kids.
Did you pray about it?
That's why I came to you.
Did you pray about it?
You want me to pray right now?
Tell me, did you pray about it? Have you prayed about it yet?
No, I haven't.
Then why are you talking to me? You need to go pray about it. Now come to me and tell me you prayed about it. Did you pray about it?
Yes.
Then you need to go do what God told you to do. So it was like she took the power off of her, and she said, God is right there in you. You don't need to. That's my fault.
That's me.
She said, you don't need to come asking anybody. It's in you.
Up.
Yeah. And when my mother came, when I first moved here, my mother's like told Reverend Della, she said, Tangi's gonna come here. Reverend Della looked at me away from my mother and said, baby, you don't have to. My mother said, but she is, and she's gonna join the choir. Reverend Della said, baby, you don't have to.
She was talking to you the whole time.
She was talking to me like, gotcha. Ignoring my mother, you do what feels good to you. She was very stern like that. She was just wonderful. I
always thought Della Reese was just fantastic actress. She stayed real true to her roots as far as what black people should and shouldn't do. But I didn't know when she was a pastor. I've never heard a pastor go, did you pray? And then you go,
right.
I came to you to get prayer. Because that's what I thought you go to the pastor for. No, apparently.
And that's what people do.
Yeah.
That's what people do.
Which you put your burdens on them.
And you put them on a pedestal. But she was like, everything that I got, you got too.
I just happen to be in this position.
I'm just in the pulpit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but the classes are the bomb.
Rest in peace. And yes, very, very talented actress. Very, very, I think to me, I mean, she's got several roles that stand out, but the majority of people remember her from
the Eddie Murphy
movie.
Yeah.
Harlem Nights.
She killed that. Oh my goodness.
She ain't taking no mess either. Stern, very stern.
I would assume that character was her.
Yeah, she was stern. Yeah. You might think she's mean because she didn't pussyfoot around. Mm-hmm. Like she wasn't trying to make you happy. She was just let your yes be yes and your no. So
when you say no, don't change your mind.
Don't change your mind.
Okay.
I never got that while I was there, though.
Yeah, you seem like a softie, especially as a mom.
I'm better now.
Do kids wear you down? I'll say no to my kids, and then they'll come back as if though I didn't say it the first time.
Right.
To see if I know as a parent, once you change your mind, they're kids. They're like water. They're going to go wherever the hole is. So if you change your mind one time, they're going to keep coming back. Because they're going to figure, well, I wore you down last time. Took 5 asking you, so I'm going to ask 6, and maybe it's going to work. So I know you softy with yours. I don't know.
I'm both. It just depends on the day, what I'm doing. Because when I'm at home, like if I'm watching TV or something, I tell them no. Then they'll come back and I'll be like, man, all right, I don't care. Or go outside.
So then why say no? See, that's my thing.
See, but it just
don't say no.
It just depends on what it is. Like,
Right.
I say no to like tablets and stuff, but if they actually go outside, as long as it's not dark, I'll be like, yeah, go outside. But my mom, she'd be like, no, they can't go outside. I'm like, why not? Like, I used to hate being inside all day.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of, like, we have where we move. Before that was even kind of worse, but now they wrote no playing kids outside.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
ain't no kids playing outside. And then our backyard is kind of, it's not really a backyard. It's just,
So they can't even go to the
it's
backyard.
an alleyway with a fence around it. So they can go out there, but trust me, it ain't sexy. So they do everything in the house, literally. Everything in the house. And unless we take them to the park. So we just take them to the park. But yeah.
See, my kids are small, so I'm glad my mom has like the neighborhood where it's a lot of kids outside, like because, inside they tear everything up. I had my 4 little nephews over, and my mom has 2 living rooms. So one living room, I'm like, all right, y'all stay in this one living room because I'm not trying to be all around the house later. Because I heard her in the morning like, yep, as soon as they leave out that one living room, I'm about to call Sky and tell her to clean up everything. I was like, oh no, man.
So you're in charge of cleanup.
Does your mother have a den?
I think that's second living room.
Yeah,
That's what I was
basically what it
wondering.
is,
Okay.
If you bougie, you have
It's 2 living rooms.
No, you have a den.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have a living room and a den.
If you bougie, you got 2 living rooms.
No, they just call it a
I mean, the house just came with 2 living rooms, so we just.
Didn't they call it a TV room though? I remember growing up, we had a TV room. We didn't have 2 dens.
Like
We had a
our
TV
living
room.
room doesn't have a TV.
You didn't grow up with me.
I'm talking about my,
Every story he tell is weird. And I always go, who the fuck is you? You do know you my son, right? You've been with me since you was 9, Nick.
10 actually.
Well,
He
you
said, but
were
before that,
you were
when I was
going on
8,
to 10.
at my mom's
And Donna
house.
was
That
11.
still was
Great
only.
room.
That's still
Yes.
only. Yeah, but I moved out at 17, 18 years old. So that's still
No,
only
you
8
didn't
years.
move out. Y'all didn't leave till you was 20. Remember?
What are you talking
I
about?
got your own apartment. What are you talking about?
Speedy.
Did you just turn your mic off?
Yeah, he cut his mic off.
Did he turn his mic off on me? What the fuck is going on, boy?
I'm just gonna let you have win.
Yeah, I always win. Just so everyone understands. So their mom called me. I can't do nothing with them. And I knew they were getting at that age where, and I told you it's gonna come with your son.
Yes.
And both of you guys have to understand it ain't you. So don't think, well, does he not respect? No, he's becoming a man. So when a woman says things, it's like, this bitch say this shit one more motherfucking time about taking this goddamn trash out. That's just our mental thought. We don't. It's not that you're not mom. It's just that
That wasn't my issue at 9 years old.
I know.
that's
it
what your
wasn't.
mom. No, your mom called me and said, "I can't take it. Come get him."
That's not what happened.
What happened then?
You was 9. How you remember? I'm talking 10, going on 10. Like a year make a difference. What happened? Nick?
You
Let's
can
hear your story.
You tell us.
Yeah.
I don't. Nah,
Did you
I
say
don't.
tell us the truth? Oh, push you out that chair.
No, I'm just gonna roll with your story, man. I'm just gonna roll with your story. We
let's
gonna
compare notes. Let's compare with the motherfucker that came and got you.
Oh,
You know,
okay,
this
the
is really a
short.
special time because it's very rare that the child gets to express themselves and tell what really happened
I
from
don't
their
believe they should.
perspective. So this is great, Speedy, and
I don't need
think
another
it's nice that you are listening and allowing him
Here's
to
the thing.
speak his
I
mind.
I don't need another opinion in my house. Like, if you're going to help with opinions, you should help with these bills. So it's one opinion, one motherfucker paying the bills. Go right in. Come on, Nick.
Actually, what happened was my grandmother had passed. That like right before we ended up moving to my dad's house. So my grandmother passed. My mom broke up with my youngest brother's dad at the time. So it was a lot going on. So she just couldn't take it.
That's what I just said.
No, you
But
phrased
you
it. But you phrased it like it was us,
the
like it was us being
But
bad or
he
something.
made
But
it
that had
like
nothing to do with
I'm
it.
just
The
telling you what
mother
she
just
told me.
had a lot of
Right.
pressure.
I didn't
on
know she
her.
said that.
Okay, she lied to you. That ain't
So
nothing to do with me.
But I'm just see again. Let's
She
go back
lied
to
to
the
you.
fact.
Yeah, she told you a story.
She said come get the boys. I can't handle it.
Right,
So
because
she probably knew
couldn't
what to say.
No, but what
Emotionally,
she
though.
Get you to
no,
act.
no, but what she couldn't handle was the fact that her mom had just passed away.
But she didn't tell me that.
I understand. So you thought it was because we were acting up. So
that's what I thought.
So that's on you. But what I'm telling you is that's not
So
why.
I could have left you there. Damn.
Yeah, that's not why. Yeah.
So,
You act like we was
the
bad
fuck I
kids or
could've had
something.
in
We
my
was straight.
house.
Yeah, we was straight.
I had to call them up and be like, hey, I got the kids. They come through the wandering. Hey, Dad. You know, they want to tap on the door every time. Now, hey. Your mom called me and said, hey, come get him. I can't take it. That's all she said.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I came and got you. And you was happy.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Of course.
She said, I can't take it. That's all she said. She didn't say the boys were a problem. She said, come and get the boys. I can't take it.
Them.
Right. So she meant
Them.
So let me translate.
Put
Woman talk.
T-H-E-M in there.
Come and take them. So in woman talk, it meant I'm dealing with this and
But
this.
she didn't say that.
Listen. I'm this woman talk. I'm dealing with this, this. What can Speedy help me with? This. Could you come and get the boys? I can't take it.
I don't like you in this scene. Can you go sit over there? Pam, we need you. Anyway. Pam would
Every time I hear that story, though, I'd be like, dang, I don't have nobody I could drop my kids off with, like that waiting period. Like, hey, come get these kids. But I'm looking, though.
And you
Look, I did like that.
Dropping my
Feel
kids
bad
off.
for you.
I'm going to call you in about 2 years. Hey, sweetie, I can't take
because I
it.
was thinking they could come.
See, Tangy don't
kinda
want
far.
her kids with me. I figured it out.
No, that's not
No,
true,
I've
Speedy.
offered several different
Oh,
times
don't even try.
for
You
Rock and
offered
Stone to
several
come
different
through.
times.
Every single
So,
time.
What several
oh,
different times
she's
did you-
sick.
what several
I
different-
forgot.
I was about to say, why you never asked me to invite my
you
kids?
live so now. By the time
What
you
you
get there,
mean?
every time take them back home.
All you got to do is tell me. Call me at 8 a.m. We going to be there at 9:45.
Look, Dee Dee, hey, I can't even see the people. Who's down there? No, anytime. I like kids.
I know you do, and I like the way you are with kids, so that's not true. I can genuinely say that I do like the way you are with kids. Yeah.
I love kids.
You
I
bomb
just-
Uncle Speedy.
Yeah, I just don't like the beach.
Oh.
They like going to the beach. And I don't like sand. I've never liked sand as a kid. When my mom and dad used to take us to the beach, I'd have my shoes on the whole. I never took
Really, at the beach?
Never took my shoes off.
Really?
And then wouldn't go in the sand. I just stayed on the swings, or I stayed by the basketball court. My mom and dad would be out there. I hate sand.
Let me
I
see.
hate the thought of sand and sitting in the sand. And that now my kids are like fucking fish. I'd be so worried because we go to the beach. We ain't at the pool.
Right. And they be
Right.
trying to go out there.
Nigga, I know they kind of could swim, but they can't swim, nigga. They can't swim if the shark is right there.
I don't go in the water past my knees. I'm like the knee person. Like, when the water come up, I'm the one that runs out. Like, the water coming to get me.
Now, what about the boys?
Like my middle son, he likes to chase the birds. He won't get in the water. Like,
Okay.
he know it's dangerous.
Like
But
chase the pigeons and
the seagulls.
The seagulls?
Be seagulls around, so he be trying to chase them. But my oldest son, he get in the water and he go far out. But I tell him,
That's
Hilarious.
mine.
I tell him, I say,
Yeah.
look, soon
go out
as
there if you want to.
if you go past my knees, I can't save you.
You stay around my knees, I can pull you in.
I'm glad you still let them go out there, though.
No.
I love going to the beach, and my baby girl, she loves going to the beach. It's just I got to do their hair after the beach. That's the thing. It's a lot of
Their
hair.
hair.
Oh, 'cause
Well, he has locks, and she has a lot of hair, so it's a lot of work. But they go way out too. They'll be way out jumping the
scared.
waves, and I'm standing there, and I don't like for it to be higher than this. They will be out here, but
Yeah.
I'm like, because you need enough power if
To
the wave
work
comes
your way
to-
back.
See, a little bit of seaweed touch me, I'd be tripping. I'd be like, oh no, it's stuff in here. I'd be feeling like it's crabs on the ground. I don't be wanting to get nowhere close to the water.
Like me. All right, the number calling to is 747-888-3082. Damn, we got a caller already. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Big J in Dallas, man. What's going on, y'all?
What
Hey,
it do?
Big J. Big J gave us the BITCH acronym.
How are you, my love? I see you looking scrumptious over there. Speedy, you are surrounded by beauty, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm a dude.
Thank you.
Put it right on.
Got Michelle running the show and everything. Nigga, of course you hate saying you have manatee.
I had to get that in, huh?
Yeah, I got love for you, boy. Y'all have a great day.
Hey, I got a quick question for you because we got to start off with a question of the day. Being as Black Friday is about to happen this Friday, have you ever gotten a great deal on Black Friday?
You know, I've been doing online for about the last 4 years. And I got to tell you, man, I just set my budget. I sit down in my PJs with my laptop and get her done, man. I'm telling you.
So what have you got that you probably couldn't have got a good price on a regular Friday or a regular day?
I literally go through my whole list on Amazon Prime, and I probably come in about 20 to 30% under budget every year. Plus free shipping. A lot of them do no tax. I mean, it definitely is much better. Plus no stress, no parking. I'm not ripping and running here and there, and I end up getting better presents.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna have to look at it. Thank you for that, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Real talk.
Cyber Monday is better than Black Friday.
So here's the question, and we got some other stuff we're going to get to as well. But the question of the day is Black Friday really all that? Call in, let us know. What do you think, Tangi? Do you even do Black Friday? Is that even in your...
My money usually is there on Saturday. So.
I did it 1 year. So 1 year when Circuit City was still up and going, let you know how long ago that was. So I go to Circuit City. I said, okay. I saved up. I had been on tour, so I made sure I had about 2 G's.
Okay.
So I've never did Black Friday, but I've heard, you're going to get this and that and the other. So my monkey ass stood in line.
Oh.
Yes, nigga. Got there at 5 in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah, they ain't open till 9. Got there at 5 in the morning with a chair and a blanket. I said, I'm going to see if this goes. I'm going to just give it a shot. Stood in line. Wasn't that, I was probably about number 70 going in.
Oh.
And it was maybe about 400 people behind me.
Wow.
And they're all, and then they, around daylight, everybody really starts getting in line. So I'm in line, we get in the store, and people running around. I don't even know what I'm looking for. But when I get in there, I'm like, these are the same prices was in this motherfucker yesterday.
Oh,
it wasn't really
wow.
nothing. And then I didn't really get anything.
Oh.
So I haven't done it since. And then, every year you hear, Black Friday, get ready, Black Friday. I just want to know, has anybody come up, or is online the thing to do? Or do you have
I think online is the thing to do. And it's probably, online is great because you can look and see what their Black Friday sale is. And then you can look and see how much it is at other stores now.
Oh, you can.
Because sometimes they'll.
Price check.
Well, don't quote me on this. But I imagine that if they're selling this pen and it's normally $11, all they have to do is put regularly $13 and mark the 13 and put 11, and we'll be like, it's 11 right now. I'm gonna get it. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
How about you ever do?
No, I usually work Black Friday. Well, when I had a job, I worked at Walmart and I worked at Sam's Club. I mean,
you just start every sentence off of, if I had somebody to watch the kids.
No, I said I worked
but at
Sam's Club. What they do is, like, it's cheaper to get your stuff in the summertime. I'm just going to say that. Like, the TVs will be like $600 in the summertime for, like, a nice TV. And then around November, like October, the beginning of November, they'll switch that $600 TV to a $900 TV.
Okay.
Just so that Black Friday, they'll knock it down back to $600 so you think you have a deal.
Oh, so summertime.
This guy's so smart. She know all that
So
stuff.
summertime
is the best time.
when you buy that kind of stuff. I always thought, like, anytime a new TV come out, I never buy the new TV. I wait till 3 or 4 months go by when I know the price is going to go down, or it's an open box. To me, open box shit is the best shit in the world at Best Buy. Most stores don't have that. I know Walmart doesn't. Target doesn't have open box. But they do. And then most of the time, if you do it right, people, you get the open box. They'll give you the warranty that you would have paid, like the bigger warranty, for buying the open box, because it is an open box. You just got to talk to management. You got to say, hey, tell your manager, come on, I'm going to get this, but I want to get the 4-year instead of the 2-year for the price of the 2-year.
See, now those warranties.
They work. Tangi,
you know what?
I swear by them. Every single time I've gotten a warranty on a TV and it messed up, you're able to take it in. You ain't got to explain why you're bringing it in. You ain't got to do nothing. You just bring it in.
Why the TV mess up?
I bought, this is back in the day, remember that big screen I got? So I thought, nigga, it's some things you get in life, you go, nigga, I got to go.
A big screen is one, especially if it's a big screen.
Where you put the you put the VCR on top.
Oh yeah.
And all my trophies and their pictures was on top. I said, nigga, we are balling.
Yes.
So I get the extended warranty for 5 years. 4 years later, the TV fucked up.
Oh.
Took it right back. They gave me whatever the new shit was, which was flat screens by that time.
See, but the warranty, don't you have to keep that piece of paper somewhere?
No, they have you on file at the store.
Oh.
Yeah, it's technology.
Most of my warranties are just with Toys R Us.
Called technology.
And those, it's a piece of paper that I have to keep track of.
Yeah, but I think Toys R Us and like Nordstrom's and certain stores, you don't need to have the receipt. If it's their product, you can bring it back. Like Nordstrom's is
like
the
a
best.
Wii if it messes up, or a Wii remote. That's the kind of stuff I do.
Yeah, but kids gonna fuck them up anyway. They gonna drop them, throw them on the ground. Your kids, my kid. Your son ain't rock. 9 out of 10. They gonna fuck it up. It is the Rollout Show. So call in, let us know if Black Friday really works for you, or how we can make it work. Because apparently, my man said to just sit at home and do it online, even though I hate shopping online.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it.
I think Cyber Monday is good. Like, I haven't bought anything because I'd be broke, but I always be on there.
I feel like there's a whole show.
I mean, it's like a double side, it's an up and a down. But no, I be on Cyber Mondays and they be having really good deals.
Speedy, they said Walmart, Sam's, and Costco does have an open box. What about Target? You said no
I don't
to Target.
think so.
I don't shop at Target.
I don't think so. And I don't really shop at Fry's either. I don't like Fry's. Fry's prices are pretty high, and they don't really come down on them. To me, Best Buy is probably the best.
I haven't bought any of that kind of stuff since I had kids.
So you got
Like
a big back
TVs
TV
and
at your
stuff.
house.
I got a big, one of
You
those
got
big
flat
flat screens.
But how big? Like 27?
It's about that big.
Yeah, it's about 35 or something.
Yeah.
That's not really that big. Anyway, let's move on. Since you've had kids?
And Rock has one in his room like that.
Oh, they have their own rooms?
Yeah. And Stone has a smaller TV in her room.
So I'm going to be...
I only got 2 kids.
I'm going to be like you would be if you'd told me, so why does the girl have a smaller TV than the boy?
Because in his room, he plays with the Wii and the Wii U, and he uses his TV for a lot of other stuff.
She uses
She just watches Netflix.
So she don't need that.
Right. She don't
need the host.
She don't need the host.
But she has the box to watch Netflix. He doesn't have the box to watch Netflix in his room.
Well, if he has the Wii, doesn't the Wii TV and all? I mean, you can get it through those.
Oh yeah, you're right. You
Yeah?
can. Don't tell her.
man.
Don't shh.
Poor little kid. He don't know he's in the 21st century. It is the Rollout Show,
Sky,
right here.
they donating to you to your Christmas fund.
Thank y'all.
What did they donate?
But so far we got
I got
$4.
That's cool. I can buy
Hey,
2 packets.
Cyber Monday. You at least get some batteries.
Right.
Now, that's one thing you can get on them days.
Yes, batteries.
Batteries
and
you
light
get.
bulbs, maybe.
Yeah, batteries you can get a lot of. And with the Christmas holidays and Thanksgiving and all that stuff coming up. Speaking of, we will be down tomorrow and Wednesday and Friday and Thursday because Thanksgiving and people are not feeling good because I'm working them like a slave, I guess. And they need time off to heal.
And of course, he gives us time off during the holidays when everything is
that
closed.
makes me a good-
Thank you, Speedy.
It makes me
Thank
a great, what do they call them? Slave master.
Yes. Thank you,
I
Speedy.
told a lie. So we're going to give everybody time to recoup, including Pam, who's over there. Dickless, probably, because ain't nobody want to hit you when you're sick.
Sean, you don't think Sean would have put a mask on?
He got to work. You don't
Oh.
want that. See, somebody got to go get this money. Because Black Friday coming up.
But that's what you need when you're not feeling well.
Huh?
You need to be laying on your side, and he need to be right in there from the back, and you can just be like, thank you, I feel better.
Is that what it is?
Yes. Yeah, when you
Now
cough,
watch
you're not
this.
in his face.
What do you think, Sky?
What about what?
Well, if I had somebody that would...
No, well, when I'm sick, I like to be by myself. Like, take my kids and just leave me alone. Like, yeah, because I'd be tired.
So who got sick first in the house?
Tyson, my middle son got sick first, and he got my sister sick, who got my dad sick, who got me sick, and then I got my other son.
And he running around. He good now.
Who? Tyson. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Downstairs, like, well, when I was sick and I was at home, he's like, "Oh, you're not going to work? Oh, you want to do this?" So he'll wake me up every 5 minutes, like, "Mom, you still sleep? Like, please, can you go downstairs, please?" But Mom, I'm so bored. I'm like, it's 10 people downstairs.
It's got to be somebody you can play with.
Or just be in their face. Like, get up out of mine.
So you're very irritable when you're sick?
Yeah, when I'm sick, I don't want to be bothered.
No, I'm not irritable when I'm sick.
No?
I'll be irritable when I'm sick.
You heaven high all the damn time?
Oh, no, I'm not heaven high. I'm more like, heaven high. Thank you for this soup.
Yeah, but I had, like, the stomach flu for the first, like, 2 days. So it wasn't, like, congestion and, like, you know, little stuffy nose. It was like sick, like go to the bathroom every 2 minutes.
Now that kind of sick is not cute. You know the kind of sick where when you take a little piece of toilet paper and just sit it and let it just sit there.
No, don't do
that. Even that's
you
cute.
Can't do that.
If you got a man,
that's the cute
you
thing.
can't do that.
Ladies,
around
don't do
man.
that. If you got a man, that's not a good
I would never
look.
do that in front of a man.
Don't stick it in your nose.
that's the
like,
kind of sick where you want to be by yourself,
Yeah,
right?
no.
But if the man is there, you just be like,
there's just certain things. I think when you are either married or you got a man or woman, whoever it is. Like, I know some of y'all think, oh, it's okay to have the bathroom door open. No. It's not.
Oh, nah.
No. Close the door, light a candle, and play some music. I don't even want to know you in there.
I agree 100%.
Thank you. I don't even need to know you do that.
110%.
You can wait till I leave.
Yeah, don't burp, fart, none of that.
Yeah,
that's funny. That's what Dad was telling me, too. He was like, he was like, I could never fully like somebody like that because then I always just think about them using the bathroom. Then I'd be like, I could never like someone like that.
I don't need to know that. I just need to know. I don't even want to know you that happens in your life. No. Okay, Tansy.
You know what?
You keep the door open?
Before, you know, my mother and I wouldn't even use the bathroom in front of anybody. But when I started dating my children's father, he wasn't having that. So
he didn't trust you.
But he.
Hey, bitch, open that door.
There were really no doors. I mean, we did have a bathroom door, but it was always open, and there was no door on our bedroom. You know, it was.
What do you mean no door in your bedroom?
Took the bedroom door down. It was just us. It was open, and so
even when you had the kids.
Well, they were babies.
Oh.
You know.
No, I gotta be up.
And so I got very comfortable, and then after I had kids with him, you know, he saw the kids come out. And I did that in the bedroom on the floor. Everybody saw that. My girlfriend, the neighbor, my mother, my son, the midwives, him.
You didn't call
everybody. I would have, but I didn't have your number at the time. But regularly, no, I don't want, you know, I be running water. I stopped running water when I got on this show, and y'all were talking about the girls running water. I said, okay, I can't run water no more. Everybody run water.
What is the running water?
But then he can't hear it plop. He can't hear it come down. And look,
I didn't want to know you like that. Oh, God. Stop, Tansy, stop.
Look, then I would wash my hands, right? And you know how you have soap and you move it.
And try to make air freshener real quick.
But now I got the little match.
Yeah, I still got those.
Like the little match, you like the little match, and it smells fresh. But then you got to still fan because you don't want it to smell like you lit a match.
Right.
You know, it needs.
There's no window in your bathroom. Open the window.
Oh, I'm talking about if I'm someplace else in my bathroom, you know. But I work. But at his house, I ain't gonna go. It just ain't gonna happen.
Like I can't go for like you know you go to family house and everybody there. Yeah. I'm not. No, I can't do my business. No, and it's one bathroom. Everybody going. Who in the bathroom? No.
I just don't trust people's toilets like that. You get to the toilet, the one that the one that don't flush. I don't even want to play with it.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
like,
not gonna do that. And I'm sitting there going,
yeah.
No, we're not doing.
But what would you do if it wouldn't flush?
Oh, I'd leave.
Yeah, I would leave too.
You gotta leave.
You?
I mean, I would leave to use the bathroom. Like if I had to use the bathroom and it's a big old function, I'm not gonna go at the house where everybody at, just in case.
What would you do if you're at a man's house? And you use or you're at a girl's house.
I went to
you use the bathroom and it doesn't flush.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. And for that reason.
Well, I mean, if you see someone after the fact.
Before.
Or do you test it before?
Like, yeah, I tested before if I have to use the bathroom. If it don't flush, I'd be like, It was a time before I was at a guy's house, and then I had got the bubble gut feeling, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I went to the bathroom, and I was like, not about to use this bathroom. So I left.
Because most dudes don't know how to clean their bathroom.
Right. So I set the timer on my phone and was like, oh shoot, I gotta go. My mom is calling me. So I end up going to Arco, which was down the street.
That was cleaner?
Yeah, it was cleaner. It was cleaner at the Arco.
Way, Arco?
It was a nice Arco, AM/PM Arco. I don't know. It was nice though. I mean, it was cleaner, but that's where I got gas from him.
You
So
probably shouldn't have been fucking with him. His
If
bathroom
his
was
bathroom's
worse than the
cleaner than
Arco.
worse than the
Something
Arco.
wrong
well,
with
it
him.
wasn't that it was dirty. It just had that
And
that
fellas, if
flush
you
that
listening-
didn't flush all the way.
Scott, somebody just sent you $50.
For real.
Yeah.
I
PGF.
told them if they send money today to the GoFundMe, it'll go to you.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
Y'all just made
shout
me
out-
happy. Now I'm all smiling.
$54.
So what you gonna buy tomorrow on Black Friday?
Well, it ain't Black Friday tomorrow.
Oh, on Friday, but
gotta wait.
there a lot of people they forget to go. It'll be like dollar bins. It'll be like shirts for $1. People don't look at that stuff on Black Friday. They go for like the big electronics.
I never thought about it.
Yeah.
But if you go to Walmart, they be all their clothes be like on sale, or they be having like a $5 box, a $3 box.
We got a phone call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey guys, it's Pam. I got to comment on the story.
We really didn't need you to, but go ahead.
Hi, Nikki Pam.
Guess you are part of the
And
show.
you know what? Speedy, actually, you guys got to, I don't know, for some reason I can't really hear you guys that well, but I hear a little bit. But let me just say this. One thing, Sky. First thing, somebody donated to your Christmas fund. You got $50. Well, $48 because, what is it, PayPal took $2 out. Just saying. And then the other thing is, as far as the bathroom thing, it's hilarious because me and Sean's first day, he got bubble guts, and he made me turn up the TV really loud.
Oh my
And when
God.
he came out, I knew he was the one for me because he had bubble guts. Just saying.
What the hell?
Wait a minute.
Y'all,
Wait, you
y'all
say-
might be.
Wait a minute.
You said you knew he was the one?
for you?
Yeah, because I mean, for him to be like, he's like, don't listen, turn up the TV really loud.
Hilarious.
But I knew that I said that's the one for me because he was keeping it real. That's what I thought.
What did
That
he
what
eat,
you call keeping it
Pam?
real? Shitting?
Pam, what did
Oh, that's so
Yeah, what did you
sweet.
feed him,
true,
Pam?
He didn't leave.
Told me he had bubble
No,
guts,
what did
like,
you
so-
feed him?
When did I meet him?
Feed him.
What did you give him to eat?
Oh no, we were our first day was at George's house. George Lopez's house. We was one of them. And
Mexican tacos.
I don't know. We just ate there, and he happened to get bogus. I didn't get sick, but he was like, we went home. He's like, turn the TV really, really loud. I don't want you to hear me. But the fact that he told me, I was like, I can respect that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh no, Pam.
Yeah,
I
I don't know about
like
it either.
that.
Pam.
I
You
do,
know, he was
Pam.
like,
I probably would've been laughing on
You act like I'm
Snapchat.
gonna die. So
No, I would have did exactly what Sky did. I'd have been like, oh shit, no pun intended. I got to make a quick run. I'm gonna come right back. I'd have went to the nearest whatever and then came on back like, you know what, them motherfuckers was tripping.
I like.
and you know me being the
Yeah, I like that he
doctor
didn't
that
leave.
I am. I gave him stuff to put in his stomach, like you know what I'm saying, to use for his stuff. Bubble guts.
Why your voice get so high?
Well, because I'm already hoarse. So.
Shout out to the ponies. How you feeling though, Pam?
The same. So I called him for a Z-Pack, so they sent it to me. You know, they deliver my meds to the house, so
Wow, what kind of
dang.
dope fiend are you where they
you.
bring your drugs to you?
they sure do. And I'm about to call. As soon as I hang up with y'all, I'll be like, hey, did you put that order in?
Well, do that then. All right, baby girl.
All right,
Are
then.
you just listen? Let us know how we doing. Not that we care. We don't
No,
give
it
a
sounds
fuck.
good.
We can care less.
We care.
No, we don't. It is the Rollout Show.
We miss you, Pam.
We love you, Pam.
There's a lot of news going on, so we're going to get to all that stuff. A lot of people getting in trouble over the weekend. We'll get to that in a few seconds. It is the Rollout Show right here at Rollout Studios, the 6 studios, and where I guess you can shit in front of your boyfriend or whatever. And she won't, you will. A new guy. I'm talking about a new guy.
Oh,
Would you have
new.
did that on the first date?
I didn't volunteer to do it then. He kind of pretty much said this is the way it's going to be. But
Stupid.
if I had the bubbles in my stomach,
And you just met the guy and you at his house.
oh gosh, and I like him a lot or a little bit.
Well, you just met him, and y'all, it's the first date, but you came over.
So therefore, you like him.
Yeah.
I like him. I might have to leave.
Come back.
might have
Ooh, Stone just called me.
I'll probably tell him. I'll probably say, I can't in your bathroom. I gotta go. I'm sorry.
But then if you do that, that's the same thing.
and then if he says no, go ahead, and I say I can't, and he says go ahead, I say okay, you sure? And then
You know what I used to do? when I was
You're
on the
hoping
road?
he'd say, "Let me use you."
right. Now if he say okay, well you go ahead, I'll be here when you get back. Then I'm leaving and
Yeah,
I
I
ain't
might
ever
coming
coming back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, when I used to be on the road, and if I had to go and I had the girl already in the room,
Yeah. Oh.
I would go, oh shit, I forgot to tell them something downstairs.
That's good.
And I would go down and then use the bathroom in the hotel.
Player thing would be, oh, wait a minute, baby, let me run and get us a bottle of wine.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna come back with it.
Couldn't find the wine.
Yeah, ain't no leading line about that. I'll just go, oh no, I gotta go tell the lady at the table at the front desk. So I would leave,
That's
use
smart.
the bathroom, come back up, and then she'd be like, ask me, what happened at the desk?
What happened at the desk?
Oh, she wasn't there. Hey, what you want to do, baby girl? Because I would totally forget. I never forget this one time. I did that. So I go down, use the bathroom. I come back, and so I knock on the door because I don't have the key to girl. And I knock on the door, and I'm waiting a few minutes. I'm like, it's taking a minute. Hit again. She went, and I heard, yo, who is it? And I went, and I looked at the door. I said, oh, I'm on the wrong floor. Oh, shit.
Okay.
But for that moment, I was like, oh, who the fuck is in my room?
Right.
They snuck in and came up.
I left Pam, came back to Stan.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a quick break for that joke. When we come back, there's so much news going on. You got some stuff. We got Sky. Look, Sky is over here with us.
Yeah.
Sky is in the building.
Shout out to Sickness on Pam.
Are you doing the Blue Sky Report?
Yeah, she's going to do the Blue Sky.
Yeah.
She just got stuff added to it.
Oh, why, you want to do the Blue Sky Report?
I'm like,
In the words of Sky, no.
Okay, I got a question for you, though, Speedy, before we go to break.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what Thanksgiving and Mary Had a Little Lamb have in common?
do I know what Thanksgiving and Mary Had a Little Lamb had? Lamb? Chops.
Nope. Back in the day, there was this lady named Sarah Hale, and she was married and had some kids, and then her husband died, and so she had to get a job, and she learned how to write, and she became the editor of this paper, and then the editor of this big paper, and she wrote this fabulous poem, Mary Had a Little Lamb. And at the time, that poem was in one of her stories. So at the time, people were celebrating Thanksgiving, but they were celebrating it on all these different days. And she kept writing to the presidents, asking them, could they make it? She wrote to Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, and James Buchanan, and asked them, could they just make it on one day? And they all said no, but she didn't give up. And she wrote to President Abraham Lincoln, and he said yes on October 3rd, 1863. That's what Mary Had a Little Lamb and Thanksgiving Day have.
All right.
Like I didn't read the
it's
article.
Monday. Y'all. I'm glad you didn't read that motherfucker because you came along with.
You know what tying your shoes and basketball have in common? Well, the nigga that tied his shoes rolled out the basketball. That's what they have in common.
Yeah, you made that work, motherfucker. Because how was she alive for all them presidents? And then she get to Abraham Lincoln and say, please, nigga.
Wait a minute. But when she died, she was 89. I'm sorry. She retired at 89. She died at 90.
Way back then?
Yep. She died April 30th, 1879. And the book she wrote was called Poems for Our Children. And that's where Mary Had a Little Lamb first appeared. And she also helped raise the money to erect the monument at Bunker Hill and to save Mount Vernon. She did a lot.
She was black.
She was
Let
white.
me see if I remember. You ready, guys? Mary had a little lamb,
little lamb. Mary had a little lamb.
Whose
fleece
was white as snow. Everywhere that Mary went, Mary went.
Everywhere that Mary went,
the lamb was sure to go. He followed her to school one day.
He followed her to school one day.
School one day.
School one day.
Followed her to school one day. It was against the rule.
What?
And it was. She
As
followed her to school one day. It was against the rule.
This sounds like a kidnapping.
The teacher.
Or stalking. For sure, stalking.
I've never heard this version.
Okay, keep going.
And then the kids were laughing to see a lamb at school.
Okay, I never got to that part. I usually stop singing after the lamb followed her to school.
One day.
School one day.
Yeah,
you should know.
So he followed her to school one day. He followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. And so the teacher turned them out. So the teacher turned them out, but he still lingered near and waited patiently, and waited patiently till Mary did appear. And then Mary had little lamb, Mary had little lamb was fleece or white as snow. And then
So this poem is about a stalker.
A stalking lamb.
Because you think most dudes that stalk follow you to school. Then the principal gonna say you have to leave, so the motherfucker hang out in front, waiting to see your face and go, bitch, I'm still here.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Beautiful, tantalizing enchantment. I'm still here.
Yes.
All right, don't move. We got a lot of news for you. Shout out to Pam Get Better. Y'all wish her some well thoughts and all that good stuff. We'll take a quick break with a little back in the day clip. Maybe not back in the day. Something from Speedy's Comedy.
Yo, it's your boy Speedy.
That's some greetings.
You know he was greeting the bitches.
In the Navy, it was Navy? The Navy, actually, I was like the person that would give you the speech on what not to do.
And then you take them in the back and show them how to do.
No. That was before don't ask, don't tell, right?
What are you saying, Louis?
No.
So you was doing dudes?
I don't mean it that way.
Hello.
Louis, yes, you
Welcome
did.
aboard.
Horatio.
877-210-6106. Ladies, please call in. Now,
Yes.
Tangerine, what is the difference between the fling and...
In a real relationship?
Yeah.
Well, a fling is basically guilt-free, no promises, no jealousy, no fights, no invasion of privacy, no checking cell phones when you're taking a shower,
Ooh,
no
I hate when they do
demanding
that.
relationship.
You ever do that, Rodney?
No, I'm just saying.
No, I mean, you ever been in the shower and go, oop, my cell phone is out there on the table.
My cell
He
phone
got a
has
lock on his, remember?
been successfully locked.
He already said his wife be prying.
No,
so.
my wife is one of those people that can make something out of anything, so I lock my phone in an effort to protect her from herself.
Got you. Okay.
Right.
See, I've done that and forgot what I did.
Forgot
to lock
the
it.
code?
But go ahead, Tangerine.
I leave my cell phone open, so.
Well, you don't have it.
Yeah, ain't nobody calling you, Louis.
Your hand. The other hand gonna call the other hand.
You're wrong. The one important thing about the fling is that the boyfriend must not know about the fling, but the fling knows about the boyfriend or girlfriend.
Oh.
So, in other words, the bitch on the side knows she the bitch on the side.
Right. She has to know her position.
Right. And
Wow.
so she doesn't really have a place to question you or, check your shit. So
Well,
it's
ladies,
cool.
I need the ladies to call in and definitely tell us. Now, out of Pennsylvania,
PA. Hey, Philly.
we got Ann, who
Hey.
fucks in the hospital as well.
Damn.
Okay.
Let
My
me
mom's name
find
is
out.
Anna, but okay.
Go ahead, Ann.
Greetings. Oh, yes, the hospital is a fuck fest, okay? Everybody in the hospital is
Are you
doing somebody.
I did not know
I am
that.
so serious.
I'm
Are
wondering.
you
And
included, Ann?
Husbands leaving wives, wives leaving husbands, men hooking up with other men. The hospital is a
In the
fuck
hospital?
fest. In
Ann,
the
give us a
hospital.
story though, Ann.
Give us one of
from
your
Give us
stories.
a personal story.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we want your story.
Why you want my story?
You called, Ann.
And you use your real name, Ann. Come on.
Exactly.
I went ahead and I did, I did what I did, but I didn't do it in the hospital.
Was it a doctor or another nurse?
But I didn't do it there.
Was it a
we
doctor?
dropped the answer.
Was it a doctor or another nurse?
The intern.
An intern?
Yeah.
Okay, well, tell somebody else's business then. Tell
Yeah.
us the
Or
story.
pretend. Give us some gossip.
Oh, okay. One girl, she always walking around like she's all this and all that. Her husband worked there. He left her for somebody else that works there. All of them going out to breakfast together. She going out with the nurse, thinking the nurse is her best friend, buying a gift, and all the
This
time.
sound like an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Now, Ann, let me ask you this. Now,
It is.
let me ask you
I'm
this.
telling you.
Ann, are you there, baby? Let me ask you this. Is it more common that the people that work together are having sex, or are they having sex with some of the patients?
You know what? Is rumors going around that they've been doing the patients too.
Wow.
What?
You go in for a
I'm
kidney
going
and
in
come
on-
out with chlamydia. What the fuck?
Now we know why
Damn.
they have them open back gowns.
Good one, Louis.
Hilarious,
Louis
Louis.
did.
Easy access with the open back gown.
With the CPK joke of the day.
Thank you.
last night and woke up with a pubic hair in my mouth.
Thank you, Ann. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
When you're going to have an
Going
operation
on.
and they write on the body part which part to take, so you write on your
Louis,
joint.
you got to know when to stop.
Louis, you were ahead.
Yeah, when you hit
were
the home
ahead,
run,
Louis.
nigga, don't go back and hit
Let it
again.
go. Let it go. You sit back down on the bench.
Another phone call
One for two, one
out
for
of
three today.
Houston, Texas. Gary's in the house. Gary, are you fucking in the
Gary.
workplace?
Yeah, what up, Speeder?
What's up, man?
Hey, Gary.
Are you doing it in the workplace?
Yeah, man, I'm fucked up.
What happened?
Look, dog, I'm a truck driver, man, and I kind of touched and lifted my dispatcher. She, we hooked up a couple times, and now
Breaker 19.
this mother, I can't cut her loose, dog.
Now, are you married, or is this a fling, or this is like a little something on the side?
I'm married.
Breaker 6'9". We need you to call into the dispatch.
But, it's like, I'm trying to cut her loose, but shit, man. She done gone to calling my
This
phone.
is dispatch calling Big Black Pipe.
You need to check in.
Call in.
This shit getting bad, dog.
It's getting bad, dog. I feel you, man.
But you ain't gonna cut it off, are you?
But you ain't gonna. Is the pussy good? Is it good?
Oh, it's good.
So you recommend?
This is dispatch. You took too long to answer that.
So let me ask you this, dog. So would you do it again, or this is the last time?
I'm trying to make it my last time, dog.
It sounds like you fucking her right now.
I want these on the
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask Gary a question. Gary, do you think you're the only one she's hitting?
Right now I am, but I got turned on to about another driver because
ain't no
his buddy was tapping. He gave me the lowdown on it, and I just shot on her. I ain't think I didn't know.
Breaker 19, Lewis, you can get some too.
You sure she ain't a lot lizard? She just got a job.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for the phone call.
She sounds like
man.
a lot lizard.
Thank you for the phone. They are doing it, and the trucking.
Not even the other truckers though. This bitch just sits there.
No, she's a dispatcher, so they hear her voice and they become.
And they do sound sexy sometimes. 4 in the morning on the highway. Trust me, you
ain't seen your
Rodney,
wife in
you
2
call
weeks.
in and go, hey truckers.
But one thing is for sure, she'll never get caught because she knows where everyone is. She knows who's coming in, who's going out.
Also, she could fuck several of them.
Lewis, do you hear the silence?
Yeah, I hear
well,
it,
that
but-
wasn't a joke, so we're just gonna let that go.
Shit,
as a
he
fact.
smiled at it.
Oh,
on the phone, a former member of New Edition is on the phone.
Get out of here.
Show your love for Bobby Brown from Ohio.
Bobby B.
my prerogative.
I know
What's
you
up,
be
Bobby?
square. What's up, Bobby?
Hey, man. Hey, you ain't going to believe this, but I'm a trucker, too, and truckers get all the good pussy.
Apparently
Is it
so.
good, really though?
But is it somebody you working with? Is it?
Oh, man, it was about 4 of them at the same time. I had one. I used to deliver to the hospital. I delivered to Kmart, Walmart. I had all the marks signed up except Steinmart.
Oh, the low budget.
You mean to tell me they are fucking at the Walmart?
So you come in.
Hey, no, what you do, you set it up after you meet them.
Oh, okay.
But see, I had a couple of them come to my truck, and I'm telling you what, don't ever fuck in the truck in the summertime. You'll be sweating like a pig.
So you go to drop a load and drop a load.
And now I know why all those people were rushing Walmart to get in that door.
Now you meet them there. You get your little
That was
holler on
funny,
and
Lewis.
set it up afterwards.
Well, so what went wrong? Have you had anything go wrong?
Well, the only thing I had go wrong is, if you ever see one of your flings out at the club or something, and they see you dance with somebody else,
They coming at
put the mandingo on them, they catch feelings.
And that's the problem with most women. That's why I don't do it in
Men,
the workplace. Is because I'm a comedian, but because once you put it on a woman, y'all lose y'all mind. Thank you for the phone call, man.
So as
let's
a
say
comedian,
you and Tangerine.
okay, what about us?
Tangerine don't want this.
Oh, Tangerine.
She don't want
She'll
this.
put
I'll
it
put
on
it
you.
on. I'll put it on.
You can't handle this, but my question is, as a comedian, have you been fucking other comedians?
I've hit one other comedian.
I've hit.
That's
I don't know
it?
if I should throw in
Cheryl
bus.
Underwood?
That's
Wow, that's cool.
Sexy
no.
Marlowe?
No, you got to be really surprised.
Laura Hayes.
Oh, that's what happened.
Wait a second, this is Marlowe's pussy.
Well, let's think.
No.
Who is it? Come on, describe her.
She's
We'll
on
say her.
TV right now.
She's on TV
Okay.
right
She's
now.
on TV in the morning.
In the morning. Monique?
Oh, no.
Big ass Monique.
No.
Okay.
Initials SS.
SS.
She has a good view.
Oh,
She has
on
a
the
good
view,
view.
on the view. She's cute. What's her name? Shepherd.
But
Sherry
that was
Shepherd.
before
What's
she
Sherry
became
Shepherd?
The View.
That must have been a while back.
Okay,
Yeah, the
so
one.
you heard it here, folks, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Speedy hit Sherry Shepherd.
Speedy has seen The View.
Yes. How was it? Did she get head?
She was a freak.
Oh,
Really?
Should I
but you
say
only
that?
did it to her once.
She had a bunch of abortions. Was one of them yours?
Whoa! You know Speedy don't allow abortions.
Did you just look at his eye? Look at his
His
eye.
eyes are big because that might be that ninth child we don't know about. Wait a
She
minute.
actually talks about it on the show all the time.
Yeah, she talks
and then
about it.
her eyes go real fast, like Speedy.
nobody.
Oh.
Louis, you never hit nobody?
I had a comedian night, but
who'd you do?
Which
you gotta
one?
tell. You
Slow
gotta
down.
tell.
Which
I told
one?
mine.
No,
You gotta tell.
No, with the reason.
You gotta. I'll say it if you don't say it.
Okay, the problem is when I
Louis,
thought
I'm gonna
I
give you
was
2
the only
seconds.
one that hit it, but then I found out a bunch of other people hit it too.
Who was it? Who was it?
AJ Sanders. I thought it was a.
Oh, my soror. She's a
Jamie
Delta.
Foxx hit that. Denzel
Yeah.
Washington. No, I'm playing.
Okay.
Denzel probably
Y'all
did hit
are
it.
really blowing it up like
I like this. You next, Rodney. You next.
Rodney, have you hit it?
Wait. Are you done? Is that the only one,
No, I
Louis?
had Angela Means.
Okay, she's not done. Angela Means. Wait.
Yo, move.
I am appalled.
Wow.
For real, you appalled.
Those are my friends.
Oh, that
And then fucking, I didn't know.
You didn't know?
You did? Oh yeah,
But
Angela.
y'all were here when they was hot.
No, this was when Sherry first started out doing stand up.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, so you did the little mentor thing like you still do from time to
You
time.
know, hey, let me take you on the road.
Nice. Let me give you some notes.
Yeah.
Speedy uses these comedy
I
for
didn't
evil.
hit Cheryl Underwood, but we went swimming together.
Ugh.
Which is worse?
Kill yourself. You need to kill yourself.
Don't tell that one. You got any more comedians or actresses?
No,
Or
a couple of
actors?
actresses too. Yeah.
So was I heard that AJ Sanders was a freak? Was she a freak?
I
heard this. Don't act like it's
I
brand new.
can't- Look, she did her thing. She did her thing. She
just
did
crazy. That's the only thing wrong
She
with
was
her.
a
She
little.
was crazy.
You know what was funny? This is.
Why are you looking around?
He looked around to see if anybody was
In the radio show, nigga, look around.
Hilarious.
Who else
It's
is
just
here?
us,
I'm gonna
Louis.
tell you somebody's mom who I hit.
Who?
You ain't hit
Who?
nobody.
Who?
Seriously, man, she was
Who?
bad. She came over.
Don't
New
explain
Year's
that
Eve.
part, nigga. Who?
She came in New Year's Eve with an outfit that you just zip all the way down.
Who?
She's she was on the Martin show.
Tashina Arnold?
No. Somebody else.
Tisha Campbell? The mother?
The mom?
My mom's fine. Yeah. her
You
mom
hit
was fine.
that?
Oh, yeah.
Tashina-
Her mom's fine.
Tisha Campbell's mama?
Yeah.
Melena Gay signature collection. I have some right here.
Who's that came in here and rapped over top of this? Oh, that was JT Friday.
Yes.
Yeah. He kind of rapped over top of this, Scott.
To rap over it?
I got you. Look.
No, he did.
Oh, he did?
Once upon a time, the goose drank wine, the monkey chewed tobacco on the streetcar line, the line. The monkey got choked, they all went to heaven on a little green boat.
Is that a lyric?
That was an ad-lib.
Right.
It is the Rollout Show right here. It is Monday. It's just before Black Friday. I don't know why they call it Black Friday. I don't know. That should be endearing for us.
Well, it's
Whatever.
called Black Friday because
explain.
you take a marker and mark out all the original prices.
That actually has nothing.
Thank you, son.
The companies go from being in the red to being in the black. It's that simple.
Or it starts on Friday after Thanksgiving.
Because they sell more merchandise.
Because everybody goes shopping.
Right.
Okay.
So they go from being in the red to the
Thank you.
black.
Told you my son is here for a reason. It is the Rollout Show right here at RolloutStudios.com. It's your boy Speed Doggy Dog, the funniest motherfucker you're ever gonna meet. Why?
Because we're never going to meet Jamie Foxx.
But you can meet me on the 29th at the Comedy Club, where we'll be having a big comedy show. 3 shows will be taping, so make sure you come dressed to impress. Also, too, if your dental work ain't right, put your fingernail right where that tooth is missing, because you will be on camera. So you have to reserve your seats now because we have limited seating, and a lot of people have been booking shows, and we appreciate that as well.
We do appreciate that very much because
And it's free. It's absolutely free.
I'm trying to find something really cute to wear, and I'm going to be upset if y'all don't pack it up. Because, you know, you can't wear your dress a whole bunch of times.
Well, you got to wear 3 different. Well, no, should you change all 3?
Ain't nobody got time to be now, if you want me to find something fly, we only doing one.
One it is.
If you want me to
have
change every time, then I can do whatever I got in my closet.
I have to change 3 times.
Okay. If you got to change, do I have to change?
I have to change 3
Do I have to
times.
change 3 times?
Because I'm hosting all 3 shows. It is.
But are you going to edit all the shows together and make one show?
No. We're doing content for 3, hopefully 3 different DVDs,
then
or to
maybe
be
I
all
do
on
need
one
to
DVD.
change 3 times stack.
Well, you'll be on camera interviewing people, so you're gonna be interviewing 3 different sets of shows.
But
Figure it out.
But
Well, let's do this first. I'm Speedy, and you are.
I'm Tangi Ambrose, Heaven High.
Anyway, and the house we got.
And I'm Sky, y'all, also known as Blue as the Sky.
What do you want to say to the fans? They are really like, they feeling your plight.
Man, I just love y'all so much. I wish I could hug y'all all.
That is definitely cool.
I'm happy. I'm like super happy right now. I'm like antsy about the $50.
Well, hey, this is more than what you had when you got here.
For real.
That's so sweet.
Did you already do Christmas shopping for the kids? This is usually to get their stuff before the holidays sometimes.
Well, I got a lot of family members, so.
They good.
Yeah.
Christmas is going to be all right. And the tree goes up. I hate doing this stuff for my son, you know. But it's for the kids.
Look,
I don't
yeah,
care,
he over there
I don't care what
looking.
you think, bro. They going to be on me. Why do you have a tree up? So you're supposed to put the tree up the day after
Thanksgiving.
So we
yeah.
put the tree up. And we stopped buying trees. So we have the tree in the box.
That's practical.
Yes, because we were spending at least, what was it, about $50, $60 a year on the damn tree. And
you were buying cheap trees.
What the fuck?
Yeah, my sister bought one last year for
$60.
like $160.
I was buying the tree that you got. I was buying the tree you buy right before Christmas. I was buying those trees.
Oh, okay.
I was like, here, let's go get it now.
Okay.
It'd be one lonely tree in the back.
Okay.
No, but we would buy the tree and never put the water in. And then it would dry and there'd be stuff all over the place.
You got to take care of the tree. You got to put the water in. You got to put that little powder stuff that keeps it fresh.
Yeah, I love Christmas trees. I smell them every year. As soon as we get the tree, I just be on it like. Since I was little.
Pine cone.
Yeah, I love it.
We got a guest in the building, and we
yes,
want to.
we do.
I just feel like this is a heathen show, but she said she's heard our shows and know that we are heathens. And then Tangi pulled herself away from us and said, "Not me." So apparently, it's just me, Sky, and my son.
Well, we have something in common. Not just that we're actors. We both went to Understanding Principles with Reverend Della Reese-Lett.
Oh.
So we have something in common. But let me give her an official introduction. So she's an award-winning actor and award-winning producer. She's produced a number. I was combining numbers.
Use Russian. Yeah. Use your fingers.
She produced a number of short films. And she's had 2 talk shows. One is called Beauty Pop, and one is called Manners and Morals. Manners and Morals.
This ain't the show for that.
You can find them on YouTube. Well, no, because she could maybe help us.
No.
But you can find some of her shows on YouTube, and what's particularly I'll let her tell you the exciting part about Manners and Morals and today and what all this means. But she produced a show for Oba Babatunde. She'll tell you more about that. She's in development for a new talk show right now called Hotspot: How to Outthink a Thought, THOT, and her name is Millena Gray.
Hey, Millena, thank you.
She's been in pageants. Hold on. And guess what else? Wait a minute, before you do this. Oh, give the hand claps.
Yeah, let it build up. Let the hand claps recognize who you are. And there it is, right there. Yes.
Thank you.
Millena in the building.
She met my baby girl too, and my baby girl said, "I love your necklace," and that's her jewelry line.
Oh,
how about that? Isn't
get really
that
close
fabulous?
on that mic. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Isn't she pretty?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having
You
me.
have way more credits than everybody here. Look here. So let's go to that last one. What was it? The show called what?
How to Outthink a Thought, THOT.
Which are
thoughts.
The Mother Girls.
Yes.
Thank
not
you.
Thoughts. Not things.
Because I thought you was like, how you outthink your thoughts? I'm like, how the fuck you do that?
No. A thought is an acronym for that hoe over there.
Oh,
so, that hoe over there.
You need to know that.
No, I knew that.
Yes.
I knew that. You're not listening.
Things, and it just turns you out to be who you are.
Yeah.
Like
and
if
somebody's
you're
not
something
there
difficult
to position you,
Yeah, I mean, the influences. Like, I remember in elementary school, I had this really good friend named Michelle, and probably not watching, but Michelle Palumbo. And so, we all lived in the same neighborhood, and I lived in this neighborhood called Williamsburg Estates. Okay. So there are all these, it was primarily Caucasian. Okay, fine. But I didn't know the difference because I was just a kid.
Yeah.
And so one day I said, Michelle invited me over to her house. And she said, can you come over to my house and let's play? So it was like in 3rd or 4th grade. And then I went over there, we had a good time. And then like a few days later, I was like, oh, that was so much fun. I want to come over to your house and play again. She said, well, I can't let you come over to my house anymore. And I was like, well, why? Like, we had a good time. She said, well, because my dad, he'll get really mad. And I'm like, well, why? Why was your dad? Like, why is he? And so I had to, like, well, why? And she said, well, because you're black. And I was like.
And where'd you grow up?
Really?
What part of the
Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Upper Marlboro. Yeah. And I think as a kid, because black folks, we don't go, oh, I'm black.
Right.
We just go, you're not the same color as me, but it's all good. And I remember same thing happened to us as a kid. And the mom told my brother, another kid's mom told my brother or her son to come in the house because I don't want you to get as black as Daryl. And me and my brother standing there, I look because he's darker than me, and he starts crying.
He pulls up in the car. And my brother said his heart just started pounding. It's like, oh my God, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna shoot me. He's gonna shoot me because he hates. So the guy, he came in the house, and the boys were standing there like, hey. And so he was like, okay, what's going on? And so my brother was like behind the door. And so as soon as the father went up the stairs,
he ran.
He took off so fast. Took off. Did not turn back. It was like he was just hoping he wasn't gonna get shot in the back or something. He ran around that corner, ran up to the house. It was like, ooh.
And what part of Maryland it is?
Upper Marlboro.
Where is that? As far as to D.C. and...
Okay, so you know the Pennsylvania Avenue that the White House and everything is on?
Okay.
So you keep going.
Okay.
And you keep going. And you're going to pass some cornfields, and you're going to pass a lake, and you're going to pass horse ranches, and keep on going.
Wow.
Keep on going. Keep on going.
You see Marlboro country.
Right. Upper Marlboro.
Upper Marlboro.
And then
Never heard of that.
It's there.
What, small, big city?
Well, at the time, there were two streets, Main Street and First Street.
Wow.
And my high school was Frederick Douglass High School, which called Frederick Douglass, but it was literally...
racist high school there.
And there were about, I think maybe 5-6 black people in my class.
Wow.
My particular class, which was called Frederick Douglass, and the high school was here, and there were cornfields here, a barn and a field back there, and a 2-lane highway right in the...
Now, did you feel like you had to date a white guy, or would you...
Did I feel like I had to date one? No.
No, okay, but...
No. I mean, this was so many years ago. I mean, I know I look 25 and stuff, right? But I'm really like 27.
Almost past thought. You're a little bit past thought. Just a little bit past the thought.
But back then, we didn't have, there wasn't all this pressure.
Whoever.
Folks, Ricky Melton. I don't know why I'm
hilarious.
thinking about
Ricky Melton.
Ricky Melton.
Yeah, he was somebody. Hey, Ricky.
I like me some Ricky. But you ever heard of this organization called Jack and Jill of America?
Of course, that's where all the black people go when they live in neighborhoods where there aren't a lot of black people and they want their children to be around. So.
All right.
Okay, so
we in Los Angeles, they don't have Jack.
Excuse me, yes, they do have a Jack and Jill.
Never heard of Jack and Jill.
Speedy, they have Jack and Jill in the valley. And they have Jack and Jill in the city.
You see my name on the wall?
They have Jack and Jill. We got a black Girl Scout troop in the valley. Yes.
I didn't know that.
We hunted down. I didn't do Jack and Jill, but we hunted down. I didn't.
And what is Jack and Jill again?
We didn't do Jack and Jill. Because back home in North Carolina, Jack and Jill were really like... and I was like, but go ahead.
Well, Jack and Jill, it's kind of like that, but as a kid, you don't know.
She does this all the time.
You don't.
This is what they say online. And then we got to listen.
No, but my Jack and Jill experience was for me. They were little debutantes. Go ahead.
Yeah, and essentially that's what it is. Yeah. It's for the kids
to
interact with.
You probably couldn't have been.
No, my sister was a debutante.
Yeah, but you got to be of a certain caliber to be in Jack and Jill.
Oh, you got money?
Yeah.
Ain't that a business?
That's probably why you didn't. That's probably why you didn't know about it.
I didn't know about it at all. And this is the thing: they go through like the parents, like the kids. The kids are just kids, but the parents go through a full-out vetting process. Yep. Like you have to be recommended.
Have your kid in this?
Right? It's
because
they look at your bank account, they check out your friends. You're on probation for like a year, and they interact with you. Yes, to make sure that.
So you were Jack and Jill.
Yeah. I didn't do it.
Somebody's bougie.
I didn't do it.
It's okay. You can be. She was bougie.
I was just born.
North Carolina.
I was just born.
I didn't do Jack and Jill.
Yeah, your mama didn't make it through.
No, my mother didn't try to put me in Jack and Jill. I was, in the area where I was.
So what is the difference in debutante and Jack and Jill besides the vetting? Is that what it is?
A debutante is an event that Jack and Jill, like being a debutante is, a lot of organizations have these things. It's like a quinceañera. It's a big thing. It's a coming out, except quinceañera is when you're 15, debutante is when you're 16. It's just a debutante ball.
It's an opportunity for the little black girls to feel like little princesses.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that for your daughter?
No.
No.
I mean, I'm. That's not my thing.
You don't want her to feel special at 16?
Well, ask me, do I
But
want her
not
to feel
as a
special,
debutante.
or ask me, am I going to make her a debutante?
Let's move on to the next thing.
Because I can. There are a lot of different ways.
That's
That's one way
Yeah.
to make your child feel special, and that's
But
cool.
every day you
Because
do
I have friends that are in Jack and Jill,
Mm-hmm.
and like we got mocha moms. That's another thing. You know about that? That's another thing that we do.
Not a mom.
Because we have to, especially in California, when we want our children to be around some. You know, we live in here. We want to be around some black kids, so there are different things. But I'm not that girl. You know, I'm not good at that.
So what do they have for boys? Oh, boys.
Jack and Jill is boys.
No.
Boys and Jack and Jill.
We're gonna go now.
Yeah, but you wouldn't.
Not putting my son
Yeah,
in Jack
we know
and
that
Jill.
would
That's
be out
not
for
gonna
you.
be no.
That's why it's not Jill and Jill. It's Jack and Jill.
Not putting my son in Jack and Jill.
Boys have. You know what? He would be around really fabulous young ladies
That's how it all
with manners
starts.
and etiquette.
And exactly what I need. Next thing I know, he's like, "Hey, bitches." No, we don't. We're not gonna.
He got
This
manners
bitch is
and
a thought.
etiquette.
She a thought. He pulling. No.
Pam thought Jack and Jill was a bakery.
I just thought it was a nursery rhyme.
Me too. I didn't know it was Bougettas. So we do have this thing going. We're asking about Black Friday. Have you ever gotten a great deal on Black Friday, or do you even do it?
I do. I've
Okay.
been shopping on Black Friday, but what's
Okay,
really
tell-
bad
what?
is. So I used to kind of see this dude, kind of sort of, but not really. This good friend of mine, kind of sort of, sometimes.
What you doing? That kind of guy.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, what you
you
doing?
know, yeah, right. So, I mean, he told me one Thanksgiving, this just a few years ago, so you going out? I'm like, you going to go do something for Black Friday? He said, well, you know, Black Friday, you know, it's a holiday. It's a holiday. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Black Friday's not a holiday. Yeah, that's the day that all black folks go shopping. So that's why it's called only Black Friday. Cause only
You might not want to see him no more.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really not what it is. But
He's very adamant.
Nah, see, sister, you understand.
Right.
The black man shop on Black Friday.
Right. Just like that. Fighting me about Black Friday.
Yeah.
And wouldn't let it go. Look.
Wouldn't let it go.
So you ain't gonna believe me, huh?
No, nigga, Black Friday's just a day.
Right.
Now,
Shout out Chris Cheney.
Yeah.
Shout out Chris Cheney.
I love
Calling it
her.
out.
Call in, homie. We'll talk to you and tell us about Black Friday.
Right.
I've never gotten anything good on Black. So what's the best? What's your routine? Do you have a plan, or how do you do it?
No, just kind of go walk around.
Do you go early and stand in line, or
No, not doing all that.
Okay.
Not doing all
That's
that.
too much.
And actually, you know, when I would go home to Maryland, you know, I'd hang out.
to Marlboro?
Upper Marlboro.
My bad.
Upper.
Because there is a lower Marlboro.
Apparently
Never
so.
been there.
It wouldn't call it upper if you ain't got no lower.
Never been there. Never
Right,
been there.
right.
But it is Upper Marlboro.
You did meet a brother that said,
No, that is Black Folk Friday.
Right, but that was here in L.A.
"Oh,
Oh.
usually a brother like that got something else going good in his life." Well, you ain't gonna talk about that anyway. Stay with them. You just shut up and come on in.
So are you married?
No, I'm not.
No.
Think, are you looking? No. Yeah.
Are you open to that? Oh, she's blushing. She's blushing.
Just don't talk about Black Fridays, fellas.
Okay.
To let it go. You gotta learn to let shit go. With women, you can't just keep.
Speedy, you missed the moment. You didn't see all this look on
Yes,
her
I did. I'm
face.
trying to look this way. I don't want to get in trouble. Focus on me, people. Yeah, if you do call in, 747-888-3082. Yeah, she's single. Anyway, but she do tolerate a little. Damn, we got a call already. Look at that. Yeah, it might be him.
Right, it might be Chris.
What the hell you talking about, girl? Black Friday.
Now, what do you like? Do you like producing more, or do you like acting or hosting?
You know what? Interestingly enough, and y'all are going to say, wow, this is crazy. I actually enjoy all of it at the same.
Okay. All right.
And for different reasons. Because I went to the University of Virginia, okay? That Charlottesville, all that stuff
always
happened
let us know
in the
she's better.
No.
I graduated.
I did not.
Upper
Well, I
of my
did.
classy.
Just saying.
Hey.
Just saying. If you just want to go
Told you
there.
she's better
I
than
did go to UCLA and get a 4.0. Just saying. And just going to
like
talk about
literally
it.
a 4.0?
Literally 4.0, graduated
like
June 2016, yeah.
A's,
From
B's,
Phil.
C's?
No, what is a B? What is a
it.
C? What is it?
Ooh.
Straight
What is that?
A's.
What'd you take, PE?
Film studies. 4.0.
I love it.
Kill it.
Entertainment producing. Specialization in production. 4.0, holla at your girl.
Hey, now.
So that's, what is it called when you
4.0?
You thinking
laude?
cum laude?
Magna cum laude, summa cum laude.
You are?
Mm.
Anyway, let's move on with this little heathen show we got. Ain't nobody here did anything cum laude, halle lale.
Speedy, I graduated from Spelman Magna cum laude.
Ooh, girl, go. I'll give you some.
Yeah, go. Yeah, she went to UCLA. So. I used to walk.
I wanted to go to Spelman.
Why didn't you?
I tried so hard to go to Spelman.
Because, before I went, they had the brown paper bag test. I wouldn't have passed. You would have passed.
See.
I wouldn't have passed.
I wanted to go because, back in Jack and Jill.
Okay.
We had to go back to Jack and Jill because, y'all really want to know the story?
Yes.
Let's go. Ain't nobody listening. Go ahead.
Okay.
Nobody listening.
I was listening. The story is Jack. Okay, so in Jack and Jill, that's where so I had this boyfriend named Jay, right? And he ended up being the president of Jack and Jill.
Oh.
And then this girl.
Wait a minute. Let's take a pause. She had a boyfriend named Jay who ended up being the president of Jack and Jill. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Jay Coleman, and he ended up going to Morehouse.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So Jay Coleman went to Morehouse.
I don't know Jay.
Right.
Jay Fordham. I used to date Jay Fordham. Okay, go ahead.
So Jay went to Morehouse.
Yeah.
Now, there was this girl in Jack and Jill, and her name is Aaliyah, but I'm not going to get into her last name.
Okay. Did Aaliyah like Jay?
Yes.
Oh.
So one time, because they had meetings, so we had meetings every month, and I'm going to, and we had the meeting at Aaliyah's house.
Okay.
So I walk into the meeting.
She brought Jay something extra to eat, didn't she?
Girl, why was she sitting in between Jay's legs? Really? Really? That's how you do?
Look here, Jill, bitch. And I mean, beautiful and tantalizing, thoughtful, charming hoe. Anyway.
I was like, really? Okay. Now, let me go back a little. Let me go back about 15 years before that.
Okay.
And see, the thing is, Aaliyah, and shout out to Aaliyah, love you.
Hey, Aaliyah.
Hey. She's so fabulous right now. She's fabulous. But way back in the day, and I'm always so protective of my little brother. He's my little brother.
Okay.
And she was liking him. And I heard she was liking him. I was like, she can't be liking him. She don't want her to be liking him. That's my little brother. She's not right. She's not good enough for him. I mean, that's just me being protective of my brother.
Right.
And so apparently, and I called her a really bad name.
Not a beautiful, intelligent, tantalizing, cute,
charming.
Okay.
It was a bad name for a little kid, and it wasn't like horrible.
And she held on to it.
No, what happened was she told on me. And she told my daddy.
And it just gets stitches.
She told my dad, and I had to stand by the tree.
You had to
I had to stand by the tree during the Jack and Jill picnic.
So what does standing by the tree mean? What?
That's like time out. At the picnic.
couldn't
everybody else was
having fun at the picnic.
I had to stand by the tree.
That's very punishing right there.
It's humiliating. I was horrified.
To stand by the tree. My daddy would have whooped my ass. How about that? And I would have to stand by the tree to get the woman.
And you would have had to pick one of the branches off the tree.
To get the woman. Right. We got a phone call. Since we standing by trees now.
We stand by the tree.
That was horrible.
Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I missed my moment.
Wait, do it again.
Can I do it again? Okay, ready? Hey, caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
It's Darnell calling out that T-Town area.
Hey, Darnell.
What's up, Darnell?
Yeah, I heard y'all speaking on Black Friday.
Yes.
I feel like the best place to go is Bloomingdale's.
Oh, really?
Bloomingdale's, really?
And like good bedspreads and stuff like that from there.
Yeah, you didn't go to Jack and Jill. This nigga talking about bedspread. You know, you get sheets and pillowcases.
You need comfort.
Oh, but you know what? That's good information because I wouldn't have thought about
Bloomingdale's.
The sheets.
And I got a question too.
Okay.
A lot of shit you want.
One of y'all old videos popped on my YouTube, and y'all was helping this homeless guy, Mr. Dice.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And I was wondering whatever happened to him. Did he ever find a home?
We don't know. When we
Yes,
went back
I do
to go,
know.
Oh,
I
you
do know.
Go ahead.
Mr. Dice actually he went into a program. He had met with some people from Australia, and they end up helping him out. But he does have his own apartment now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, in downtown LA somewhere. I mean, it's not in a good area, but he ain't homeless no
He
more.
ain't on the streets. This is the worst area. He's more upper Marlboro.
You know
now.
what?
Now he more lower Marlboro.
Now, he
Right,
was
he's lower Marlboro.
He's upper now. Thank you for the phone call. So there you go, Bloomingdale. Sheets.
Bloomingdale's, because I could get some sheets.
That could be something.
We need some sheets.
I just don't
and
see
bedspread.
why I have to go Friday.
You know what? It's more about the experience. Like, so when
Really?
I go home to
Really,
Maryland
yeah.
and I'd hang out with
Upper.
mom and pop, right, Upper Marlboro. Mom and pop. Big shout out to
Hey,
It's
Mom.
Good and Felt Good and Hi.
Are they listening? They probably like, what in the
All right.
hell?
Like, what is going on? What's she doing?
Right.
So mom and I would go every Friday.
Mm.
We wouldn't get up early. That's doing too much. But she would cook, and then we would, it was about like 9 or 10, we'd
Mm.
go get in the car, and then we would just drive around up to the little mall area and just walk around. And she had her little list. Okay, got to get this for Linda, got to get this for Larry, got to get this for...
So is it that you do your
So-
Christmas shopping? Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so we do just Christmas shopping, but she had a list of who was going to get what, and it was just we'd go. It was just really Macy's was the one place,
All
and
right,
then
so
we would
it's
go
my
and
Christmas
have lunch.
list. I don't do.
Oh.
I think Christmas shopping should happen the week before. That's just me.
Well, that's fine. It's just more expensive if you do
Right.
it that way, except for
is.
Christmas trees.
Yeah.
You should do your Christmas shopping after Christmas for the next year.
No, I got a story about that.
Halloween shopping after Halloween.
So it's 7 of us in our family.
Wow.
Yeah, it was 7 of us.
Where'd you grow up?
LA, born and raised.
Oh, okay.
And so with my mom and dad is 9. So it's 7 of us. My mother and them sat us down maybe 2 weeks before Christmas and said, hey, why don't you guys wait till after Christmas to get your toys? We were like, hey, no. I got an image, bitch. I got friends and they ride their bikes. I need to ride my bike. so we was like, no, you're gonna get more toys. So they talked us in there. We would get more.
Mm-hmm.
So as kids, you're going, okay. So we get more. So Christmas morning, we don't go outside. And everybody know we come outside. So everybody's knocking on the door. Can Speedy come out? I'm like, no, I'll come out tomorrow. And I close the curtain because they ride new bikes, skates. So we're in the house. So the next day, we go shopping.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you ever been to a store the day after Christmas.
Oh.
It's like
No.
It looked like Cambodia.
Yeah.
Right.
And I walk in and I'm like, Ma, all these didn't even know real. She's like, ooh shit. So we're looking around and all
Everything
the toys
is
is gone. And anything
gone.
that's there, someone bought it back because it's broke.
Oh, that's so sad.
So we were like, and we all in the toy store like, there's nothing here. And so we came back home.
Oh,
She
seven little
said,
kids.
I'm sorry. We couldn't even get a bike. Like one bike didn't have the front wheel or had extra pieces missing.
Oh, that's the worst
And
Christmas.
I never forget, we came home the next day. So now we 3 days in the house because we have to wait till they restock the toy store.
Right.
So we 3-4 days in the house. Kids is running around having a good time and keep knocking on the door. Can Speedy them come out? I'm like, nigga, we don't have no toys. They like, huh? And then I explained the whole thing. And everybody did the same thing. Oh, you want to ride my bike? No.
Oh, and because that ain't the same.
No, you don't want to ride nobody's new bike.
Right.
Oh.
So we never did that again.
And then by the time the stores open, it's time for y'all to go back to school.
Yeah. By the time they restocked.
Yeah.
How old were you when this happened?
So we were old enough to, so I would say 12s and 11s.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, but she didn't, my mother she thought we would get a better price the day after Christmas.
Right.
Like thinking, well.
And that you could get more stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
and we thought, okay, you're going to get more. It's going to be lower. Shit.
No.
It wasn't nothing on them shit. Toys R Us, I was like, y'all ain't got a bike, nothing.
Speedy, I'm sorry.
No. Like I'm still dealing with this. Is the bullshit.
Here's a hug from afar.
Yes. Oh, there you go. Just sweet.
Look. Uncle. I wish him up.
You know what?
I sold my brother's bike one time.
SOLD or STOLE?
Sold it.
Oh, why you sell your brother's bike?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, a little bit. Well, I was
Snatched
having
the
this
head
little
off your
yard
dog?
sale. No,
Hilarious.
I was just having a little yard sale and I needed some more stuff. And
Stop
somebody said,
the
do you have a bike?
madness.
And I said, well, I have one, yeah, but I'm not selling mine. My brother has a red one, a 10-speed.
She was like, "It's in the back. You want me to go grab it?"
You feel good?
I didn't. I went
And how
down
much
to the
did you
garage
sell
and
it
I
for?
sold it for $11.
Whoa. Shout out to Come Up.
Oh man!
And I didn't even share it with him. No.
So he comes home. Hey, where's my bike?
Right. Oh, I sold it in my yard sale.
Dang, my brother sold my car before.
Your whole car, automobile car, real
Yes.
car.
I had bought a Hyundai. It had electrical problems. I bought it for like $800. It worked, but you couldn't drive it at night because
Hilarious. Shut down.
no, because the lights didn't work.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up getting a new car, but I had that car parked at my mom's house. She lived right around the corner from me, and I left the keys there. And I stupidly had the pink slip in the glove compartment.
Oh.
And my brother ended up selling, like my mom, she had a stove in the garage. It was like some Mexicans that came around. They was looking for scrap metal, and he sold my car for $500.
Stop it.
But then he didn't give me the money either. He was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna use this money and I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna flip it, and then after I flip it, I'm gonna give you the money."
Shout out to Flip.
He never flipped it.
And you never got your money.
Just in case you don't know.
No.
See,
Oh.
flipping means that you take the money and
No, see, what you have to do is you have to tell
you reinvest it. We call it flip it.
Oh, okay.
You call it reinvestment.
Yeah, he didn't reinvest
He
right.
didn't reinvest
Yeah.
He didn't do his product management.
Millena, Big Mike wants to know, have you done any videos? He thinks he's seen you in a Dr. Dre video.
No. Not for Dr.
But
Dre.
you do remind me
have
of the young lady on played the wife on Rock Show.
Oh,
Ella.
yeah.
Ella. No, we're good friends.
Yeah, that's
but
what it
no,
reminds me.
thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. She's a wonderful lady.
Yeah, I actually get to warm up on that show.
Yay.
Shut up to Upper Marlboro.
But I did the video for Joe. You know that
Which
one
one?
big song that he did where it's raining and he's "Baby It's You," I think. Baby.
Wait a minute, you did what did you do for Joe?
I was in the video.
You were in the video.
That's Jesse.
I like listening
yes,
to
Jesse
describe the
Collins.
song.
Right,
Okay, that's good.
Right.
Were they playing the music when you did the video?
Okay, so that's the song, right?
I got.
Yes, that song.
Hold on.
And
I
I'm
got
the
video
waitress.
right
I'm
here.
the waitress of the best friend.
Here we go. We guarantee the.
And so yeah. So let me just qualify music. You know, I have a couple of artists that I really love, like New Edition. Big shouts to New Edition.
Yeah.
Ronnie just turned 50.
They had the
I know,
party
he
last
just turned 50 on
night.
the 17th, November
Isn't that
17th. This
weird?
is, I know. Oh my gosh, I thought he was going to be my husband forever. Love New Edition. Okay, calm down. So everything.
I mean, I know him very well.
Shut up. Well, I know
He's been
he
on
has
the
a
show.
He said at that time. No. I'm never leaving.
I know he has a family now, and his wife is pregnant, and I'm respectful.
No, she
about
just
that.
had twins. Didn't she
she?
just have twins?
That's beautiful.
She says wife is pregnant. Oh, maybe she said was. I thought she said
heard
is.
it was.
He has a family.
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
That's beautiful, and I wish him all the best.
Yes. Let me ask you this, since we're talking
I
about
love New Edition so
New
much. Oh my
Edition.
gosh, that's so fantastic.
So what about if you're going to have if you're going to break up with somebody and you don't want to tell them, but you want to give them the hint through the music, what song would you play?
Go back to something.
Let's see. Break up with someone, but don't want to tell him.
You want him to get the message through the music. What song would you play?
I would say, sorry, you're not my kind of guy.
That's good.
You're the kind of guy that a girl would try. I used to sing that song all
What
the time.
about if you were going to get romantic with a guy? What's the song that you would play to let him know that you really, really, really were, tonight is the night?
Like it's gonna go there. You're gonna get your Jack and Jill on tonight.
Ooh, get the Jack and Jill on.
Yes.
Let's see. Now I love New Edition. I love Mariah Carey.
Okay.
So Mimi, she sings my heart.
Okay.
So I need what Mimi song. Big shout out to Mimi. Anybody can help out chat room. I know y'all want it. What Mimi song? What Mimi song? But any Mimi song or any New Edition song.
So we're
or
playing the
like
clip from the video.
So they're playing the video?
Yes.
Oh, let's see the
And
video.
what was the song called?
You were in the restaurant, right?
yes, in the
Okay, it's on
restaurant.
right now.
Oh wow.
Oh, is it where we can see it?
If you go back to your thing,
Okay.
why'd you get offline anyway?
Because it backs up. Oh. Okay, he's just.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's me right there.
yay!
Yep, that's me.
And
I'm like,
I
"Go
bought
ahead, girl."
every Jesse Powell album I have because he's actually a very talented dude. Yeah. My boy Philippe was one.
Wait a minute, the girl walking out or the girl that was still in there? It was
the
two of
ponytail.
them.
Yeah, the ponytail.
No, it's the other one without the ponytail. See, that's where you got to ask questions. It was two of them.
Are you correcting me?
Yeah, out loud.
So it was two of them.
Let me live.
I wasn't the lead. I was the lead's best friend. So she's the waitress, and he's singing to her, and she's looking out the window like, oh, and I'm like, go ahead, girl, I got this. And
You telling her to go ahead and wait.
Yeah,
Okay,
I got this covered.
Now, you know, because we saw the video, I apologize in advance, but I'm going to have to ask you to stand up and turn around because our fans can see you at that camera.
She is from
and they're
Upper
loving
Marlboro.
you from the video.
She is a debutante.
So what I was thinking, she's
sorry,
also
JJ.
done pageants and helped people with pageants.
Yes.
So she doesn't have to put her hands on her hips. We can just act like it's the swimwear competition. and you would just stand.
They made Miss Rita
And
stand
then
up.
They sure
and she
did.
said yes.
They made
so
your friend
please,
stand. They made Miss Rita stand. They sure did.
Please.
Oh, not a problem. It's my pleasure.
She's single,
It is
so
my
she can do it.
pleasure.
It ain't like a brother
She
going
said
home.
What the
it's
hell
her-
are you doing?
She said it's her pleasure.
It is, and you know what? And I'm going to take this opportunity
Yes.
to share in what I share in some of my etiquette training courses.
Here we go.
Perfect.
Yes, and so there's a way because I used to own the California Ethnic
Oh,
Girl
here.
pageant.
Okay,
I used to
let's
own a
get
beauty
ready,
pageant.
Sky. Come
And so
on.
this is I'm going to teach you how to sit and how to stand and how to turn. Okay.
Okay,
So
come on,
perfect.
Sky.
So first of all, as you're sitting, how lady always sits is you sit on the edge of your chair, and then you cross your legs at the ankle, not on your knee.
Okay.
Because you know you've seen those people with the big blue stuff at the back of their legs, right?
Oh.
Why is
That
that?
comes from crossing their legs at the knee because the knee is breaking the blood vessels in the back of the knee.
Cross at the ankle.
So you cross at the ankle and lean to the left or the right. That's the proper way to sit, and you sit with your shoulders back.
Cross
Lean to
at
the left or right?
ankle.
Which left or right you leaning to?
I don't know.
You about to
So you
fall.
just slightly
To
lean
left.
on one little on one
Got it.
leg.
Right.
I
And
can't
then-
see the
And
bottom
see
half, so
shoulders
I'm
back.
struggling.
Okay.
So I mean, if you see, you can see my posture changed, right?
Gotcha.
Right
So
here.
now it's
Yes.
time to
And
stand.
Okay,
Okay.
so now standing.
Okay.
Now all you do is uncross at the ankle,
Gotta take these
Uncross.
off.
and
Take
then
these
you
off.
stand, and you're going to smooth as you stand.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
also helps. Like you do like this.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
pull out the
Smooth.
just in case you got
Smooth. If you got
Right. You just
just in case your pants ate your butt ate your pants.
If your pants fall.
You don't want to do that. That's
No,
not.
not that.
Okay,
Not that.
okay,
so
so
when you sit,
cross the
actually to
ankle.
help to avoid that, what you do when you're sitting is you smooth.
Oh, wait a minute. You got to turn around for the
Okay.
people before.
So you do the now you do stand.
Right, standing,
Uh-huh.
and then turning. If the proper pageant turn, standing when you start with that. Your
Yeah,
shoes
that's how
should
my
be
mother
a T,
stands
like this, a T.
her whole life.
And if you stand in the T,
T.
and then you put
That's
your
an
knee to
M,
the front.
Sky.
Knee to
There
the
you go,
front.
T.
Knee
Sky.
to the front. If you put your knee to the front, yes.
Oh.
Now it hurts a little bit, but that
Yes.
gives you a perfect S posture.
Oh.
So
S.
when you're taking a picture,
Yeah, I was doing the wrong. Oh.
if you stand, it makes your body into a perfect S.
Ooh.
Because you're leaning one way. Your
Yes.
knee, you put your knee to the front.
I can't see.
Oh, that's
your knee to
different.
the front,
It's like crip
and
walking.
then you put your shoulders this way, so it's like
said
your
like
knee's
crip
going this
walking.
way and your body's going this way.
Now do your
And you're
turn.
perfectly.
This is how I'm gonna take my picture today.
And then.
And then do your turn.
Then shoulders. How to get your shoulders back is you pretend like you're picking up a giant beach ball.
Okay.
So you pick up a. Come on, Sky, you can do it.
I'm
Come on,
scared.
Sky.
Come on,
Shoulders
Sky.
She said she thought she was crip walking.
Okay, so pick up a giant beach
Pick
ball.
up a giant beach ball.
beach ball, giant, bigger, because that's, yes, there you go. And now drop it. Just drop it.
Drop the
and
beach
that's,
ball.
your shoulders are
Oh,
perfectly.
okay.
This is good because it's also working my inner thigh. to
What
hold
the
it to
hell?
Side like
Yes.
this.
And so you put
Okay.
your knee to the front, and then your torso is straight ahead.
Okay.
And that will give you perfect posture, and it makes you slimming.
And it makes me
Slim.
slim. Okay, and then
Yes.
when you turn,
And then you turn. You just turn.
you step with this leg.
And turn.
Yes.
There you go.
You can't have on flip
I
flops.
don't have no space to turn.
There you go, Sky.
And then you step
Get your pirouette on.
and turn again.
Yes.
Now when you turn though, are you supposed to do like a, or you just supposed to?
Well, not that. Just it's more.
Come this way, Tim.
Move the
Come
chair
to-
on that side and come next to
Okay, let me see.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
So
You just
so
step forward.
step forward.
And
I need no
pivot.
heels. Step
And
forward
pivot.
and pivot.
Exactly.
Look, I mean.
And actually, while you're turning in the pageant,
Yes.
you're always still facing the judges. Or facing
Okay,
the
so
audience.
the judges. Here we go.
So, and smiling, head
Oh,
up,
my head.
shoulders back.
Shoulders back.
Okay, there you go. Tummy in, and there you go, and there you go.
I'm going
And
forward.
step forward, and do it again.
Forward, step
glad
forward with the
brothers
other
ain't got to do
leg.
this shit.
Yes, there you go.
Difficult
There-
turns.
Make an ass with your body.
You did a really good job, Tangy.
Yeah, because Sky made a B. She didn't make an ass with her body. She was a B.
But you kept saying like, oh, the T on the feet. I didn't see her.
So the show now when you're sitting, the proper way to
put my
sit
feet back at the edge of the seat.
But just with your chest back, right?
Yes, you sit on the edge of the seat with your ankles
Not
crossed.
dudes.
Ankles crossed.
Ankles crossed.
The leg in the back.
Like
Ankles
I was
crossed.
worried
It's behind,
that when Barack was in office and he would go do shows because he could cross his legs like all the way over, and I wanted to go, please, Mr. President, don't go all the way. It shouldn't be thigh on thigh for a dude, but he's so thin that
so thin.
yeah,
You can do that.
most dudes we usually have a little gap. You always
Right,
got
right,
like
right.
a little,
Have some
little
space.
in between gap. I hate to see a woman sit like that.
No, that's so horrible.
Yeah,
Women
to see a woman with a
should
gap,
definitely
even with
not
the
sit
jeans
like
on.
that ever.
Yeah,
ever,
that's
ever,
not a good
That's
look.
just rude. And
Now, do you
disrespectful.
teach little girls how to be?
I do. I have
Oh.
etiquette training courses that
I have two little
teach.
ones.
Do you?
Yes, they're
Oh.
12-year-old and about to be 9-year-old. And I would love for them to take those kind of classes.
Next thing you know, you'll be trying to qualify for Jack and Jill.
I don't have the credit score for it.
But I do teach those, and actually, that's what I taught when I had my beauty pageant,
Mhm.
the California Ethnic World Pageant.
Mhm. Great name.
And thank you very much. And actually, I still do help out various pageants, like the Miss El Tiempo pageant in Nevada, and
Turn up a little more.
the Miss El Tiempo pageant in Nevada, and now working with the Silver State pageant in Nevada, and just working with the young ladies to help them to win, because I won Miss Black World Maryland in 1990.
It's about you.
And I won Miss
I love it.
Congeniality.
Shut up.
Yes.
I did. And it was crazy because I didn't even know that I won the pageant, because it was almost like a Steve Harvey moment where they called the wrong name. And I thought I was first runner-up, and
Were you sad?
the girl, well, no, I was happy for her. And she
Oh,
went
okay.
and sat in the chair, and she was getting her stuff, and then they were like,
No.
yes, and she had to get up out of the
Oh,
chair.
poor
and-
thing.
I mean, so how
And
did
then
you
I
feel
was
in
like-
that
Get my
moment?
attention.
At that moment, because I was
This is what I'd have did. Fuck that bitch. It's about me. I'd have never got up.
they would call her, and then I was like, well, what's going on? I said, and the winner is Millena. I'm like, what? This is the first pageant that I'd ever
And
entered.
you pushed her out the way.
And
Excuse
I was like,
me.
oh my gosh,
Did
I
you
won. No, she was already in the chair. She thought she was winning. She was not even to push anything. She thought she won because they called her name. So she went and sat in the chair and got comfortable. Yes,
So
and they
you-
had to pull her out of the chair.
Now, are you standing right there as she's
Yes.
moving?
Yes,
No.
I'm standing there. But then they were coming with the crown and flowers and crowning me, and I'm like, what's happening? I'd never entered a beauty pageant before. I
And
don't
then
watch
she
on
had to get
television.
up and you had to
and
go
I never
sit
saw
in the
her
chair.
again. Yeah.
I bet you
So
did.
did she even do the second place thing, or she left?
No, she bounced.
Yeah, you.
Was she? Was
Oh,
she?
yeah.
Was
Yeah,
she?
she was.
You got
she
great
was-
fucking
the poor
story.
thing. Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna tell you now, I'd have tapped her like this. Hey, on camera. She gotta go. Cool. Come on, move. I'd have grabbed her, but on. Give me this shit. I'll take that.
That's mine.
So
They
did
didn't
you,
even give it to her. They did not even give it to her.
But she was in the chair.
She was in the chair ready for it because they called her name. And so she was so excited, she just went and sat in the chair like she was the queen. And
Oh, so they were actually calling her name as runner-up.
yes.
Oh.
Yes, they called her name as runner-up, but she didn't hear that. The crowd was so loud, she didn't hear. So, and the way they had explained it
She
was they
probably
were
never did a
call-
pageant again.
I
See,
don't know, but
her life probably
she-
fucked up right now.
She work at Walmart right now.
Yeah.
She's a greeter. How you doing? You on my chair? Bullshit.
Again, he's like,
My
gotta
chair.
take my chair again.
Oh
yeah,
my
it was,
goodness.
and it was such a surprise because I'd never entered a
Now,
pageant
did
before.
you
That was
really
was
feel
my-
bad for her?
No.
You know you can hesitate on that. You
Okay,
ain't-
okay,
let's
yeah,
try
I
again,
did
let's try
feel
again.
bad for her. a
Did you
little
really
bit.
feel bad for her?
You know what? I did.
Oh, okay.
I did feel bad
You
for
called
her
her and-
because no, I didn't call her, but I did feel bad for her. You know, because that's embarrassing. It was embarrassing, but this before the internet like really was going.
Yes.
and so people you can't
Nobody
see
knew.
it, right? Like we're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
but I feel
I've
bad
had
for
my
her.
name called for 2 competitions. The one I lost to Jamie,
Yeah.
and one I won.
The one you lost to Jamie was the one that you weren't fully prepared for because when your tape stopped working, you didn't have any material that you could use in that spot, right? I mean, you didn't lose because
me to
of
relive
you didn't
this?
lose because of your skill, because you had the skill, you just weren't prepared, and that's a lesson for all of us to learn. always be prepared when you're working with
Just
machinery.
so you know, this is her last day here. I want to thank you for coming. We'll be taking your crown and your seat, mother. We'll not be here tomorrow. Can you hang with us?
Yeah,
cool.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm cool. I'm cool.
Like we
This
don't
is
ask you to get out of that seat yet.
Oh.
I feel so. What's her name again? What's the girl that was?
Oh, see.
Melena.
Melena Gay.
Hey, Melena Gay.
Oh no, that's her, Millena.
No, the young lady.
What's
who
the girl who thought she was no name? We don't know her name.
You just don't want it. You remember everybody else. You remember the guy in 7th grade.
And Ricky.
Ricky
remembers
was
Ricky.
right. You don't remember the person that went, I'll take that.
Right. No,
and this bitch, I'll take all.
Right. I don't remember her.
Well, whoever you are, hopefully you're not a greeter at Walmart.
And if
Wait.
you are,
And if you are, congrats. That's
Congratulations.
right. And be the best greeter you can be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't let nobody out greet you.
Stand tall, stand proud, hold
That's
that stomach
right.
in, those
Bam.
shoulders
All right,
back.
let's do
Yes,
it.
yes.
Ready?
Okay.
Come on,
Yes.
sit up. All right, so I'm a guy. So guys should be here.
Yes.
Am I there?
Yes.
Am I good?
Yes.
This kind of hurts.
Wait a minute, don't stick your breasts out.
It does kind of hurt.
They're not breasts. This is pecs.
Right. You don't have to do
Pectoral.
that. You just shoulders back, and your spine is straight. And it
was
shows
curved right now.
Right. So it's confidence. It shows. It makes a statement when you walk into a
Confidence.
room.
Here we go.
People know that you're walking into that.
What
room.
about when you do
You don't
this
have to
right
say
there?
anything.
When you do the sideways, is that a good look?
It is. It actually is very slimming.
And look off into the middle distance.
It's
Gotta
very
go for the
slimming.
slimming. All right.
Sideways is slimming, and actually, you should never take a picture straight on. You should never
Oh,
do
really?
that. It should always be some kind of angle.
All my pictures for the rollout show
So-
now are going to be like
S. A S.
An S.
You gotta
all
be
of
a S.
them.
No dude should be an S. You can
No,
be sideways. You
Y'all can be a T or D or P.
Yeah, it can't be an S.
Which
Don't
one
be
of you?
S.
T, D, or P? D.
It is the Rollout Show. We'll take a quick break. We come back with news, Blue Sky Report, all that good stuff. We'll have that for you. She got great stories.
And I'll
Yes.
finish the story about Spelman and Morehouse.
Oh, yeah,
and I'll
because you didn't finish
with
telling us
Aaliyah.
Yeah, we gotta
why.
catch up.
Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Because it was all about you. That's why we had to come. All right, we'll come right back. Don't move. We got the Rollout Show.
She came over. That's when I was
You
getting a little-
Miss Kim? So you the spoon in the soup?
Good.
Was it good?
Oh man, it was. I was a young boy too. I was young. You know how older ladies come.
So
over?
Lou, at one time you had a freak bone in you.
Oh man, that
This
was.
is what's your problem now. You
That's
paying
why
back all your
You
retribution.
don't have any nut left in your nuts. That's why you don't want that
That
pussy.
was-
877-2-106-106. Fucking in the workplace is what we're talking about. We got
Wow.
Steve
Did I
from
tell you about me and
Detroit
Miracle?
on the phone. Steve,
What,
what's
what
up?
did you do with Miracle with Speedy
What
Sneak?
it do?
What to do, Steve? Who are you doing on your workforce, man?
This was back in the day. I worked at Ford Motor Company, and young lady, we got hired together, and we got to talking, and shit just got popping off, you know. And
Now, where did you do it at the Ford place? Where at?
in the basement at the plant.
Ooh, you a pimp. Bend over backwards.
Oh, we did it everywhere. I got hit in the basement. I hit the asshole in the basement. It was
Wow.
My
Thank
nigga,
you
so
for
you
that.
gave her the big bailout.
no doubt.
Baby.
But I had to break it off, though, because she got to talking to the rest of them hood rats in the fucking plant, and bitch started asking for money. Bitch, you make the same thing I make.
Well, I'm going to let you know.
make the same thing I make.
Oh, she thought you was her man.
Steve, when you hit him in
Oh,
the
no, I
ass,
was married. I'm married. Fuck that. It was just a little stuff on the
Steve,
side.
when you hit him in the ass, 9 out of 10, they're going to want some money. I'm just going to throw that at you.
Yeah, that's.
Especially if you fucking them in the ass at the work. I mean, you came back to work funky as a
Oh,
mother.
no.
A lot of ass.
The plant life is a whole world in there. You got showers. You got everything. You get anything you want in the plant.
Ass
From
advice?
ass-
He really did on what to do next time. And next time
you fucking him in the ass.
next time he's
Just
sodomizing a bitch at the job.
Just know she gonna need some
So,
Shit.
so he fucking at the work. You know what, man?
What you need is monkey grease. That's what I need.
Thank you for the phone call, Steve. You know what? And I'm like you, Rodney, because I think most comics, we become comics by default. I've had a job everywhere. I've never fucked on none of my job sites because
That's a rule
I
of
didn't
yours.
want it to ever go bad, and then you don't want to go back to work. And that, to
Right.
me, that would be the number one problem of doing somebody. Like, we can't do nobody here at Foxhole. We can't do it.
Oh, really?
We've been told straight up.
Oh.
And
they
you've listened to that?
they put
Do
Johnny Max in concrete. nigga.
Hilarious.
And made him sign it in concrete.
Oh, so you can't mess with Brandy over there?
Can't do nobody here at the Fox
Do that stretch out to us?
Yeah, because we don't get paid.
I didn't get that memo. And
you got it now.
Yeah,
we got
tell these niggas that keep texting me in the middle of the night.
We got another phone call.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
I've never
Speedy, Speedy's eyes got big. Like, bitch, shut up. Sorry.
You don't want this dick. I'll put it on you.
Oh, please. You're right, because I don't want no babies. And you don't pull out. But who's the caller?
No, I'm not pulling out. Out of Oregon, which I love Oregon. I love Portland. My man Jay's on the phone. What's up, Jay?
Hey, Jay.
What's up, y'all?
You fucking in the workplace?
First of all, what's her name? Tangerine?
Yes, darling. Hey, Jay.
You say you're celibate?
I'm a celibate nympho. What's your question?
How much do you celibate for?
That's an old joke. Celibate here, celibate there.
Don't downgrade his joke. That's funny.
It was funny 3 years ago too. But yeah, I'm
Yeah, go ahead.
3 years
What's
old?
the question?
No, the best place easily to get ass is at a call center. I worked at a call center, and there was one girl that was it was like a fling. She was married, and then there was one girl that I ended up dating, a different girl. But the girl that I dated, that shit got a little crazy because we're in the fucking middle of the building, and she's like fucking rubbing up on me in the middle of the building in front of all the other people. I'm like, you gotta fucking keep that shit on check.
No PDA, man.
now, the one that was married, was that a rush for you? Is that like a rush?
Was it a rush?
Yeah, because if her husband show up, that's soon.
Well, so she was actually the sister of one of my good friends, and I asked him before we got together because she was having marital problems and shit, but it was a rush in the sense that when we were fucking, I was talking shit. Like, I would say, does your husband fuck you like this and shit like that?
Hey, Jay.
Lewis, you're hurting Lewis's feelings.
Pimps
up. Yeah, Lewis is getting flashbacks. Lewis is getting flashbacks.
Jay, that's just not nice.
He didn't rape her. She wanted it, Lewis.
Big J. Rodney Perry here, man. How did the relationship start? How did they kick off? Like, what do you initiate it? Did they initiate it? How did they start?
Well, the girl that was married, it was like I always was flirting with her, and like I'd always say, I was fucking young and stupid at the time, and I didn't realize she was married. Like I would always flirting with her. I was like, yeah, we should go out sometime, and she'd just fucking laugh it off, right? And then one day I fucking realized she was married, and I'm like, oh, no wonder she's fucking laughing it off. But I think one night we said we'd go for drinks, and then
that's
the usual one thing.
That's what Johnny Mac said. A drink will make you look sexy.
Jay, this is
I gave her
Louis.
some act right juice.
Jay, this is Louis Sticks, and my wife had an affair, and I hope you burn in hell.
Wow.
Hey, Jay, man, thanks a lot for the call, man.
Appreciate the call. Sorry about
Thanks,
that,
Jay.
man. We got Terry in St. Louis. What's up, Terry?
I like angry Louis.
Hey, what's up, Speedy?
What happened? Where you work at, man?
Well, I'm a truck driver now.
Okay.
But I got fired from Dairy Queen, man.
You was fucking ice cream? I mean, you was fucking somebody at the ice cream place?
No, I wasn't fucking ice cream, man. No, I was fucking the supervisor. But I got fired by the guy that owned the place, and she didn't say shit.
Wow.
She just stood there and let this shit happen, though.
Because she was tired of the dick.
I guess your serve was a little soft.
Hey, I guess,
That was good, Lewis. You're back.
But, Speedy, I got a question, though, man.
Please do. Go ahead, man.
What happened to Sexy Marlo, man? I supposed to went to the prom with her.
Oh, that's
You supposed
right.
to set it up, and you didn't even set it up, man.
That's
You
right.
were supposed to
Sexy
hook up with
Marlo.
Marlo's pussy.
Well, we got her pussy here. You want to talk to the pussy?
Hello. Oh, yeah.
This is Marlo's
Y'all
pussy.
crazy, man. Hey, y'all have a good one, man. I just wanted
Thank
to
you,
say
man.
that, though.
No,
Thank
you
you.
have
We're going to take a quick break. Come back. Let us know about. We want to hear some really good stories about people who's doing it in the workplace and what happened. Are y'all together? Especially if you got married, we want you to call in. Don't call in. Well, call in if you did somebody married, but Lewis is a little sensitive about that.
It's okay. Call anyway.
It's
He's
Speedy's
sensitive
Comedy
about
Corner, and
everything.
I'll be Speedy up in this.
Yeah. Ludacris.
Yo, it's your boy Speedy.
This is my jam.
The Luda song. What is this again?
If I take one more drink,
It was Friday night and I was feeling
I'm
For real?
gonna end up fucking you. That's
I
the
like
song.
it.
I'm not fucking you.
Yes, you
That's the
are.
song.
Anyway, it's Speedy's Comedy Corner, and I'll be Speedy up in this. And we're talking about doing it on the workplace. In the house, show up when they want to. My boy, Corey Holcomb. Yeah, get in there, McCoy.
Testing. This mic low. Old girl was bugging the shit out of me at the crib.
Yeah, you had to get out. I feel you. We got a phone call. We're going to get this phone call in. I got Poe from Pennsylvania is on the phone. Poe, what's up?
Hey, Poe.
Poe.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Talk to me, man. Domino's.
Hey, Foxo, yo, like everybody thought, I work at a senior citizens home, and the shit.
Okay, stop right there.
I don't even want to hear that story.
I want to hear this.
Who you fucking at the senior citizen?
No, we ain't fucking the old. We ain't fucking the old. But everybody that works there, that shit is like Freaknik 1995 up in that bitch.
At the senior citizen home?
And it's a big. Everybody, I'm trying to tell you. Everybody has a place to fuck. Like some people might go in the boiler house. Some people might go on the roof. Some people might go in the old room. But I'm gonna tell a little story about myself. See, back when I was doing this shit, I did the wild and crazy shit. I had a bitch down there. Check this out. Bitch down there where we get in the morgue.
In the morgue.
The morgue. Now you can't get no raunchier or nastier than that shit.
You
that
fucked in the morgue?
What does that
Now, was it a
smell like?
Was it a body in the
Dizzy and dead body?
No. This is how nasty I got it though, man. Right on the slat. Right on the slat. Right
It's
on
cold
the
in there, ain't it?
Where they put the body.
Damn, nigga, you a
You know what? I would like to try that.
I always wanted to fuck with the audience anyway.
They're not paying attention.
Hey, question, dog. It's
dead.
Rodney Perry, question. Now, are the old people doing it?
Yeah, that is a question.
Getting enemas and knocked out. I'm trying to tell you, all the nurses, all
So
the
that's a no.
that I fucked was just an ass weight with people who wash his ass. Just an
Did
ass.
y'all ever
wipe.
catch the old people fucking?
He being nice. Let me tell you something. Old women still got a lining.
Now you will. If you walk down somewhere, you will catch an old person sucking someone's dick. You will.
Really?
Get the fuck out of
Keep us
here.
sitting on the side of the bed. Why not? That's a
Hey,
good ass
Hold on,
blowjob.
baby. Let me pull these out.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me my grandmama's doing some things?
Pumping up the
Depends on who
oxygen
holler at
tank.
her.
You know
Thank you for the phone
grandmas is
call, man.
freaks. They got like
Thank you for the
12
phone
kids.
call.
Y'all take
Corey,
the old women for
have
granted.
you ever hit a comic, man?
Hit a comment.
Female
Switch,
comic?
switch reels.
Well, that was funny when y'all said you said Louis Dix.
Oh
had
yeah, we just briefed
Angela
him.
Means.
Trying to set. Oh, I gotta turn sideways. Gotta do this the whole show. Like I gotta do this whole show.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta look thin the whole show.
No, just half of it. Just to 1:30.
It is the Rollout Show right here at Rollout Studios. It's your boy Speed Doggy Dog, the funniest
Still
motherfucker
sitting
in the
like
week.
that. Okay, let me see.
In the building we have.
Tangi Ambrose, sitting
sideways.
like an S,
Yeah.
heaven high.
In the building we have.
Blue as the sky.
Sitting like a bee.
Sitting like a bee. No, I'm just kidding.
In the house we got.
Melena Gay,
And sitting like a.
sitting like an S.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Dudes can't be S's. Anyway, it is the Rollout
Speedy
Show right
sitting like a D.
Yeah.
A big dog, gay.
It is the Rollout Show right here at Rollout Studios. Pam is sick if you're tuning in now. Where is Pam? She's not feeling well, so definitely hit her up. She's in the chat room somewhere. I'd assume she's in there.
Yes.
Causing havoc. Her and DJ Ron. Ron, he get in there and just pounce on us. I'll be like, he ain't going to get paid. Whenever that moment ever comes. All right, it is now time for...
Yes.
I'm gonna give it to ya.
This is her, actually.
Really? Oh my gosh, you gotta go, girl.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool song.
Okay, Cardi B, sit down.
Right.
Sit down.
Better watch out. Coming for your crown.
Please, please.
It's now time for the Blue Sky Report, starring...
Me. Blue sky.
Blue
No.
Sky in the building. What you got?
Okay.
A lot of shit happened this weekend.
Yeah, a lot of things did happen, but we're gonna start off with something light and nice.
And
Oprah,
then work our way up.
and work our way. Yeah, so shout out to Oprah, who is starring in a fantasy kid movie called A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah, you showed me the trailer. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a fantasy movie. It was based off the book A Wrinkle in Time.
Did you read? I never read it. I've never seen the book. Anybody seen that book?
I know.
I read the book and
You think? Yeah.
elementary school in Upper Marlboro.
A Wrinkle in
No,
Time.
shout out
So
to
what-
Melwood Elementary, yay.
What is
I'll
the
write
book about?
it down.
Well, now.
Is it like?
It's like a time traveling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because it's a
basically-
wrinkle in
Right.
time.
Yeah.
It's a time traveling situation.
The story is about a little girl who, well, she's a 12-year-old girl, and her father wants to go and visit these great distances or whatever, and he gets captured by an evil dark spirit or something, and there's 3 witches to help the girl
Don't do
get her dad back. But Oprah is one of the witches, so
Yeah, don't do witches.
It's pretty cool.
That
I
sounds
like
fun.
I like the trailer that I seen.
It's like
I want to see it. I know my kid probably gonna feel like Speedy. Like, nah, I don't do witches.
No, I don't do witches.
I
Is this
three.
what we're
What?
watching? Is that a
Have three
Wrinkle in
boys.
Time right there?
She
Yeah.
got 3 boys. Yeah, I know.
What you doing?
She 12.
Living.
Dominic,
No.
is that what's on there? Look, that's the trailer, A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shout out to Oprah. I would assume, knowing Oprah, she probably has
Producing credits
I'm
in
pretty
it.
sure there. She don't
Yeah.
get it. Have you ever met Oprah?
I have not met
I
her.
have.
I want to meet
Oh,
her, and
wait,
I love her. I emulate
wait.
her.
I have.
Now he has one over you. Let's
Yeah, I met
let's
Oprah.
let him have this moment.
No, I've already told my story.
No,
Go ahead.
no.
Go ahead, Speedy.
I met,
No, please, Speedy,
Can I-
please.
I met Oprah.
Please, okay, wait. Can you touch him in the? Oh my
Please.
gosh.
Scott, touch him on the other side.
It'll come through. They come around there. Wait for it. Wait for it. Turn to your S. Embrace that moment. What would you do if you met Oprah? Really?
Well, no. First, I would tell her how much I appreciate what she's done
Yes.
for African American women, what
Yeah.
she's done for women, what she's done for the industry,
Yeah.
Yes.
and that she's been a role model and an inspiration for me. Because what I am desirous of is to have an empire like she has.
Yes.
And between she's able to relate to so many people on so many levels, and people listen to what she has to
And-
say. She's respected.
And when you
And that
meet
is
her,
what I-
she is just genuine. She's like meeting Tangi. She doesn't know she's Oprah. Like, she doesn't take in the Oprah thing. She just go, oh, hey, what's that? So, again, I meet her in Miami with Jamie.
How did you meet
Foxx.
her?
Well, Jimmy Foxx was doing an interview with her. And we were in Miami for a show. And he's like, well, just come on. So we go and we kick it with her. And she just was so just regular. And I'm on the phone with my mom. And I said, Oprah, she said, well, put her on the phone. I said, I can't put Oprah on the phone. And I just went, Oprah, my mom. She said, give me the phone. And she talked to my mom.
Wow.
My mom don't remember now because she's older now. She don't remember that much. But yeah, so she would just, what I got out of it, that she was just regular.
Yeah.
And but she knows she's Oprah in the
Right.
sense of they were having a conversation about flying.
Okay.
And Fox said something about flying. And she went, commercial flights. And we all went, oh, shit, she got her own plane.
Right.
So, so it was hilarious. But she had fun at that expense. But she was just mad cool. Made a joke about me, which, I had to catch myself because she asked Jamie about how do you lose weight for the different characters. And he was like, I just get in there and work out. And Oprah said, yeah, me, you, and Speedy need to do that. And I went, hey. But everybody's laughing. I'm like, hold up, bitch.
Speedy's a lot slimmer now, though.
Yeah, when I turn sideways.
Boom, there go that S.
I gotta remember, I gotta go back to my almost S.
You're very handsome and debonair.
Thank you.
Mr. Speedy.
Yeah, see that? See what happens when you turn sideways? Folks? You gotta do sideways. I'm gonna be doing it all day long. Why is he sideways in the car? I gotta be skinny here too.
Right.
Well, that's good for Oprah.
Good.
So,
Praise
that's
for Oprah.
So that book is good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the book is good.
I've never heard
And
of
I'm pretty sure the book will come back out and be
it's
crazy
probably gonna-
big once the movie hits.
Yeah, I've never heard of that story. And you have kids.
A Wrinkle in Time.
A Wrinkle in Time. All right, what else?
Okay, so now we're gonna get a little heavier.
Mm-hmm.
There's a trending hashtag going around called Me at 14, which is raising awareness around the age of consent. Because there's a lot of in the news right now about consent or kids being molested or
that guy and a lot of guys, but that one guy for sure in Alabama.
Exactly.
And I guess Alabama,
and that's Roy
the
Moore.
state thing is 14. Consent is 14.
It's 16. 16 is the minimum, but because he was accused about the 14-year-old girl when he was 32, over 50,000 people have posted on Twitter the different pictures of themselves cannot be considered at 14 because you're a kid, a child.
I think 16 is not even.
I got to post a picture of me at 14.
Probably look just like this.
I
probably look like that.
I just posted a picture on I think it was
That's
Friday, on Thursday night.
That was
for
who?
Throwback Thursday of me at 12 in the
Shut
sixth
up.
grade. It's on my Facebook. It's like right on the. Ooh.
All right, let's go there.
Really?
Go
And
ahead.
I'm like, who can anybody tell which one I am? Because back then, I didn't look. But I had like a Jerry curl afro because my hair is. I wanted to be Michael Jackson, and I had the Jerry curl, but because it's like really from my heritage from like the Congo and Zimbabwe and stuff. Just to Ancestry.com.
Yes.
This part is 35% Eastern European and the Western European and the rest of it.
Oh, so you did that?
Yeah, I just got my results. Yeah,
And so
I'm
you're what again?
35% European.
Okay.
And 65% from
Congo.
Yes, Ghana. I have
Wow.
Ghana,
Wow.
Congo, Togo, and 1% Russian, but 14%
Oh.
Irish.
Wow.
Who's Irish? Do you know? Anybody know?
I ain't got
Like
that far.
somebody.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody said, "Come on in here, heifer."
Right. But yeah, so the rest of this right here is
that's
Congo.
That's from
is Congo, and it's
okay.
in the picture. And then I have contact lenses.
How long that take?
So
What color contact lenses?
Blue.
Well, I had green to get ready for Freaknik. I went to Freaknik.
How long?
no.
Yes, girl.
Look. Maybe that's where I seen you. No. I remember you now. No.
You had a book in your hand when I.
Right. I was reading. I was
On the
reading
car.
at Freaknik, right on the car.
With little cute little.
How long it take to get the results?
About 6 weeks.
We should do that.
About 6 weeks, maybe 5-6 weeks. But the hardest part for me, and y'all are gonna roll on the hardest part. So what you have to do is you have to take out the thing, and then you have to register it, and that's easy online. But then you have to spit.
Oh,
in the thing.
oh.
You gotta have like this much spit. in it.
Now, how did you do that?
It took me like a half an hour to spit because I don't know how to spit.
She's from Upper
Even when I'm sick.
Marlboro. They don't
Yes.
spit up there. They
No,
kind
you
of
swallow
they do like
it back
this.
down.
They go.
Even if you're sick and cold, and it's gotta come out. I just cannot spit. So it took me like a half an hour.
You ain't never like
gross
you ain't
just
never
to-
like shot one across the
Just in,
room.
like,
No,
fill this,
I don't know how to
fill
do
this
it. I
vial up
tried.
right here.
Couldn't you have
I
just
tried.
like? Couldn't you have just like opened your mouth and just held your head over like?
That's what I kind of had to do. It took so long. Like a little bit of dribble, a little bit. I mean, then I
So you mean to tell me these envelopes are full of spit?
That you send in.
It's a tube.
I was going to say, I thought it was.
Oh, so it had to be
it's
a
a container.
lot. Oh,
It's a container, and it has to be like this much.
Is this much
because they-
spit in?
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller than that. Yeah, but you don't have to put that much in it. So it's
I
like
can't believe you. Everybody know to just go and take one and bow across the room.
No, but and you can't chew gum. You can't.
Oh, because that will mix.
Right.
So
Okay, what
it's
about
gotta
water?
be- oh,
Like
You're
when
part
you ran out of
mint.
spit, like if you drink water,
No.
or they're like, no, just give us your
just your
saliva.
purified saliva. However long that takes to get there, that's on you.
And what made you do
seal
it?
up.
What made you do it?
I wanted to know. I wanted to know.
I wanna
just
know,
honestly,
too.
you really wanted the real reason why I wanted to know. And I actually started because being a producer, I love producing things, like TV shows, movies. I mean, I have a whole slate of stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to find out where I'm from, what countries that I'm from, so that I can be eligible for grants as a filmmaker from that country. So I actually reached out to Ireland.
That's smart.
And I said, I am an Irish filmmaker.
oh, that's
Yeah.
Shut up.
you,
Girl, let me write some
Let me
shit
write
down.
that
Hold
down.
on.
Wait a minute now.
Find out what Congo I'm from.
Where did you?
So
Where
Irish-
did? Wait a minute. Where'd you go to find? I gotta write it all down. So you found out at the. Where'd you go?
I went to Ancestry.com.
Ancestry. Okay,
got the
go
kit,
ahead.
then sent in the kit. They sent me my results. And then
And it doesn't cost anything to do it.
Yeah, it costs $99.
$100.
But they have
I can
sales
wait.
sometimes where it's $69.
Okay, so how different did you feel after finding out your results?
It explained a lot. Because I was really trying to. I have a friend of mine who's from South Africa. She's a chief in South Africa, right? So she came to visit one time, and she was doing some stuff with SAG-AFTRA. So I was taking her down up to Rodeo, and we went into Loman's because she's like, I want to see what this. So we went to Loman's.
Lomas is nice.
I know they're closed now, but I like them.
Yeah,
So
Lomas
I was
is
showing
nice.
her about Loman's, and then she wanted to know about Sprint and T-Mobile, and I was mad at Sprint, so I took her to T-Mobile. I was mad at them right there.
Yeah.
So, and we're going into the parking garage, and she's like, "Oh, your hair," and I was like, "Well, actually, my real hair is like this," and I pulled it because I had on a weave at the time.
Yeah.
And so I pulled it back, and literally her face. Now she's like, our complexion, right? And so, but from Africa, her face, and this is not an exaggeration. So you pretend like you're
Yeah. So
pull
it's
it
just.
kind of way.
Oh.
Did she? But she's from Africa. But just because it's like low men talking about fight the power. It's for real, like Africa.
That's real pretty when it's cut real short because it's like real pretty separate curls.
Yes.
So she knew that you could be of a different.
She
was shocked though because like I remember Pearl Clegg. You know who Pearl Clegg is? She was playwright. Pearl's really light, and Pearl would talk about how when she would go in to get her hair done, everybody would want to do her hair, and then when they were wetted, it would go, and then they would be scared because they were shocked because they expected it to be straight. So she expected your hair to match your complexion, but your hair matched my complexion.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, a little darker than you.
Okay. A little darker than me.
It matched like.
Yeah, this complexion.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And in
Trichorexis nodosus.
And she's from living on the continent. So that's what she sees. So, people and so she just could not believe.
Yeah, we all.
That's what made you say, I'm gonna find out.
Well, no, this was like some years ago. This was like 5, 6, 7 years ago. And it's really because of my love for producing and because of the challenges that I've been having or have had with getting financing for certain projects.
Tell me about
because of my hard behind the scenes
know
stuff
that
like that. That's real. And so I said,
That's
I'm going to get creative. How can I get?
That's
How can
smart.
I get financing and just do what I love to do?
Now,
What I got a
That's
4.0 in, what I've gotten awards for doing, let me do this. But it takes, as an African American and as a female, it's challenging. I mean, it's challenging for anybody.
Yeah.
But you add to being a woman to it, and then you add to being a black woman, the 4.0 helps. So that I know what I'm talking about, and I know how to do it. But it's like a closed network.
Didn't know
I'm
that.
like, how can I
So
do this?
I'm gonna go on Ancestry.
Yeah, because it is. Oh, we have a call. Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Millena. This is Bernadette.
Hey, Bernadette.
Hi.
Can we do this too? Hey, Bernadette.
Bernadette.
I just saw you. I looked at my Facebook page and I saw you over to the right, and I thought, and I thought about you because Della Reese passed away today.
Yes.
And you introduced me to her. So I was like, let me see what she's doing, and I checked it out, and I said, okay, let me say hi.
Heathen show.
Oh, that was nice of you.
Thank you.
Good. So anyway, you guys are talking about finances?
Yes, I guess.
Well, I'm a finance queen.
Oh.
You know that.
I need her information.
Yes,
well, the reason is because I was the #1 real estate agent in Sacramento.
Oh, hey now.
Remember, you didn't know that, girl? I thought I told you that.
No, Apple One. Yeah, Apple One.
Yeah,
yes.
Apple One, my
Great
company,
name.
exactly. So we had to deal with a lot of financing.
Well, I'll be calling you.
Miss Bernadette.
Well, let me tell you about Bernadette.
Please do.
Bernadette, remember I was
closer.
telling you about California Ethnic World Pageant, right?
Yes.
Bernadette was one of the contestants. She was a delegate.
Oh.
Bernadette won.
Let's turn sideways.
I was like 56.
Yes.
Wow, fantastic.
No, maybe I was 50. It was the same thing, 55 or something.
Yeah, you were 55.
It was, 5 years ago?
Yep, it was 5
55 years old?
Yes.
No way.
She looked 35, and she worked it.
Miss Bernadette, what's your last name? I'm going to look you up on Facebook right now.
Okay, on Facebook, you just type in Bernadette Bernie.
Bernadette Bernie. That's a great name.
Yeah.
That's a down south name right there.
I mean, for her talent, let me tell you about
my
her
last
talent.
name, though. I just said that because people call me Bernie.
Bernadette had, for her talent, you know how usually people just sing or whatever, she had a whole routine with the Franz Forest. She had a co-singer on the stage with her.
It was great.
She had on her leather outfit, and she worked that stage, y'all. Bernadette.
Bernadette won. Bernie.
B-E-R-N-E.
B-U-R-N-E.
Oh,
B-E-R-N-I-E.
R-B-E.
B-E-R-N-I-E?
Yes. B-E-R-N-A-D-E-T-T-E.
Oh, I got Bernadette. There you go. I just wasn't sure which. Look how pretty you are.
She's beautiful.
And look at you. Is this you in the pageant, Miss Bernadette?
Yes.
Girl, yes. You better work, Miss Bernadette.
Look how she's standing, though. She got the S going.
She got the S. And she's walking right here.
Oh, we had classes.
Go on, Miss Bernadette.
We had classes.
Shout out to classes.
Go on, Miss Bernadette. Yes. Fantastic.
Thank you
right,
for the phone
sister.
call, Miss Bernadette. That's very
And she's a graduate, magna cum laude. Okay.
Whatever. So y'all
just
smart.
graduated.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I went to school and I got my degree and my master's in alternative medicine and my another master's in public health. So I really liked it, and I said, well, I'm going to get my PhD now because, why not?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just
Why
let your
not?
life go further. But I just want to say something about Millena, and then I got to go because I'm at work, and I just took a minute. But I want to say that, you really helped me. Because when I met her, I was like super depressed as I had just gotten a divorce and I had to close my real estate business, and it was just not easy. Okay. And I was feeling bad about myself. I was actually feeling bad about myself, and I just said, let me try something new.
Wow.
So then I registered with, the to do commercials in L.A. and everything, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then I contacted you because they were looking for people in this beauty pageant, and I just said, okay, let me just try out for this, and I did, and it was just fun because you made me have confidence in myself again. Isn't that something?
That's beautiful.
Super great.
Yeah, I'll never forget you.
Let's
I
hug.
saw
Let's
you
group
on the
hug.
side there. I said, "Oh my God, let me just say hello."
Thank
All
you,
right?
Bernadette.
Thank you,
so
Bernadette.
much.
That's very
Great
sweet.
phone call.
Now that I'm crying, thank you so very much.
Oh, I know. It's like I couldn't make you cry more, but I'll stop.
God bless you, my friend.
Thank you so very much for the phone call.
Okay, I'll see you.
Bernadette, an Apollo legend.
Yes.
Are you still? You're not doing the pageants anymore, though, right?
You know what? It's so interesting because actually Della Reese was one of my judges at the pageant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so I was, because I called her mom. She was everything to me.
Yeah.
And so somebody who, the answer is I was kind of, but now I am being wooed by the Royal World International Pageant. And they want me to take over their Western division. So the thing is, for the California Ethnic World, that I put so much between every month giving classes on how to be the best that you can be, and in addition doing community service projects, going down to feed the homeless, going down to the Deaf Festival, participating, giving back, because it's more than about this. You gotta have this and here.
Yeah.
And as I was sharing with you on break, nobody's gonna mar, mitigate, or besmirch my name.
Mar, mitigate,
or besmirch.
besmirch my name.
Mar.
Which means?
All of it means...
Mess it up.
Mess it up. Exactly.
Fuck up my name.
Right. Not going to do that on my watch.
Right.
No. If that's going to happen on my name, I'm going to do it. I don't need anybody else to do it. So I taught them how to do these things in order to be the best people that they can be. As individuals, there's a lot of times it's not taught. So... that's why, and I put so much into it for 6 months, and my registration fee was only like $199, or it was nothing. But it took, because I also had my friends; they would come in and give talks and things like that. So it cost so much, and it was a 2-day event at the Westin.
Wow!
And I took them. I had a limousine, like the weekend of the pageant. I took them all. I rented a limousine and took them to the Cleopatra Museum so they could see what a queen actually is, who a queen is, and how they conduct themselves. We went to West Angeles Church. It was at the camp, California African American Art Museum.
I haven't been. I want to go to the place in D.C.
I'm going to go next week.
I heard it's like...
I'm going to go next week. I'll tell you about it.
I hate you.
Oh, no, I love you.
Can I just pause and say that
I want to go there.
I'm having a hard time keeping my legs close and crossed at the bottom. I keep wanting to stretch them out because it's more comfortable, because I'm working it like this. So I kind of lean back here and try to look at her. And they were still like this. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's really sitting like that. So if Millena can do it, I can do it. I'm going to do it the rest of the show. That's all I got to say. Okay, go ahead.
And I'm going to say, I been gave up, guys. I'm going to practice at home.
She's pretty much got leg over right now. What y'all doing?
It's okay. It takes work, girl. It takes work. It takes practice. And if you just want to do it, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, but Della was one of the judges, and I did so much. And so the answer to your question is, I worked with the Miss El Tiempo pageant in Las Vegas. And I'm proud to say that I worked specifically with about 7 of the young ladies, and of the 6 winners, 5 were mine, 2 queens.
Wow,
so both
fantastic.
first runners up in the teen and the miss section, and in the teen category, the second runner up. So all 3 winners in the teens, woohoo, and 2 of the 3 winners in the miss categories. So they were my girls coming through my training sessions, and I'm actually training one tomorrow. Shout out to Catherine Mosqueda.
All right. Well, I know if my baby does pageants, I know who I'm going to call.
And so I might actually, and Michelle, and so this is the irony of it. So Michelle Villanueva, she's the director of the Royal World International Pageant, right?
Okay.
She just called me as I was rounding the corner about to park to come in here.
Wow.
And she called me to say, Millena, I heard about Della. I heard about Miss Della. And I just want to say I'm so sorry for you. And she said, I just want to thank you so much for introducing me to her. Because you gave me the opportunity to meet this wonderful woman. She's such a legend, and she changed my life. And she said, God bless you. And all, I know. And I'm like, you're not helping me right now.
Wow.
Because I'm about to go in here. And so I was crying. She said, I'm praying for you, and I just believe the best for you. And but just thank you, because she changed my life and you changed my life.
That's beautiful.
And we had just talked like maybe 3 weeks ago, because she really wants me to take over the Western division of the pageant.
You should.
So
that might be.
You should, especially if you can bring all that you do.
Oh, and I want to. Honestly, the hardest part is getting young ladies to know about it and interested in it.
Well,
and
you can
once
use
they're
us.
involved,
You can use us.
Okay, yay, thank
You could
you.
use us and
Thank
then
you.
promote it here. That would be great.
I
Let me
would
get
love
it together
to.
right here. Hold on a second. All right.
Yes. And I need hosts and judges.
Yes.
And like Kathleen Bradley, Miss Parker, she was one of the hosts.
She's
She
done my
was a
show
host.
before.
And
I have
had a
to
great
have my sitting down.
Your posture.
Yeah, in case you have to sit on stage to be a judge or something. You know, you got to make
You
sure.
imagine I'm standing there going, y'all ready for the show?
Yes.
Why is he sideways all day?
Yeah.
So I guess Michelle, can I just give a shout out to Michelle
Yes,
Villanueva?
please.
I guess it's unanimous that I will be taking
Yes.
over the
Yes,
Western.
there it goes. There it goes.
Oh,
where
well,
the kids looking for the cops.
So if anybody wants to join, just shout y'all up and.
We got you. We got you. You can promote it here. You want to finish out these other raggedy ass stories?
Yes.
No, how we go back to this shit.
All right, so we have we'll have one story about you guys heard about Russell Simmons, right?
Yes, I was shocked, kinda, sorta.
Again.
But he's been reformed, kinda.
that
He
don't
always
matter.
said that
Apparently that
women.
don't matter.
I don't believe. You
Well,
know
he-
what? I don't believe that I believe he hit it, but I don't believe that he. I just don't believe that he would take something that somebody said no to. You know,
So you
and
wanna-
even
tell the story.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
so
you tell the story.
Basically,
Allegedly.
Russell Simmons in '91, he had a 17-year-old model over at his house. I'm not gonna say her name, but she was over there, and the Brett Ratner, the director of the
And you can say her name. She said her name.
Well, I don't know her name, so I ain't gonna say it.
Okay.
Well, Brett Ratner,
Get us in trouble, girl.
the director of the Rush Hour films or whatever. This is at Russell Simmons' house. He invites the girl over, and I guess allegedly, and he starts taking her clothes off. The girl tells the director like, "Oh, help me." He looks at her like, "Bitch, this is what it is." So
She said, "I'll never forget the look that he gave me."
Right, like as in
I'm involved in this
They
too.
fired him for whatever he was directing.
But keep
at the
going
time.
though. Keep going.
So basically, Russell Simmons undresses her and has her give him oral sex. Brett doesn't do anything. He just watched the whole thing. She said that he wanted to have intercourse with her, but she fought, like, oh, no, that wasn't going down. But she did say that he did sexually assault her later by penetrating her in the shower.
And it hurts so bad.
Without consent. But there was no police report found. I was looking
And she stayed.
And she stayed.
And she stayed. And his assistant said that she was there for a number of days. She was able to come and to go. So I can't say anything about a sister saying that something happened to her, but from reading a lot of this, it sounds like that people are getting confused between what's rape and what's me having sexual intercourse with a man because I think I can benefit from it, and then I don't benefit, and I'm upset about it. It's
but
two different things.
But it's the pressure behind her mind, because I think she feels pressured into doing it, not like, oh, I'm gonna benefit from it, but
At
like,
that time, you mean.
Yeah, at the time, saying like in the moment, like, oh shit, like if I don't do this, I'm gonna get in trouble more so than.
Or I'm not gonna get whatever these powerful men could get for me.
Yeah, but for me, in my mind, like, okay, let's say I want to be on the rollout show and I come in and Speedy's like, yeah. Okay, if I really want to be and I'm pressured and you like, come on, Tingy, or whatever, grabbing my head, I still have a choice to say no. Like one girl in one of these articles said that the guy came on to her and she said, Hollywood is not for me. And she moved back home to her little small town. So
yeah, but
it's
I think
still
that's
a choice.
very rare because people come here with that thought of, I want to, and I know I have the ability, and maybe this is my pathway of getting there.
Yeah, but if I'm giving you that much power, and I think you're the pathway, and I allow you to talk me into going down on you or letting you have sex with me because I think I can get something from it. If I allow that to happen, I can't get mad at you later and say he assaulted me.
Well, you can get mad if you didn't get what you thought you were going to get.
Right, but then she's assaulting him. She's only doing it because she thinks she's going to get something from it.
Well, she was only 17, so I always think about my cousins or like, somebody younger in that situation, and I'm like, at 17, you're not in the position to be that person. Like if Speedy was coming at me like, oh yeah, Sky, you need to do this at 17. My mind is now.
Then you should
So I would
probably
feel-
stay home.
But it's easy
because
to say
it's
that
your
now.
no.
But it's easy to say that now. You have to ask her when she was 17, why didn't you stay home?
I get it. I just don't think it's fair. Now, to me, if he said, come on, and she said no, and he said, come on, and she said no, and he made it happen, then that's rape. But if she was like, I don't want to do it, and he said, come on, and she's like, oh, well, that still said no. That's still no.
What do you think?
But she didn't say she said no.
But I think she did. But go ahead.
You know, we all have free choice.
Yes. Yeah, we do.
And
We all
she made. We have free will. Yeah, we have free will, and it's a challenge because in this industry, people use sex as a tool. Yeah. And for women, it is very, very hard because they will make it, even if they're nobody, they will make it seem like there's somebody
and they know
to
the
get
right
that.
people.
And they say they'll know the right people, and they'll word things in certain ways to make you think that they know what they're doing and that if you do this, then it will help your career. So he may not have physically done something and said, but if he mentally took it upon himself to say, okay, and play those mind games like, okay, you need to do this or else, then that happens. People will fall for it, and especially at that young age. And if you're that desperate and that hungry for it,
if you're that desperate and that hungry,
and don't know better.
And that's why Reverend Della was so the bomb, because she taught us that the power was within us.
Exactly.
So somebody that taught under Reverend Della in that situation, they say, oh, well, bump you, because it's a lot of ways that God can bless me.
Exactly.
With the roll of my neck and my hand on my
And
hip.
one thing I tell my kids all the time, if someone told me and it just stuck with me, and he says, we all have choices. Like I was teasing him about something, and so you're in the NFL. He said, well, Speedy, you know what? We all have choices. And I went, you're absolutely right. And at the end of the day, some of us forget that in those moments, and whatever the moment, whether you went to go steal a car or you had that moment where you go, I could take this money or I could not take it. You had that choice.
Right, you have that choice. I was working I was in New York before I came to LA, right? So I was doing Devil's Advocate. I was just an extra in Devil's Advocate. And so at the end of the day, I was walking behind Al Pacino and wasn't talking to him. He walked up into his trailer. And so we had to keep going a few doors down to sign out. And they was standing at the door and they said, okay, and I was non-union, it just started. And they said, okay, so this is where you sign out, non-union signs out there. Now, if you want to get a union voucher, and just for people who don't know, in order to get a union, you have to have 3 vouchers, or you have to have a letter that you've done other work under AFTRA, and then you can get in the union. There were ways, but you can't just pay money and say, okay, I want to do it. You have to have an established thing. So this is where non-union signs out. And I said, okay, but if you want to get a voucher, you can go down there and you can give, I don't even remember the person's, and you can give so-and-so a blowjob, and then you can get a voucher. Yes.
No, they didn't.
They did.
Crazy.
Yes. Wow. On everything. Go down, you can either sign out here, or if you want to go down there, you can get a voucher, you give him a blowjob. I said, where's the pen?
And there was that moment when you all have a choice.
And I'm out. I will.
Now, did people go?
Yes. Women went. I saw 2 or 3 behind me, and they were like, "Oh, really? Oh, okay." Well, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to hurry up and get my pen because non-union is fine with me. I will do it the right way. I would I have to look at myself every day. I'm not going to do. I couldn't do that.
Wow. And someone said, I was watching one of the talk shows, and one of the actors was saying that men, that if you're not that type, we don't see it. We don't see. I know guys who say, "Nah, I know Dr. Dre," or someone will go, "Well, you never said certain things."
I know Jamie Foxx.
I know Jamie Foxx. I said, I said I never belittled myself like that because I always thought I had the gift of gab anyway.
Right.
So why would I need to use him as my crutch to go to meet this girl? And plus, why would I want to meet her under those circumstances? Because she ain't liking me because of me. She liking me because I know Jamie Foxx.
Right.
So I was never that shallow. But I know guys who are. I know guys who. And he's not with us anymore. I know a dude that came to Jamie's house and told the girl, "Yeah, I sold this house to Jamie." Yeah, and the girl came back later on. It's like, "Yeah, Jamie, you buying houses from so and so." He's like, "Nigga, that's what you talking about?" Yeah, he said he sold you this house.
What?
But that was his get down, and that's what he would do. And there's guys that do it, and we see it and go, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude?" And we keep walking. Where you're right. I think as men, sometimes you got to step up and go, "Hey, man, this," because if you have daughters,
Yeah.
Oh,
But you know what? Some men, I mean, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead and I'll remember what I have to
Okay,
say.
so it's interesting. So I'm working on a film called Bitter Inheritance, and it's written by Dr. Mildred Dumas. Shout out Dr. Dumas. She's 85 years old. We just had a conversation. She's
Hey,
like,
happy
my
birthday.
dream is to have, because she wrote a book called Bitter Inheritance, and her dream is to have it on big screen. She reminded me on Friday that she's 85. Okay, so what are you trying to say?
hurry up and get it done.
Right, pretty much. Pretty much.
There ain't gonna be here too much longer.
But the challenge is, and I've had to remind her, I call her grandma. I'm like, it's not that I haven't been trying. I've been trying, but I've come across so many, like one time we had a whole conference call. It was Marla Gibbs is the lead in it. Angela Gibbs, director, her daughter. Like Howard Hewitt doing the music for it. Michael Collier's in it. Like it was a great, there's a sizzle reel online. If you go to Bitter Inheritance, the movie, you know, we did all this work. I did all this preparations. So we had a conference call with some dude who said that he wanted to do it. And so everything was fine. 30-minute conference call. He hits me up on Facebook later and says, let's seal the deal for and go with me on a cruise to Puerto Rico for a week. I said, you know what? Your wife's not gonna like that.
Right.
I'm not gonna like that.
Right.
That's never happening. So end of deal. And on another note, I had this guy named Charles. You know who you are, Charles.
Charles.
Because Charles wrong for this. Charles wrong for this. What Charles did was he said, I have a friend of mine who's a big time attorney in Florida. He has airplanes. He has all this stuff. He would love to invest in your movie.
Because you see, airplane got to have money.
Right, got to have. Oh yeah, he would do it. He would do it. Just here's his number. Now send him your picture. On text. And I said, I called him and I was like, okay, hello, I have this film. He said, okay, can send me the information, but why don't you send me a picture of you? Okay, here's my headshot, and here are my credentials. I'm executive producer of this film, blah, 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 blah. That's the picture I'm sending.
Right.
Sent it to him.
Right.
We had one more
Charlie
conversation, and I was like, this is not real. This is not, okay, delete. I'm never dealing with this.
Yeah.
So then I was talking to one of my friends named Crystal, right? And she was talking to me, I want to invest in the movie. I'm thinking about it. So how's the investment going? I said, girl, it's a trip. Because these men, they are so nefarious. That all they want.
Nefarious.
Thank you. They use their pretend power or real power, whatever it is, to try to get in my pants. And I'm not that chick.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be.
She's not nefarious.
I'm not that chick. So then what's real funny, so we were at the TGI Fridays, at Magic Fridays over in Ladera, right?
Is it still Magic Friday? They still call it Magic?
I don't know.
I think he had to divest of that. I think it's back
okay.
to Fridays.
Okay, we were over there having lunch, right? Or early dinner, whatever it was. We're sitting there, and I was telling her this story, and don't you know Charles walked by? Walked by. He went to the restroom, and I was like, is that? And I was like, nah. So then he comes back by, and he says, oh, hey, Millena, how you doing? How's your movie coming? I was like, well, right, it gets better than this. I said, well, he said, well, did you talk to my friend, the lawyer? And I was like, yeah, I did. He said, well, you know what you got to do. You got to. I'm sure what he did.
He gestured.
What he did. Yes, he did. Walking by, he said, now, Charles is not thin, and he's not young.
Okay.
Let's start with that.
2 strikes.
So he said, well, you know what you got to do. You got to, and y'all and me, right?
Yes.
He said, well, you ain't talk to him? Well, you know what you got to do. You got to work that thing. Work that thing. I said, what? And I looked, got to what? Yeah, you got to work that thing. You got to work that thing. You want to get your movie done. You know that's how they do. That's how you got to do.
In
You
public.
want to get
And Fridays.
At Fridays, standing right there, work that thing. I said, you know what?
Work that thing. Work that thing.
And all I could say was, okay. All right. Thank you. Goodbye. And then what was funny about it was I was just telling Crystal, who was sitting across from me, I was telling Crystal that this is the problem. And she was like, are you kidding? I said,
work that thing.
This is what I'm telling you about.
Work that. So she saw it for herself.
She saw it for herself. She was sitting there. She was in shock. Because she kind of thought, I was like, yeah, no, that doesn't happen. I'm like, I could not have planned this. It happens. And this is what I was just telling you about dude in the attorney in Tampa that worked that thing.
Girl,
that's never happened.
What happened to your movie getting fun? Well, these dudes are church. Hey, girl, work that thing because you're going to get that movie done.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, and that is why it is not done yet, because I'm never going to be that person.
We
I'm
ain't
never going
working
to
that
do it.
thing.
I'm not working that thing, never.
The interesting thing about there are a lot of people that are working that thing. But it don't work for everybody.
Right.
So some of them work that thing and don't nothing happen, and then 20 years later they complain about it.
Right. Right.
I remember.
But at least, I don't mean to cut you
Yeah,
off, but I'm never working
No,
that thing.
it's all
I've always said, I am never going to
Gonna
get
work that
anything.
thing.
I'm never going to get a job or
Right.
on my hands and knees. Through my nose, on my back. I'm not
Oh,
doing it because
working
I
that
have to
thing.
look at me in the mirror every single day. And I'm a role model. I am in this industry for a reason because I went to school to be an international corporate attorney with a contract in
And you have
Spanish-speaking
4.0.
countries. And I have 4.0. So I didn't even want to be in this industry, but God put me here in this industry for a reason, and I'm determined to honor my calling and be a positive role model. And I'm not going to do
work that thing.
And if it means that the movie will take longer to get done, then that's what it is. But
Hold
I'm
on,
not going to
Grammy. Just
compromise
hold
my
on.
principles.
Do you believe in premarital sex?
Work that thing. Sometimes you gotta work that thing for different reasons. She working that thing for a whole. That's another show.
Right.
Look here.
Consent between two adults. Consent, whatever that is.
Okay.
That is if it's by choice. Then I believe in that. You can do what you want to do for choice, but to get a job opening, a job opportunity, to do something like that, that is
It's not
never
going to happen.
okay. So I didn't mean to cut you off, sweetie.
No, you did like that. I work that thing for that. Nah, I ain't work that thing because you want me to get this movie. Now, if you want to do a movie and we turn the camera on, I work that thing. So she will work that thing. She got to know you, though. Y'all had to do a couple days. You got to learn to sit with it.
Couple of days. What?
Dates.
How many dates?
About 8, 10, 15.
If it's
Look,
wait a
that's
minute.
definitely another show. 15 days?
So
This is golden caviar here, platinum caviar.
Hey now.
Platinum caviar.
That's how I see myself. I'm a lady first and foremost, and will be treated as such at all times. Therefore,
Beautiful and tantalizing, thoughtful, charming. Hey.
Now let me ask you a question. If you're a platinum caviar woman,
I just made that up right now.
No, that was great.
But is it okay to have oral sex?
On a Monday, it's not Friday.
I'm just
On a Monday. I mean, I'm not here on Friday, so.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Is that like, or only if you're married, or if we've been together for a year, or none of your business? Rollout show.
I would go with D.
You know what? I'm gonna go with D. I'm gonna go with D. And to the extent that
And you can use this acronym. None of your business, beautiful and tantalizing. Thoughtful, charming.
I believe that whatever goes on in two people's bedroom between two consenting adults
Is their
is their
business.
business and what they choose to do. If that's something that they choose to explore, then they explore it. If that's not, if she says, I'm not doing that, I don't know what that's been, and it's not going in my mouth, I don't put my
You
mouth
don't wanna
on
hear
that,
that. That's not a
stand
good
up and
look.
walk around and go somewhere, because obviously I've said this a lot,
And-
right?
Yeah.
I'm not putting my mouth on anything and get up and walk away. I'm not doing it. So,
If
if that's on the road.
if you ever hilarious, if you ever hear that in that country, you like, okay, let's just get you to the house. For you to tell me like that, you just said fuck me. You ain't have to say all that shit. I am not gonna. What I'm not gonna do.
But obviously, you're not a gentleman if you're even coming at me like that anyway. You're not a gentleman, and then I'm not.
I'm just in the moment.
That moment's not going to be happening.
You have to be a gentleman in the moment.
Yes, I'm gonna need to be wooed. I need you to woo me if you woo woo woo.
8 weeks in.
If you woo woo woo, yes. Do you woo woo woo? Do you woo?
Is that what he
woo,
meant
woo?
all this time? Yeah, I'm 8 weeks in. I have wooed you.
8 weeks. 8 weeks. 8 weeks.
Well, no, I'm sorry.
That could be 14
I'm
days.
8 dates in. She
Oh,
said
8 days in.
I'm 8 dates in. I have wooed you probably 3 dates ago. So we should be way past that. We should be.
Well, the woo never stops. The woo must continue.
Allegedly.
The woo must continue.
No.
For me, the woo has to continue.
No.
I mean, it may not be as intense as in the beginning, but the woo must go on.
Get a rub on the shoulder, maybe.
I'm gonna need some flowers.
No.
I'm gonna need some songs, some poems, some dinners, some dances.
How many flowers? So when the guy come in the club with the flower, hey lady, would you like some for the young lady? And the dude go, no, I'm cool. You like, I want flowers.
Oh no, I wanted that flower.
Right.
Really?
I wanted that flower, but why are we in the club?
Ooh.
Why are we in the club on a date?
That could be one of
I'm
the. I need to get 8 of them out the way.
That's like,
I don't know what the 8 gonna
this
be.
is date 6. You gotta go for dancing.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, we gotta dance. We gotta go.
We can dance in the
Okay,
living
so that's
room.
one date. So I gotta get 8 of them out the way. I don't know what the 8 is. It's gonna be at a birthday party, at my mama house. All of them is dates. Anytime I say let's roll, them is dates. And
Okay.
then we go to the beach. I'm not in the sand. I'm like saying you out there in the beach
Okay,
water.
that's a date. Time together is a date.
It's a date.
Okay, in
I
the
get
chat room, they want to know, what if single Ronnie from New Edition
Chat room is crazy. Chat room.
They got you now. Yeah, so much for this. What did she say she was?
A platinum.
Platinum. Come on down here to 2 stars. Get down to 2 stars. Ronnie DeVoe. I got Ronnie's number. Hold on. Where's it? Let me get No, he's so anyway.
He's married.
and I've been knowing Ron for a long time.
Didn't you date his mother?
Oh. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Nah, yeah, back in the day. I've been knowing Ron a long time.
Did you?
Yeah.
And
We've
you know,
been-
bless his
And the really cool thing we did, they were one of the performers at the BT after party. And so when he was on stage, he goes, "Oh, my boy Speedy in the building." And I had to do that. I when I tell you I embraced it, I went.
And then they screamed.
And
And
I
they
did the
screamed.
point. And then the girl was like, "Oh, you don't speak, you don't." Hey, I was in the group, man. I was at rehearsal.
Love it. Oh, that's
Okay,
funny.
can I touch him again?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
come on, swing it all around. Embrace me, embrace me. Who do you feel that giddy about? Like if you met Denzel? No. Oh shit! Shout out to Denzel.
I mean, I like Denzel, but
but
he's
who,
not.
who do you feel that same way about? No one.
Everybody. Tangy
I
is
don't
like,
like
yeah,
that.
I'm
I know,
more.
I know,
I'm
I know,
more
like, never
universal.
mind you. How about you?
Who, me?
Yeah, who would you be like that giddy? I'm gonna say Kid Ink.
Oh no, I'm not
No.
kidding. I like DMX. I like Nelly. You should,
Drake?
yeah.
What about Drake?
Yeah. Drake cries a lot.
Well, DMX, yeah. He was,
Yeah, I like older rap, so I would somebody older like DMX. Like that's all. Like if
so
I seen
DMX walked in.
I would get up like, oh my gosh, like hey y'all, like I
gotta go.
Now, if he walked in, I'd be excited. But I don't.
I mean, if I seen him
I
at the
want
mall,
him.
I mean, I don't want him.
But I
either.
like
Well, mine was
DMX.
Denise Nichols.
Denise Nichols?
Room 220 back in. It's it's a long time ago.
Okay.
She was on a show called Room 220. She was a teacher back in the day. Don't act like
Okay.
you.
Okay.
I had crushes.
I know you were upper. What is it? Upper where?
Marlboro.
Yeah,
Marlboro.
Marlboro. And they
Upper
had
Marlboro.
TVs. You guys
Yes,
probably had big
we
screens
did.
before we did.
We had
I had a big bag, but whatever.
You know what? It's harder for me now to have crushes like that because I know a lot of people.
Yeah, and I had to catch
And
up
I
to
don't,
where
I don't be having
But
crushes
before
on anybody either.
before I got into this business, there were more people that I was just like, oh my God, I love him, because I bought into the fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
But then once I get out here and I meet him, it's like it's more than looking good. You can look not as good, but be great, and I could love you. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, when I met Denzel, it was because I had my daughters with me, and they didn't know who he was, and he was like, "No, they can sit by me." I was like, "I kind of wanted to sit over."
So wait a minute, you're talking about a Denzel kind of giddy, because her Ronnie giddy is a different kind of giddy.
Oh, yeah, I
So
don't
what
have
kind
one
of
of those
giddy are we
giddies.
talking about? Because if Denzel came in, I'd be
Hey,
like,
when you
oh
have
my
to be
gosh,
clarified.
hi.
I
Well,
don't-
because if you got the same kind of giddy
No, I
for
wasn't.
Denzel that she has for
No,
Ronnie, then we
no.
need to have some conversation. We need to talk.
I hate you. I hate you. 'Cause you can't just never throw something out to tangent. I need to know, and everything's need to know.
Well, I think like who would you want to be a baby daddy?
I got a baby dad.
No.
Like
Baby daddy number 2.
Let it go
Right.
and just embrace the moment. Ready? Baby number 2. You're going to have another.
I don't want
so you
any
got
more
stone rock,
babies.
so you're going to have a pebble.
I'm done. My stillborn was Pebbles. I ain't having no
Oh,
more
yeah, you can have
kids.
Pebbles.
I ain't having no more kids.
I don't mess with that.
Or what is it? What is it called? Blending. Who would you want to blend your family with? That don't have any more kids, but just that man.
I never heard that. Blending?
That means we gotta live together. Can he live across the
Tangy,
street
let
in
it
his
happen.
house?
He can live next door in his own house, but
He
this
can
your
live
boo.
next
Embrace the
door.
moment.
And it's not my friend now. It's somebody else.
not
Ooh,
Nobody?
Just pick one.
Barack?
just well, he already married.
No, I mean, if he was.
He's already married.
I'll
But the kind of people that I used to have the crushes on were like that Idris guy,
Elba.
or even T.I. or T.O. or whatever his name is. I thought he was. No, is it
T.O.?
T.O.?
The
No, I don't
rapper?
think
T.O.
it's
is the
no.
football player.
No, that's the football player.
T.I.
No,
is the
not
rapper.
him, not him.
T.I.'s a rapper.
I used to think Wesley before I found out he didn't like black women. Back in the day when we first started.
Be nice.
But maybe he did. He's, he was nice. I mean, when I knew he liked us a lot, I liked him a whole lot. And And before I moved to LA, I
should
used to
only
be
take
in love with LL Cool J.
Yes, LL.
I loved LL. Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
yeah.
I worked on
yes.
his show. I
you?
did the warm up all 4 years on his show. L was cool. His wife was ride like she. So
Really?
she would sit in the audience, and most of the audience for L's show were kids, high school students. So you can imagine he's LL, and he would come on. I introduce him, and they would go crazy, and then they would find out that's his wife, and they would say, little girls would say ignorant shit. And she stood up on one show and said, "I would beat all you bitches there." I said, "Come on, we gotta get you out of here."
Oh,
so I never would let her come in the stands because she didn't play that.
Right.
But
Sound like me.
L was he was different dude. I must say he was a lot different because he was the dude. Everybody around him was yes guys. Like he'd tell a joke and they fall out laughing.
Now, let me ask you this. Yes, guys. So that means they're trying to get something from LL. They're not,
that doesn't
they're not
necessarily
trying to
mean
get
or
it.
trying to be around him.
They're
So,
About his posse.
Yeah.
20 years later, can they get mad because they were laughing at all his jokes, picking up whatever he needed, running around getting food for him, and they didn't have any kind of success? Can they get mad about that?
No,
they made a
know what it is.
choice.
They made a choice.
Just like the women
Oh well, that's a little different.
that
but I would say this.
that allowed the sex to happen because they thought they were going to get somewhere. Not
Yeah,
the ones that
kinda.
said no, the ones that allowed it to happen.
But I think when guys are in like the movie that I think that sets it off for me, if you ever saw Madonna is Black and White.
Never saw it.
Okay, so in the movie, everybody around her just was like, "Oh, it's Madonna." Friends. So it's nothing. In other words, everything she do, they agree with it, whatever. So sometimes as a superstar or people like that, you get thrown off the rails thinking that, they like me because they like you because they don't want to lose their job, whatever it may be.
Yep.
And L used to fire his the guy security dudes all the time and then hire him back.
Wow.
Because they weren't, whatever it was.
They weren't doing what they were
And again, he was cool. Rafazo Ribeiro was the coolest dude in the fucking world.
Really? I used to have a
my
huge crush on
God.
Carlton.
He was so cool, and they loved him so much, the network, because he was on L's show as well, but he was a director. He directed half the season. And then the next season, he directed the whole season, and he was on the show.
Oh, wow.
And he was just the coolest guy in the world. You could talk to him. L, you can kind of talk to a little bit, but he would leave. LB, he'd get the hell out
I
of
used
there.
to love LL. I need love. Doom, 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 doom. You remember that?
When I'm alone in a room.
Sometimes stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I see I'm in love. There I was,
giggling about the past. There
we go.
L, call in. I mean, we still homies, I think. I don't know.
Millena, the chat room is wondering if you will reveal your age.
Oh,
No.
Well, I asked her, but she's good
I
at.
tried to guess it. I was like-
You're really great at answering questions, so I feel very
She could be a
comfortable asking you
politician.
anything because you can slip and slide. That's why,
Yeah, she could be a politician.
So I have an age range.
Okay.
That's great. I like that.
An age range.
Yes.
It goes from 32 to 47.
Okay, perfect.
Look, I'm trying to give
32 to 47.
She picked 32. So
32 to 47.
And then the 47 is probably way over top. So somewhere in the middle. You think?
What's your age range,
My
Stevie?
age range.
Oh, let me ask you, what would you guys, I'm just curious, what would you guys guess? What does the chat room say? What y'all
Okay,
think?
y'all
How old y'all think I am?
say how old y'all think she is in the chat room.
I'm going to
y'all.
say 40-ish.
Okay.
I put an IS.
Okay.
H on it.
Okay.
Tansy.
Hmm.
See, I didn't get slapped. I didn't get slapped. So
Well, she said 47. So for her to even say 47,
I said that was a way out number. That's a throw you off number. Like a 32 and 47 throws you off. So you got to come back in.
Well, and I said 47 because I can play. I played actually a woman in my 60s. Okay, hold on. And I had all kinds of makeup and stuff. And actually, from Dr. Dumas, she wrote this play about the past comes back, and I had to play in my 60s. And literally, they put all this makeup on me and lines, and I looked in the mirror and I cried. Like big boohoo tears. And had to sit down. And they had to console me, like, you're about to go on stage. It's okay. I'm like, what do you do? What you've got to my face? And so that was traumatic.
Oh, we have a call. Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Somebody knows your age.
Oh, right.
Peace, this is Anthony calling from New York. You gotta forgive me, you've been off and on today. I've only been listening for like the last 10 minutes because I'm working, but I gotta make this comment. last week I heard a show that I wasn't able to hear the whole show where y'all getting on Speedy about using the word bitch. All right, I'm very conscious. I don't think y'all should use bitch or nigga. But Speedy, what you cannot do, Speedy, you cannot let them take your funny away. This is what got you here. You keep riding it. Now, if you get that endorsement deal or that sponsor that's going to sign you to some lucrative deal, and they require that you let it go, then you let it go. But don't mess with the funny right now. What you do?
So what you saying? What you saying is fuck these bitches.
No, Anthony. What you saying is Speedy's not funny unless he says
hey,
bitch.
man, we can't tamper with the funny. And Speedy, we're gonna try to take that with. Hey, I got a suggestion. When y'all greet in the morning time, when you go around the table and ask everyone how was their weekend or how was their day, I think they should say to you, "Good morning, King."
You know
Anthony.
New rule in the house.
Anthony.
Thank you, Anthony. No, go ahead, hang up. I don't want him to get you, Anthony.
And every time that you slip, since that's what you're gonna do, every time you slip, and then you come back and you say to them, beautiful, enticing, tantalizing,
charming.
You let them know. Say, look, what the response should be is my bad, XYZ, and then they say, that's all right, King. We supporting you. So if you gotta give something up, we want something added to it.
There you go, brother. Go ahead, hang up.
Don't let them, Speedy, don't let them mess with your funny, man.
You got it.
Hey, you the comedian. You got to understand what
going around the table.
Hey, I've been rolling with
So if we
from the days of Foxhole through RMC, and let me say, you had magic at RMC.
There it is.
Anthony, I just
y'all just getting your legs under you when you was reporters and them. But look, you got something that's cracking again. And the constant in all four of those is don't get it.
Hang up, Anthony. They gonna get to you.
Anthony, I have to apologize because because I thought Speedy was funny enough to make spelling the word funny too. I didn't know that he was like these little comedians that has to use the word bitch to be funny. I thought Speedy was better than that. I put him on a pedestal.
Right.
But if we're going to lower him to the pedestal for the comedians who have to use the word, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I thought he was the one that almost beat Jamie Foxx. And I thought he was the funniest MF we ever going to see because we never going to see Jamie Foxx. But I guess I was wrong. So since I was wrong,
you to get off the
I release.
No.
Call me what you need to call me. Because if you calling me bitch is going to make this show better.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
No, I'm not.
If that's what we need so that we can have 1 million viewers, say it right now, Speedy. Just do it.
I can't.
Just
I told him to get off the phone.
do it, Speedy. Do it.
Let her talk.
do not say.
I'm not going to say it. But if y'all say King, then
okay,
let's try it.
Women can say king. You're gonna say queen. You're gonna call all the if you're a king, all the women are queens. Period. The end.
Beautiful, intangializing, thoughtful.
Wait, what's the I?
Homegirl.
Intangializing.
He made up that word.
He
made up that word.
I wouldn't release it. They wanted me to change. I said no. Intangibalizing. It's my word. It's a word. You didn't go to that class. You may have a 4.0. I got a whatever. No, I you know what? I thought when that happened. And I forgot who was here when I did that.
Tosha.
Tosha was here, and I saw her cringe a little bit.
You didn't see me cringe the first time you called me. I cringed too.
I never watch you.
I was like,
anyway,
he just called me a good man. This is Tangy.
But you know, I meant that in an endearing. No, I didn't. So for those who listening, include my man out there, which I thought was a great call. So at that moment, I saw one of our guests cringe when I said it, and I'm thinking, okay, she hasn't really, because I wasn't saying it to my people here. So I said, okay, you know what? And I just did it myself. I said, I won't say it no more. I'll explain it in a different way. And to me, that's more funnier than saying.
Yeah, to me, that's funny too.
Yeah, it is, especially intangializing.
You're not gonna let it go.
I mean, that's part of etiquette. Do not make up words. Part of what I strongly suggest don't do, like Paschetti.
So you're not gonna let it go.
Yeah, no.
That's my word. Now, when you leave, I'm gonna say intangibalizing.
Oh, okay, you can say all that.
But while you here,
if you made it up, okay, okay. I made up platinum caviar.
You sure did.
She did.
I've never heard that before in my life.
Just made it up right here.
platinum caviar.
Sounds like you want some though.
Do sound important a little bit.
You know what's funny is, and I actually have a little quick story about Denzel, but one of my ex-boyfriends is like,
You in the room?
yeah, I know he's on my Facebook Live for whatever reason.
Hey, what's up, homie?
Oh, hey. Yeah, Charles. Hey, he's a pastor now.
Oh, that
He's,
guy.
That ain't that Charles, is it?
No.
Right. Right, Scott.
Hey, look here, baby. Black Friday is black people spending money.
No, that was Chris. He was never boyfriend. He was
That was
just a friend.
Chris.
No, you didn't see her do Charles show with Charles.
That's Charles?
Yeah, what that man?
No, that would be Charles Dudley.
A lot of Charles in your life. Okay.
Calling him out. No, but Denzel, it was so great when I met him. I was so excited. I was with my friend Pam, and we were at something at Universal. She was like, "Oh, that's Denzel." I was like, "Oh my gosh, Denzel! Okay. Oh, I want a picture with him. Ooh. And so we went over there, and he's like, "Well, I'm eating with my friends, and not right now." And okay, we're gonna go eat. So we sat over there, but eagle eyes all on him the entire time. Okay, right. Okay, when's he gonna be done? Okay, he's getting dessert. He's getting dessert. He's getting his drink. Okay. He stood up. Bam! Beeline. He was going this way. Yes, we went around this way. Got to him, and she got her picture, and she's like, "Oh, this is my friend Millena." And I said, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Washington. I go to West Angeles as well, and I see you there. But it would be so wonderful if I'd be able to have a picture." He said, "Yeah, sure, come on." And so then he leaned in and said, "Oh. And you smell good too." I said, "Note to self, perfume every day for the rest of my life." Denzel just said, "And you smell good too." I was like, "Oh, can I have a hug?" And he said, "Sure." Gave me a hug, and I melted. So
let's make sure we got this right.
And then
first you wanted the picture, got the picture.
Yes.
Then you got a hug. What else you get?
Right. Well, then I got greedy. So we took the picture, and then he's like, "Well, thank you. It's nice to meet you." And I was like, "Can I just have one more hug?" Doing too much. Etiquette again. Do not do too much.
Do not do
too much. And at that point, I was like, "Oh, can I have a hug again?" And he was like, "Ooh, yeah, we gotta go. We got other people." And I was like,
yeah, it went stalker.
It went a little bit too much. So note to everybody:
Don't
know
go
when to
stalker.
stop.
Yeah,
Know when to stop.
Know when to stop. But the learning lesson is: A, know when to stop, but B, perfume every day. Because Denzel said.
Now we were talking off air,
Got
and
it.
you were saying how when you go out to eat,
Yes.
there's certain utensils, and what are the positions? So let's do this.
Yes. Well, it's very, very easy if you think about it.
Okay,
Everybody loves BMW.
Okay.
Just think of BMW.
Got it,
when you
BMW.
sit out when you're going out to eat. So the M is going to be your meal plate.
That's
M,
plate.
your plate.
Okay. Plate, got it.
The B, this little plate over here, that's your bread.
Left hand.
B for bread.
On my left.
Yep. And your
Bread
water is the W. That's the glass on your right.
So never put your water on the other side.
That's where it's going to be when you sit down. When they have all the place settings and you have your
bread,
salad and
meal,
plate,
water.
bread,
You're absolutely
So a lot of
right.
times people don't know, well, which one is my water? Which one is my, which one?
Always to the right of you.
Yes.
It's
always
where the
think
W would be for BMW.
Yeah.
Bread.
It's always to the right. Bread, meal, water. And then
I'm
for
never
your
gonna forget that,
utensils,
though,
you're working from the out in. So for your utensils, like you have two forks on the left.
On the left.
Yes. The outer
There's a
fork,
long one and a shorter one.
The shorter one is always on the outside, and that is your salad fork.
Okay, and the longer.
And the longer one is your dinner fork.
Okay.
So the salad one is the shorter. That's the short meal salad. The longer one is for the longer meal, which is dinner.
The longer one, the short one is the foreplay.
Yeah.
The longer one is the actual engagement.
Right. Or you can also think about it from just work from the outside in. So you're first going to eat your salad, and so you then take the first fork.
And then the knife is there, and then the
Yes,
spoon.
the knife, and the knife is always pointed. The blade is pointed toward the inside. Like you never, even if you're setting a table, you don't say this is the blade. You don't put it down like that. You put the blade towards the inside, so you don't accidentally cut yourself.
How clumsy are you?
And then the dessert and the dessert knife and not knife and fork, but the dessert fork and spoon, they're at the top. And so the top one is the spoon. That's for the coffee, your tea. You stir that, and that is your dessert
Did
fork.
not know all this shit go on the table.
Yes, and then you have your napkin. You never put a napkin in your.
No, that's not.
No, that's rude.
We do it to kids
That's
all the time.
disrespectful. Don't do it. Knock it off.
What?
No, you put the napkin in your lap. And if it's a lunch napkin, which is a shorter napkin, you have it all the way unfolded. A dinner napkin, you fold in half, with the crease. Where the opening is facing your lap. It's facing your knees. The crease is right here where you're sitting.
And why is that?
Well, so that in case you have to pick it up quickly, you could just pick it up
With the corners.
With the corners, like that.
What about if you're eating crab legs?
Well, if you're eating crab legs, generally they should provide you with a bib and some crab crackers.
Don't do that.
No, never do that. That's rude, disrespectful, and ugly.
Tacky looking.
So you sit down with a dude, and first thing you do is go, so anyway, I was telling Charles, and he tucked that in.
I'm getting up.
Really?
Yeah, that's rude. No, I'm not going to get up, really.
Yes,
That's
you
just
are.
She's like, yeah.
I'm out.
I mean,
if you drove,
then you're gonna explain why you got up.
You know what? If I would have to, I would make up a reason, like my niece or nephew, because I don't have any kids, so I just say
I
I
can
have
see
to
you
go.
going. So you gonna grab your fork from? I'm out. This motherfucker grabbed the wrong fork. I'm out. So
You know, I went on a date one time, and the dude was like, because this is the thing: if someone invites you out, they are to pay. Period. And if they can't afford to pay, then they don't get to invite them out. Unless it's agreed upon initially, we're going to go half, we're going to go Dutch, whatever. But if I'm inviting you somewhere, if I say, hey, I'm going to take you out to dinner, let's go out to dinner, then I am going to have to, I pay.
But as a man.
What about if I say to Speedy, let's go out to dinner?
Then.
She didn't invite me.
I said, let's go.
She suggested.
Then she suggested, then she should pay.
If
you're inviting me out to dinner, I want to take you out on one of these dates.
Is that an etiquette thing?
Yes.
So be careful about inviting people.
Yes.
What about
there are
if a
expectations
man...
when you're invited.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
This is Big Mike from Phoenix.
Hey, Big Mike.
Hey, Speedy, I'm with old boy with the bitch shit. I think you guys should make a requirement that anybody, one of y'all guests, should go back and look at some of y'all old shows, man, to get the feeling of what they coming into.
Oh yeah, they know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Most of them. She did her research, so I'm very proud of her.
Y'all don't be giving it to them like y'all used to it, bruh.
Man, okay.
That's because the poetess was the mean one.
Yeah.
Are y'all saying that they're too nice to me? Is that what you're saying?
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
They want Speedy to cuss us out. You want Speedy to cuss us out.
Like that last old girl was looking crazy at you when you were talking about say bitch shit.
Yes, he was. You know what?
Not just you. All again.
You're right. But I have to evolve.
Yeah, I'm not saying just go in on your guests or nothing like that, but if you take away all the comedy that you guys have built over the years, man, y'all used to, give it to some of the guests.
You know when they're not
all of them.
When they're not funny or it's not working. Like we had the guy here who
oh gosh,
yeah, he wasn't a good guest.
He was paint dripping.
Yeah, he was grass growing in the weeds, and so we had to clown a little bit. We could have went completely in on him, but we try to get some past.
I have a good show.
We leave that for the chat room. That's the chat room's job.
Did he just cut me off?
He did.
You know what? I actually was on y'all's show when you were at RMC.
Oh, maybe
I was a
that's
guest because I had a show at RMC. Manners and More was every Monday from
That's
5:30 to
where I
6:30,
okay,
right
yeah.
after Michael Collier's show. I was on
That's
Mondays,
where I seen
and I
you.
came on y'all's show one
I thought
time.
it was Freaknik. Look here.
Silly.
That'll be which one? 92, 93, 94,
I was
95,
there for
96.
every single one of them.
Yeah, me
all the
too.
way
94 was the best.
So etiquette-wise,
That was before the
you
etiquette
do
days.
look for that in a guy. He has to have some of that. Now, do you want to? Because would etiquette not be? You couldn't tell a man how he should or shouldn't eat. Would that be at the place of to say that? Like you're supposed to do this, or would you just go? I took etiquette class, and
No, you
how
know
would
what?
you bring that about?
Oh, I went out on this date with this one guy. Oh gosh, he was of a different ethnicity, and it was the first time I'd ever gone out with this particular ethnicity. Ooh, y'all.
And how
Ooh.
bad was it?
First of all, he ordered appetizers, and he knew he was. He invited me out on a date. Ordered appetizers, and he wanted to split the appetizer. Okay, I'm open to that. I mean, I'm easy. It's cool. It's about the conversation. I'm not digging in your pockets.
Yeah.
It's about the experience.
Right.
So the appetizer came, and literally he split the appetizer, took the plate, and took another plate, and literally, okay, one tomato for me, one tomato for you, one for you, one, and literally split didn't just but split the one and the one, and I'm like, okay, all right, this is interesting. And then when the meal came, and he finished his meal, he took the plate and did like this.
Oh,
yes,
he was starving.
Yes, with the fork, and yes, dumped it into, and I'm like. And then the killer of it all, after I'm sitting there like, I can't even believe. I wonder how much longer. And so then he's like, oh, and takes his napkin and starts to blow his nose.
No.
At the table.
We got phone call. Hopefully it's him on the phone.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling
Where you blowing from?
What's happening, man? This is Willie Sweetwalker.
Oh, hey, Willie Sweetwalker. You
What's
just
happening, baby?
You might like
hey,
him.
Speedy, man.
Yes, sir.
Now, look, man. What if we took away nigger and bitch, right? And we replaced it with God and earth.
God and earth.
Bam.
Bam.
What about that?
Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting.
So you could be like, hey, nigga, man, I saw this earth the other day. This earth had a big old ass on her. You know what I'm saying?
This earth.
Or you could be like, the ladies could be like, girl, this guy got a big old dick. No?
Nah.
No? I ain't working.
Nah.
You know how you can say bitch and everybody be happy, though?
How's that?
Come out with a rap record, man.
I need to be a rapper, then I won't have these problems.
Be like, this speedy. Say bitch, say bitch, say bitch. Then you can say bitch all day.
Say bitch. Crazy.
It's hilarious. Thank you. And
all right, nigga.
I'm trying.
Oh, sweet Willie. You know what though? For me, I had a girlfriend that used to call me bitch all the time, and I never liked it. Now I'm older, and I really don't care because it's the meaning behind the word. When you said it to me and it bothered me, it wasn't the word; it was the meaning behind the word.
No, I was joking.
Yeah, but it wasn't funny to me. I was doing something I shouldn't have been doing, talking about something, talking too much or something. Or I cracked a joke on you, and you said, and I was like.
But I didn't mean
But it
that.
wasn't the word. It was I felt boom. But you know, you can call
the word no more.
You can call me Earth.
Earth.
See?
I don't use it no more.
Why do you have a note to remind
So you
you
can't
not to-
remember.
I will forget. I will totally because I've been doing it all my life, and it's just comedy.
See, and then I come from the era where everybody call each other bitch. And like I this tattoo right here is a part of a group of women that's called the bitches. Like that men don't like it's me and a couple other girls. I'm number 2.
I love you, Sky.
Yeah, like the name of the group is the bitches. That's how the women say it. And then every guy that's attached to the women in the group, none of them like them. Like, oh, I can't stand y'all bitches. But because
We are what we say. We got another phone.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Why shouldn't I say the word bitch?
Anthony again from New York. I had to call back one more time, and I got to say this. Speedy.
Yes, sir.
When I first turned you on today, because I'm a mailman, I'm outside delivering mail.
Thank
when I first hooked up today to the show, the first thing I heard was you singing "Mary Had a Little Lamb." So I said, "Hold up." I said one of the last things I heard was them, Speedy. Stop saying bitch. And then the next time I hear you, it's "Mary Had a Little Lamb," and then you went off because the stream has been going on and off. And then when I get back on, I hear y'all talking about Jack and Jill. I understand it's I'm like, what the hell is going on with the show? So that's why I said, I got the call. Let me get Speedy some backup and we don't need to change the different words are being said. So far as Earth and all this, no, just let Speedy be Speedy.
We don't care. We didn't tell Speedy to stop. Speedy, that was Speedy.
Kanji, stop being sensitive because when y'all crack on Speedy, even when y'all say things not just about him, about Michelle, whatever, it's not taken personal. Speedy understand his jokes. Y'all gotta understand his jokes. Now, anybody who listens to Speedy through the years, he know he's not being personal when he say bitch. Y'all know that.
I hadn't listened to him through the years, Anthony.
Yeah, I heard him call an 8-year-old a bitch.
This man, not just his development, but his funny. You gotta leave his funny alone. Now, Speedy organically come to this realization or understanding that, look, okay, I want to switch it up for whatever reason. Then he can do it because then he'll know how to implement it and still maintain his funny. But when you got
a group
of people trying to mess with his funny,
Yeah.
Speedy,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Speedy, don't let him mess
Anthony,
with
we didn't tell him. We didn't tell him to
here.
stop saying it.
Look
here.
What he said,
Today, it's Mary Had a Little Lamb. Tomorrow, it's going
Look here, Earth.
to falling down. Right, Speedy?
I got it. I got it from here.
Last comment. This is the last comment. I got to say, this is a little bit more serious. I did hear one comment when y'all said, and I'm gonna disagree with your guests slightly when y'all were talking about Hollywood, and when you made the comment that it's a choice for a lot, and I won't press you on it because I know you're in a sensitive position because you know a lot of Hollywood people. But you know that a lot of times what the get down is in Hollywood is they're messing with these little children, boys and girls. And see, we as a people have been hypocrites for the most part in expressing what's really going on. You cannot have Brooke Shields be 10 years old and be in Playboy where she's not only showing breast, she having breast, but showing cooch. And yes, some people did speak up about that, but Playboy then goes to court and get a positive ruling, a favorable ruling, where they're allowed to put her in Playboy full nude and under the grounds that it's art. See, that should have been beat down.
Yeah.
And many other, because if you or I, right now, if I get caught driving and my license is suspended, one of the things they do here in New York is they go through your phone and they're looking to see if they can see anything criminal or whatever. See if you have any pictures of little children also, because some people get caught up like that. If you or I have a picture of a 10-year-old butt naked, we're going to do some time. So how then, if you're going to tell me it's child porn with me or anybody else that has photos on the computer, and it should be, then how is that, the same thing does not apply for a major company? And go ahead, I'll leave it there because I don't know the time.
Thank you, Anthony.
Use, and then they have to go through life keeping their mouth closed because there's a whole nother element that they don't have enough to resist against the force that would come against them if they say something.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Anthony.
Right,
Thank you.
Don't let them take your funny, brother. Don't let them take your funny.
I love you too.
Came a long way with that, huh?
Are you still on the goddamn?
King.
Bam! In your face. Let's try it today.
Have a good day, roll out.
How was your day today?
My day was lovely. And how was your day, King?
Oh, that sounds fucking good. I feel like Zamunda. How was your day?
Zamunga. My day has been lovely. And how was your day, King?
Oh, that sounds great. Somebody's not going to conform to what the king needs. How was your day?
My day was cool. How was your day, King?
Ah! Let me turn sideways and get thinner.
Let's see if
King has lost weight.
Let's see if Michelle will say it.
How was your day? King! I like that. I'm going to command that at the house. How was your day, King? My day was great. Did you pray to me today? Anyway, it is the Rollout Show right here. If you're listening. In the house we got
Tangi Ambrose sitting beside the king. Heaven high.
You gotta say, bitch.
Then I would fuck it all up.
No.
All right. Say, bitch, beautiful and tantalizing.
There you go.
It's a word. Just use your big fork. It's
tantalizing.
It starts with an I.
Okay.
Starts with an I.
You do you. Do you, King?
Do you, King? I personally think the king should meditate on it and make a decision for himself.
I agree.
I have meditated on it.
And what's the name of your country that you're the king of?
Roll out.
Okay.
Speedville.
Speedville.
King of Speedville. You know, a lot of things going on.
Wait a minute, did Scott finish with the news?
Yeah. I mean,
all right. Well, wait a minute. They think that you're at least 43 because you talked about Freaknik.
Hilarious.
Because Freaknik.
Did you get down?
She did go to Freaknik.
When you went to Freaknik, you got in?
Huh? Did I?
No, now you can't hear me. There's a microphone.
You know she did. She went every year.
Had to be 15 dates, though.
94, 95, 96.
I was there
yeah.
Because it was a comedy club. Comedy Act Theater had a club there, so I would make sure I'm in town that the 2 weeks. It was actually, again, so for those that don't know, and you young, what is Freaknik? It wasn't like they put a sign out saying Freaknik. It just happened around the same time.
We just knew.
And you knew to be in town.
Right.
And
half naked. I was half naked. Were you half naked?
No, actually, a group of girlfriends and I, we've been rolling together since our freshman year in college. And we would start shopping in November. And
so you wore clothes? Because we wore like little bitty, and we'd get the car and take the tops off.
You're from North Carolina. She's from.
Oh, yeah. Upper.
Okay.
Okay.
We went to University of Virginia.
Okay. Yeah. So
but no, we did go shopping.
Did you pledge?
No, because they kept the one I wanted to pledge kept getting suspended when I wanted to do it.
Oh, which was? What'd you want to put? AKA? Yeah. She's.
Definitely AK.
AK. Well, it depends on what city, because Jody wants to pledge AK. I'm like, really? But it depends on where you are. From where I'm from, you would definitely be an AKA. Debutante,
My
beauty
daughter's
queen.
supposed to play. She said, well, I guess someone has to bring her in or somebody has to vouch for her. She was telling me this last night. And then she goes, well, I said, well, why don't you come here and be with me because she goes to North Carolina Central. I said, well, come here and be with me for the holidays. Well, Dad, I want to, but I was going to Atlanta for New Year's. I went,
Yeah.
So I didn't want to say don't go. I was just like, well, I mean, just be careful. And I gave her all that stuff. I really don't want her to be there for and I said, don't take no drinks from somebody that hand you the drink and all that other shit. But I know if I say don't go,
she's gonna go.
Don't go with the utmost. So I'm trying to entice her to come. Hey, you can make some money here. So she wants to go. Yeah, but I've been to Atlanta for New Year's. And I said a lot of dudes ain't dudes.
Yeah, and some of the dudes that are dudes are interested in other dudes, and you got to be very
dudes
careful.
That like dudes.
But there's some straight ones out there too.
There are, because two of my old boyfriends went to Morehouse. Remember? That was why I wanted to go.
Exactly.
My little lie about why I needed to go to Spelman because someone's one of the top 10 liberal arts schools in the. They're like, you full of mess.
Yeah, you
just want to get over there, and I was like,
be with Jay.
I want to go to Morehouse. I mean, Spelman. Spelman. Because with Jay and Ira. Because when she was, we're going all the way back to Willie, when she was sitting up in the middle of Jay's legs.
Yeah, you said I'm putting the end to that.
That was a funny story. You have a great story.
But Ira was cute.
She's had two.
Too. I had two of them.
A black guy named
two shows.
Ira? Yes.
I got a friend named Ira. He played baseball.
He's an attorney in Houston now. His brother's name is Ian. Jack and Jill. Their parents did it on purpose so that they wouldn't be stereotyped. But anyway, I was job fine. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get with Ira then. Whatever. We weren't doing anything. It's just, and so at the next party, me and Ira dancing, and Jay got all different. And then the next thing I look up, Aaliyah's over there talking to Ira.
You can use this. You can use that. You ready? Beautiful. Tangelizer.
Earth. Earth was all up. I was like, well, which one you want? You want Jay? You want Ira? How you just keep taking them my boyfriends? And my brother. And she ended up going to Spelman and following them. I had to go to UVA.
Still like somebody still upset about that. Number one movie in the country, no brainer, is Justice League, which made $96 million. I think I'm gonna take the kids to go see that if it's okay. $96 million. Yeah, in one weekend. Well, it started. They actually did the first airing Thursday night. You know they did the early 1 o'clock in the morning, so it made money then.
Wait a minute, Speedy. Wait a minute. Romardo said, DJ Ron C. Della died. Speedy wanted to be addressed as king, and Tangi's weird and sad. And then we got a caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hi, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Retha Gray.
Hey, Retha Gray.
Los Angeles. Hey, Millena.
Hi, girl.
Hey, Miss Retha.
Hi, Miss Retha.
Why do all your friends sound like they got it going on already?
Because they do. She only associates
sound like she's in a Mercedes
quality.
talking on the speakerphone.
I want to comment on your caller that said you need to prepare your guests.
Yes.
Now, I was your guest last week.
And they loved you.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all didn't prepare me that you was going to show my breastises on the
I would never.
That was the chat room who pulled it up.
My breastises?
Oh, from that movie. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, from that movie.
Yeah. You were absolutely fantastic.
But that's okay. I did it. I got to own up to it.
Yes, she was
can't hide from anything.
You would have loved her.
I did love her. I was able to watch. I was working, so I wasn't able to get in, but I did love her. She was funny. She had great stories. Cute as a pumpkin, Miss Retha. Cute as a pumpkin. I was giving you a hug through the phone, even though you couldn't see me. Yeah, you were great.
Anytime you want to come back, you're more than welcome. Topless or not topless. I mean,
as long as y'all don't show my breastises no more.
There you go.
The breastises were beautiful too. We celebrate all the body.
Mm-hmm. I sure did.
But now at least I know they're still out there. But I wanted to say, Millena is my running buddy. We have a good time. She's a great lady. Wonderful human being.
What'd you say, Ree? I didn't hear that last one. Can you say that one more time?
You're a wonderful human being.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
They got a little script they read. That's beautiful that your friends have a little script. And she is a working person. She's 4.0. Thank you for the phone call, baby girl.
That's my road dog, Retha Gray. And do you remember last week when she was on? Because she was my preparation. I was watching y'all.
Okay.
I was watching her on her show, and I was like trying to be in the tap room, like, oh, she's a wonderful person. And I called in.
You did?
I did. I called in at the end, and when she was talking about she and a friend went to Las Vegas with her cousin, and that was me.
You.
Right, and the friend and her cousin was like, "Is there something I need to know about?" It's like, no, that was me. That's my road dog.
She said, my one friend is a lot younger than me, but we have a great time.
Yeah.
She did say that. So now we got to slide your age back even more.
Yes. And what's funny is Retha is hysterical because when we're on the red carpet, she's all twerking and carrying.
Yeah, she showed us her twerk.
Yeah.
Oh, she twerked like 3 times up here.
She twerks in church. She twerks in church on red carpets and everything. And yet I'm there. I'm just standing there all, I'm twerkable age. But I'm standing there, all prim and proper, like,
You were S. You were an S.
Yes, I'm an S. And she's so we're literally like Laurel and Hardy, like the odd couple, hanging out on
Those
the
are
red
best
carpet.
friends I had when they're different people. But okay, so number 2 movie in the country was Wonder. Made $27 million, which is great.
I saw that.
It
was really great. I enjoyed it.
I told you, I just didn't understand why the act. I thought was it supposed to be a true story?
Yes, it was a true story. Okay. And I watch, you know how I gotta understand stuff for movies too. So I watch videos on YouTube of parents and children who actually have that disease.
Which is?
I can't remember that big old name. But there were a bunch of kids that had it. It's some kind of facial deformity, and they were saying, I am Augie, I am Augie, I am Augie. And one mother said it was split. Half of the people were upset that the kid who played the role didn't actually have that.
And I thought that
but
was,
the other half weren't. And they said that the kid who played the role was very, very nice and very, very concerned about this ailment. And so once they met him and spent time with him and his family, they felt better about it. But what about if the best kid for the role just got the part?
Yeah, and if, I just thought he should have had whatever that was, deformity. But it did very well, $27 million for any movie. And
it was great.
Second behind Justice League is winning. Thor is still going well. It did 21, and right now it's at $247 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I have an opinion on that.
Which
one?
Because
about the people who actually have the disease should be in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And this is coming from the producer standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Because time is money. Movies cost money to make.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to work with professionals. And just as if you
need to get in and get out.
You need to get in, get out, and you want the movie to be the best that it can be.
Mm-hmm.
So just like if you broke your leg or you need open heart surgery, are you going to go to the person who says, "Oh my gosh, you know what? I read a book and I watched a YouTube video and I think I can do your open heart surgery. Why don't you let me do it because I want to?" Or are you going to go to the surgeon that went to Johns Hopkins, that went to Harvard?
Yeah.
Which one are you going to trust your open heart surgery with? Obviously, the one with training, the one that knows what they're doing, not the one that has really good potential and really wants to, because they could mess it up. You're going to go with the one that is the one. And movies cost millions and millions of dollars. Even low-budget ones, it's still money that came from somewhere that has to be repaid. That has to be repaid. And so we've all seen those crazy movies that have that acting that's like, for real, they're in that movie?
Yes.
That happened? You never want to take that chance. You always want to go with the professional. And if the people who have that disease, if they have taken classes, if they're in school, if they're studying, if they have credits, then fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah. But just because they have that disease does not know that when the director says, okay, rolling, they're not on the ground rolling around.
Right.
They need to know what it means when they say speeding, action. They need to know what it means when it says back to one. They need to know.
I'm telling. You said roll it, and
then he got on the ground and started rolling.
I'm going to tell.
You need to know when the director says, okay, we need to make it more purple, that they're not pulling on some purple lipstick. Well, what you mean purple?
Right.
Purple means more energy. They need to know the language. They need to know.
Did you know purple meant more energy?
Yeah.
That's why we got all this purple.
Thanks. I'm glad you put the meaning right behind it. I was going,
Right, make it more purple, make it more. It's energy. That's good. Or bring it down. That means you're way too out there.
Don't squat.
Yeah, all of that.
Don't squat me.
If they say bring it down and the person
squat, right. Don't do that. Right, don't squat. You're just supposed to know. And this is the thing. On set, you don't have time. Nobody has time to be like, you know what? Okay, squat. No, need you to be the professional in and out.
And here's the thing that some people don't know about movie sets. Television shows a little bit different, but on movie sets, you don't really get a chance to rehearse. You get maybe
you got to come ready.
After that, you better know what the character do.
Yeah.
And then it's shot out of sequence. It's never shot the way the movie is shown.
Yeah.
They may start with the end. They may start in the middle. They got to start with what the shot is easier to get right now.
Yep.
And
So
where
you
they
have
can
to
get
understand
the most out of that shot.
Baby, can I just tell you? Oh, I just said, baby. Can I
Yeah,
tell
you
you?
did. You went lower. You went lower, Marlboro.
I did this movie called Jessica Sinclair's Thug Love, right? The trailer is, and I'm the lead in the movie. The trailer is all on YouTube. Jessica Sinclair's Thug Love.
Thug Love.
Jessica Sinclair's Thug Love.
I like Thug Love.
So, chat room, y'all can bring it up if you like. And
They want to see you twerk.
No,
I don't know how to twerk.
She don't
Just
know
like
how.
I don't know how
told y'all.
Just like I don't know how to spit. I don't know how to twerk.
I feel like I should get
Only thing I know is like this because Retha does her arm, and that's her signal of twerking. I love this. She's like, no, I don't know how to twerk, so. And I don't want to learn. But anyway, but I did the movie, Jessica Sinclair's Thug Love. And what's really funny is, so my co-lead in it, he was so obnoxious the whole time. And there's a scene in the movie where I'm in there, I'm trying to help him he's like this young kid. Long story short is my husband and I are getting a divorce. I think we're getting back together. So we're meeting in the movie. Okay. And so we're having this meeting, and then he brings us Hoochie Mama Ho, some thought up in there. And then they kiss and all this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought we were getting back together. Who is this one right here? And so then I walk out of the restaurant. I'm all depressed and everything. And so then this young guy with these headphones on, and he says, older woman. Okay, I'm going to get her. And so then he tries to be my friend and all this kind of stuff. And so, but he has on a white beater t-shirt and all this kind of stuff. He's just a photographer. He don't have any goals in life. He's not really doing anything. His goal is, and he said, I don't have much goals. That's what he said. I don't have much goals. And he's sitting under a tree and just listening.
The
tree. And so then next thing you know, we're whatever. So then we have a little moment. I have a little kind of pseudo relationship. And so I take him with me because I'm the head of a PR company. And so I'm taking with me to an event. And he's all in the people's house at the event, going through the liquor cabinet. Where the liquor at? Where the vodka at? They ain't got no chicken, ain't got no
I got cousins like that in real life.
Stop it, knock it off. And so then he's like, you just brought me here to be all the bougie. And I'm like, if you could just 1 minute, just 1 minute. And the thing is, I was so mad because the whole time during the shooting, he was never on time. He never brought his wardrobe. He was always hanging out with the extras. He was never where he was supposed to be doing what he was supposed to do. He was always somewhere else holding up production. And even though at that point, I was only, Portia, why are you calling me right now, for real? So, I'm going to need you to do that. So, he was not that professional. He was being obnoxious. And I could not stand him so much. And so with that point where I had to like shake him, like, can you just do this? It was real. And I was like, I just like this. And I came 1 millimeter from
a person.
You don't understand how I was so mad because at the end of the day,
it's like Tangy hitting someone.
That was in 2009. But see, you can still go on. It wasn't just in Walmart again last year. Walmart's all over the country. Sadly, no, because I was an idiot and didn't sign a proper contract. Yes. But it's in Walmart's all over the country.
Shout out to 4.0.
That was prior to 4.0. We know better now. But I was so mad with him. Because I was like, you know what? This is going to last forever. It's going to be online. This is going to... So you need to really be focusing in the moment and doing this and be a professional and not just some jerk. He was such a jerk. And I wanted to steal him. Steal him in his jaw.
She said steal him. She didn't even say hit him.
That's lower for sure.
Yeah, that's a different...
Steal on him.
She learned that when she went to the other side.
She learned that in Atlanta.
Yes.
And so I almost connected with his jaw. But then the crazy part is, so after that, they're like, okay, cut. Now we're going to go to the love scene. I was like, what?
No, we not.
I hate this fool. I hate him. And you know what? I'm gonna need this. And I went straight diva on them right at that moment. Moved the location, and I said I couldn't even look at him. I was so mad.
You went to your trailer?
Ish. Because my trailer was the bathroom. My dressing room was the bathroom.
Hilarious.
Sadly, my dressing room. And I said, I'm gonna need a shot of vodka.
Wait! You waited until 15 minutes before the show ended to tell us that you have a shot of vodka?
At that time. I don't drink anymore.
Okay.
But at that time, I said, I need a shot of
That's
vodka.
when she turned to the freak name.
And I was so mad. And so then, if you get the movie, you'll see if there's a love scene in there that...
Not convincing.
What's the name of the movie? What's the name of the movie again?
Jessica Sinclair's Thug Love.
Jessica Sinclair's Thug Love. Can they find it on YouTube?
Yeah, you can find the trailer on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's only a 2-minute trailer. So what's funny is I had like 3 shots of vodka. and I didn't have any food. And so then I got sick, and so then I threw up.
Oh, I can't imagine you doing that either.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
I was sick. I got through, and so then, but he made me so mad. I said, and this, y'all are gonna judge me, and I'm sorry, but I didn't wash my mouth out or anything.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting on it.
We had the love scene, and it's
I'm not ready.
All he did like that, corn.
Give me
I did it, and I was so mad.
That lettuce, bitch?
And so then, and I closed
I can
my
say bitch then.
Right.
Like it fits that.
And I closed my eyes, and I just pretended like there was somebody else there. And
Denzel.
Right. Actually, I think that's who it was.
Yeah.
So I closed my eyes, pretend, and so all I'm saying is, people are going to watch this movie one day, and they're going to think that we're saying something, and we're actually not saying anything at all. This is really funny.
I threw up.
Taste me. Yes, and you'll never know. And so, but if you see the love scene part, you'll see me talking, and that's literally what I'm saying. That I'm not actually saying we're not saying anything, but people are going to watch this one day and think that there's something going on. And there's really nothing going on because I actually really do hate you.
Absolutely
I hate you. And I hated him. And then he apologized later. At the very end of the shoot.
Did you apologize for throwing up?
No, because at the very end of the shoot, he said, "You know what? You're not so bad after all."
Oh.
And I was like, "What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. I'm just being a professional." And he said, "Well, in the beginning, I thought you were a B." And I said, "Why?"
He thought you were beautiful and tantalizing.
Right. And I said, "But why would you think that?"
Charming.
And this is why he thought that. And this is what really made me so mad, because the first day of shooting, we sat there and we were waiting for everybody to get ready and let us know what the first shot was going to be. And then he started talking about he did a McDonald's commercial. Mm-hmm.
He's somebody.
Right.
Y'all ain't shit.
Oh. So he did a commercial.
We have to look up the movie.
Just look up the movie. I forget his name. But wait a minute. He said, I don't mean to cut you off. But so he said, I did a commercial, and I was not impressed. I was not really impressed. I'm sorry, Speedy. I love you.
I was about the 8 times he done that.
I don't mean to cut you off. But
I think the first 5 times I went, okay.
Speedy be like this. Oh, yeah. So, what happened? Oh, with the birthdays.
The birthdays.
You want to go? You know we got segments. Look here.
Right, okay, I'm gonna let you go.
You gotta read that sign behind you. You ain't read the sign.
I'm sorry.
You are in.
Oh,
no, you're friends. You're friends. She's in.
Okay, so but what he said was that he said you wasn't so bad after all, and I was like, I don't understand what you're talking about, because he did this commercial, and I was like properly impressed with this commercial.
Did you start the story over?
No.
She says, so I told him like this. You know what?
And I was like, you know what, dude? I've been on All My Children, One Life to Live, God in Life, General Hospital, Young and the Restless. Like, I have
with the story. She ain't stopped. Go ahead. You know you sing. Somebody will be like, hey, check this out.
So I've done all this.
We need that bottle. Wrap it up.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
So
he.
Oh God.
So all he did in the beginning was.
There's people going.
Say
Is
that.
she still talking about this goddamn story? No.
Oh goodness.
All right, so
Okay, so what happened was.
everyone have the look of concern. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, so I know. So then he said, well, you know what? You should just.
I got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then he said, well. So I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, well, that's great that you did this McDonald's commercial. That's fantastic, but we got to get ready to go.
Are you
and
still
so
at
the whole show, the whole set, so at the very end, he was like, you're not so bad after all. And I was like, well, why did you think I was so bad? And he's like, well, you just not. And so I saw him at a party a few years later. I was like, for real, tell me what happened. Why were you so obnoxious? I said, was it because I did not think that you were all that? Because he's like, yes. So he was mad because he used to be in chicken heads and thoughts all about, oh, you're so great because you did McDonald's. Because I did not think that his McDonald's commercial was all that. I didn't say it wasn't. He just didn't. I wasn't properly impressed.
Which one did he have?
I don't even
Why did I ask you that? Shit!
I don't know. I didn't care. But because I didn't ask him that and I wasn't properly impressed, he decided he was going to sabotage the whole entire movie.
No, you,
and then
you
he
gonna pay attention
apologized.
to
All you need to do was call him king, and he would have felt better.
You gonna pay attention to the story just like I did. You're not gonna have other shit to do. Turn your ass around and listen to the story.
So that's the end of the story. That's the end of the well, okay, so then what happened was after that he apologized.
They said her and Anthony from New York should have their own show. Anthony from New York.
You are good. Good. She said, I don't mean to cut you off. I feel like this. You know what?
Okay, so and that's the end of the story though, for real. And so, but I said I'm never going to work with him again. Because he's just unprofessional. How are you going to let somebody do that? So that's why I threw up a little bit and And that was the movie.
All
Jessica
right.
Sinclair's Thug Love.
Happy birthday to Future. He's 34 years old today. Joe Biden is 75. And I'm kind of upset at Joe Biden.
Are you crying?
Why?
Yeah,
Don't be upset.
your stories was, it was a little leakage. Because I think had Joe ran for president, he would have been president and we wouldn't be dealing with this bullshit. But that's just me. Happy birthday to Dominique Dawes, who's 41. Do you believe she's 41? Yes.
Oh my gosh.
She's 41.
Wow, she's older than me. Oh my god.
Robert F. Kennedy was born today. And Richard Dawson, who started kissing people on television.
Yes.
Did
Family
he?
I
Feud.
wonder if that was considered, could that be like harassment?
It could.
Because
If
he
they
would
were-
just he kissed everybody.
If they were forced to do it.
Well, it was, after a while, it was kind of like, that was his get down.
Yeah, but his even made my skin crawl because he would kiss the women on their lips.
Yeah.
Ew.
He kissed
sure
them
did.
all on their
Every
lips.
single person that
I
came
would have
in
been like, hey.
Right. You do the quick.
Turn that chick, bam.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm upper.
Yeah.
Upper
I
mother.
don't kiss my lips.
Yeah, he did. In black, white, man, he didn't give a fuck. Bump on your face.
Yeah, nothing.
So he passed away. So his birthday was today, and this has been absolutely. You are hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, you have great stories. They just go on.
And I have more. There's more.
We're out of time.
Yeah, we're out of time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And we're going with 42 for the age.
Okay, see what had happened was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we can kind of go with that, but I mean, there's some roles like
It's
I'm
a
about to
wiggle
be
room
on
in
a
there.
show called Life on Pause, and it's about women in their 50s, and I'm playing in my mid 40s. So all I have to say is like the characters that I
age
play, I have to because I try to pretend like I'm like 32 and stuff.
Me too.
But I'm not 32.
Well, I'm 50.
No.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I'm 50.
I'm 56. She is 29.
I was gonna say I was 56.
Really fuck her up. She would've ran out this motherfucker. No. I was on a plane coming back from doing a show, and
You're almost 60?
Yes.
Almost.
He's almost 60.
I don't like that.
But it's
go,
true.
I'm 56.
Let's go.
Yeah, I wanna
You look young today.
Yes.
Really
Oh my
hip and cool,
gosh.
Speedy.
Speedy, you look like in your 40s, late 30s, like seriously, for real. Like
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
And
let you come back on. Oh,
You.
I actually had a story.
I thought you were like 29, 30. Like, yes.
I was-
You have dimples and you, like no wrinkles, like for real in your hair.
I was
Oh my
actually
gosh.
gonna- I actually
Speedy,
had
you're
a
18.
story.
I didn't know you're 18.
Yeah.
Like, really? Like, what is happening
Like
here?
I actually had a story.
You had a story, but I have a story.
Actually had a story. This is the moment when everyone listens to me because it's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Speedy.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Speedy.
And friends.
Yeah, I had a story. I was on a plane.
Go ahead, Speedy. Tell us your story.
So anyway, I'm on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Coming back from doing a show, and sitting next to this white lady, and we're coming back to LA. And we get to talking or whatever, and her daughter is the stewardess. So I'm like, oh, that's really nice.
Stewardess.
Did I say right? No. What?
Flight attendant.
Bitch with the peanuts. Stay true to the homies. See, it was funny. I don't give a fuck what you said. That was funny. So her daughter is the one passing things. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. And so we're talking. At the time, I may have been like 40 something. And so she's looking, and she was maybe, I thought she was in her 50s. She was 38, and she was coming to Los Angeles to get her face done. So we going back and forth. I'm like, oh, you look fine. She's like, oh, and she starts crying. I'm like, oh, shit. You all right? Yeah, and I just don't feel, I feel like this and the other. I said, well, how old are you? She's 30. I went, I think she's about 50.
Yeah.
And so we're coming in, and she goes, well, how old are you? And I said, I'm 43. And she just tears everywhere because she couldn't believe that I looked, she thought she was like 30. And I'm like, I'm sorry. But she's crying. So people are walking by, and they think I didn't diss on this white lady. I'm like, I ain't touch this bitch. I don't know why she's crying. She's crying. But she was going to have surgery to make her look younger. And I always say, well, black, we just don't crack. We stay... As long as we don't do drugs. If we do drugs, then our shit break down like a shot, like a loose Halloween mask.
Alcohol can kind of mess it
Yeah,
up too.
alcohol too.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, cigarettes.
And cigarettes.
Things like that. So as long as
Stress.
as long as you shout out to stress. You want to keep stress out of your life. This has been a fantastic show. You are a great host. She's like, no, I don't mean to cut you off. But and it was so nice. I couldn't get mad. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Etiquette. So, and I know we asked you this a million times, and I'll do this. For people that's listening to the show and they may have kids, just give me one or a couple basic things you should teach your kids. Etiquette-wise. Am I saying right? Etiquette-wise?
Etiquette-wise.
Yes.
Etiquette-wise. You should always...
I was getting it for myself.
Okay, don't ever correct me.
I wasn't correcting you. I'm joining and like, okay, because I got kids. I need to know this too. So.
Right. Okay, something that you should that kids should always do.
Mm-hmm.
They should really always get them. And people don't do this enough, and it goes so far. Thank you notes, handwritten thank you notes. When someone thank you notes.
And what was the other one?
A thank you note. When someone
handwritten
thank you note.
Handwritten.
You can send an email, that's fine. But a handwritten thank you note, even if it's just 2 sentences. To whoever gave them a gift or sent them something. An acknowledgement, that goes a long way. Also, proper please, thank you, may I. Being polite.
And
using
I know speaking,
proper,
when people walk in the room, always speak hello, how you doing? And that'll take a lot of cut off your kids.
Heaven high, how you doing?
Yes.
Heaven high, but that's one thing I just speak. Always speak.
Always speak.
Look at someone in the eyes.
And that's just what I was about to say. When you look someone in the eye, this is something that a lot of people find very difficult to do. When you look someone in the eye, you've always seen those people that look over here, or look over here, or don't look you in the eye. That's not even appropriate. And how do you keep eye contact? Because when you look someone in the eye and make that firm eye contact, that sends a message that says, I'm confident, I'm secure in who I am, and I know what I'm doing and what I'm talking about. I'm going to need you to understand that. And you can say all of that with just solid eye contact. Now, a lot of people do this business, like, they go back and forth. How you avoid that is you look right here in the center of the eye, right here in the bridge of the nose.
There,
So, like, I'm looking at the bridge of your nose right now.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me.
Oh, so you're not looking into the eye, you're just looking at the bridge?
But it looks like I'm looking at both of your eyes.
Oh.
So I'm not doing like this.
So make eye contact.
Make eye contact and then have a firm handshake. You've seen the people who have the handshake like that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't
go
do
all
that.
The way in there, right?
You go all the way in, the middle part touches, and a firm handshake. Firm, not like you're, in the wrestling
Give me a
industry.
second, let's try that again. You got me in that. There you go.
Just a firm handshake. A firm, not the two-handed, yo, homie.
Even if it's a young lady, women should do that shit.
Yes, a firm, and a lot of women think that they should have the, oh my gosh, the soft and the same. No, you're not. It's a firm handshake. It's that first impression, and first impressions are lasting impressions. And so when you make that first impression with someone, people are going to judge immediately. Like a man knows, and women know too, what is in that first few seconds. Are they, if it's an intimate, if it's like a date or something, women know, okay, this is going to happen and this is not going to happen. You already know if you're meeting someone, a business person, okay, they're suspect, they're shady, or I want to, right. They won't look me in the eye if their handshake is weak or if it's too strong. They're trying to overcompensate if it's too strong. If it's too weak, then they're insecure. They're not. I'm not doing business with those people.
Wow.
I'm not even having it. So much can be said in body language and eye contact. That, like,
you don't get my body language right now?
When you're listening to someone and your head is tilted a little bit to the side, that means you're listening to the conversation. You're involved in the conversation. All you have to do is just tilt your head slightly to the side.
And that means
that will give the impression. So even if you're not, if you want to fake the funk like you are listening, just tilt your head a little bit to the side. Just go, not all like that. Not a broken neck, but just a little bit to the side, like, right. And I'm going to take that to mean, I'm going to need you to be quiet.
No, I like all of that.
Start telling me something important.
So, Tangi, what I need... No, you did it too soon.
Okay, do it again. Okay.
I need you tomorrow to be on time because bitches,
and you see, she did well because she did a little bit of a little head nod, not like all like this, but just a little bit. And she was listening.
Fellas,
to what
are you listening? So when your girl or your wife is talking to you and just kind of look, and always you got to throw in, no, that bitch didn't do that. Yeah, do you know what else he did? What else happened?
I've actually done that
to the
head.
And I'll come back and I'll throw in. For real? You got to throw it for real in it. For real? No
that's
way.
Crazy.
Why would they do that?
And when somebody's on the phone that you don't want to talk to, because I have a few relatives that just like to go on and on and on. Shout out to the relatives.
You do?
Sorry. Yeah. I'm a quiet person. I think
it's
I'm
you.
Shy.
She's on the phone.
So what I'll do is I'll pick up the phone and put it on mute and put the phone down and then come back 5 minutes later still talking. And I'm like, okay, yep. And keep going, do whatever I'm doing at the store, or whatever.
Let me see if it works.
Yep, okay.
Let me see if it works. Go on, call me.
Gonna go.
And no. Or you got to go. You got to come back, and they go, "Were you there?" I can use phone. Be tripping. This phone be tripping. All right. So give your information so they can check you out and all that stuff you have going on.
My name is Millena Gay. Millena.
Millena.
Gay. And I have a few different websites. One website is called mannersandmore.net.
Manners and More.
Yes, that is all about the Etiquette Authority. And you can see clips of my talk show, Manners and More with Millena. And that has actually the Della Reese episode is on there.
Oh.
It's one of the top ones. And also
prayers out to her family.
Prayers and shouts out. Oh my gosh. And my other website is called Bitter Inheritance, the Movie. .com.
Oh, okay.
bitterinheritancethemovie.com. That has the sizzle reel trailer on it. Has all the information about the film if anyone would like to legitimately invest in the film.
Please.
And not all that nefariousness.
Hey!
Right, work that thing. None of that. Or the cruise to Puerto Rico.
We don't
no
want,
thanks.
well,
Negative.
I don't
Gonna
know if
happen.
you want to go now. It ain't
Yeah, no,
sexy right
not
now.
gonna go ever.
Love Puerto Rico.
Not gonna go.
I love Puerto Rico.
Fam's in Puerto Rico, but I'm not going on a cruise to discuss the movie. Not doing that. So then I also
in
have.
your cabin? No.
Right. No. And then I also have a business that I've started called Sizzlecoms, and that is producing commercials for internet distribution for small businesses. So that's Sizzlecoms, the company is Sizzlecoms LLC, but it's sizzlecoms.com.
Sizzlecoms.
SIZZLECOMMS.com. And my jewelry line, Millena Gay Signature Collection. You asked, I'm telling you. Hey, mogul, empire.
Hey, now.
I'm just saying. Got
Hey,
multiple strings. So
No,
the
please
jewelry
don't.
line
It's
is
called?
Millena Gay
I was
Signature
looking at your
Collection.
necklace.
And it's going to be on Etsy.
Oh, you got shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you didn't show us. Girl, we'd love to find out, but. You gonna open the bag?
Oh, look.
Tangy, pay attention. If we pay attention, you got to pay attention.
Let's see, I have jewelry.
That's
like that,
really
Tangy?
nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All kinds.
Yeah.
Let me see.
The jewels, the stones are from all over the country, all over the world, actually. Stones come from Dubai, they come from Hawaii, they come from everywhere. And they're all one of a kind.
They're beautiful.
I feel like.
All one of a kind.
I feel like.
And so
That's super
it's going
nice.
to be
I like that
on
blue.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Etsy.com.
Etsy?
On Etsy tomorrow. The Christmas line will be tomorrow.
So if you want this for Christmas and you have people, you should have bought this out earlier. Why you wait till now, girl?
You didn't ask me.
We didn't
so
ask you a
much-
whole lot
Can
of
you
shit, but
see
you
it
told
right
us
there?
anyway.
So much going on.
Let me see. Now, and there's no guy stuff in there. It's all.
No, the men's line is being developed.
Oh, so that means you don't have it.
It is. It's being developed right now. My aunt, who's in Maryland, Barbara.
Hey, Aunt Barbara.
Yeah. Okay, Aunt Barbara. She is the one who makes it,
Oh, okay.
and I promote it, distribute it, wear it.
And that's you wear it all the time.
Sell it. Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I have lots and lots and lots and lots of pieces, all different kinds, all different.
And they go where again to get this?
You can go to Etsy.
Etsy.
ETSY. You have the chunky pieces like this.
Yeah, that's nice.
With an ethnic flair.
Oh,
You
it got
have-
like a little face on there.
Very nice.
I see his little eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this layer right there.
Right there.
Okay.
Great.
And so they're everywhere.
You do
So
know
that's gonna
anything
be
on this table we
ETSY.
keep. You do know that.
You know what?
We keep all shit on the table.
Etsy, ETSY. And
Okay.
I do have, I'm finishing up my website for that.
So please hit her up. And if someone
tomorrow.
from the Rollout Show heard the show and you wanted to get something and they say, hey, I saw you on the Rollout, you'll hook them up.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I do have a Twitter account, and I would really need some people to follow me on Twitter, like for real, because I don't have any followers.
Well,
Like,
we
I'm like
tried to
100.
follow you and you thought we was a stalker. So dangerous.
So at Millena Gay is my Twitter.
At Millena Gay.
Gaines.
Yes.
Gay.
Follow her.
Oh, at Millena Gay.
Gay.
G-A-Y, Millena Gay. Like Marvin, without the E.
Like
Well, it has
Marvin
a
Gaye.
Yeah.
He has a E.
I know, but he added that legally.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. It's not really supposed to be there. No, that's Uncle Marvin.
Oh, okay.
If you want me to say it again, if you want me to expand, I can come back another time. Hint.
No, you can come back anytime you like. Go ahead.
You guys
Keep
can,
it there. Keep the camera on there. Go ahead.
Oh, you guys can follow me at Blue as
For
the
what?
Sky for no reason. For no reason at all. Just kidding. I got reasons now,
Yeah, you
y'all.
do. Yeah, you do.
I've been working and I've been getting the show prepared. So,
Because she's on the big show on the 29th.
and I got a song. So yay for me.
Yeah, we want you to do the reggae one too again.
I got one better than the reggae one.
Oh shit! Excuse me. It's Speedy is funny on everything. That's Speedy IZ funny on everything. Comedian Speedy on Facebook. We are down until the 27th, which is Monday of next week. because of the holiday and for the fact we want everybody to get well, including Sky and Pam. Shout out to Pam. Everybody give a shout out to Pam. She's got to get better. And so we're going to give everybody the week off to get everything together. And we start Beat Shazam this week. And so I would love to get some of the fans to come to the show. So we'll figure out a way to get you guys some tickets to go see Beat Shazam. Your boy will be in the building. We're coming back for a second season. We start filming on December 7th through the 17th, I think it is. So definitely get at us. And I'm only giving tickets out to the fans that listen to the show. If this is your first time, you may not get the tickets because I'm going to ask you stuff that only the real fans know about to get tickets. Is that cool?
That's
Tangie?
cool. That's
Feeling
cool.
That?
That's
All right.
cool.
Don't forget the show is November 29th.
Yes.
There's 3 shows. There's 3, 5, and 7. 3, 5, and 8. And you know what? You want to come bring your stuff to set up?
When is it? The 29th?
29th is a Wednesday.
I would just be getting, because I'm going to Washington, D.C. for my grandmother's 96th birthday.
We got to go for that. Forget us.
So I won't
Happy
get back
birthday.
until
96? Wow,
96.
she didn't seen it all.
Yeah, and we're going to the club.
Hey, now.
To MGM
Stripper?
Grand, because
No, take a stripper club.
no, the dance club. She loves to dance. No, literally.
She gonna be
loves
twerking.
to yeah, she does.
Hip don't come
96. No,
96.
she is healthy.
I bet she look good, too.
She really does. She has a blonde afro.
Oh, hey, now.
Oh, yeah. Is it bluish blonde or blonde blonde?
No, it's blonde.
Oh,
It's blonde afro.
Happy birthday, 96th birthday. She didn't see it all. She didn't horse and buggy and cell phones. Again, make sure you go to where to get the tickets.
Please go to eventbrite.com and type in Roll Out Live, and you can get your tickets there.
Get the tickets for the show you want to come to, and it's a limited
3,
seating.
5, or 8.
Yeah, so definitely get there, get it done now, because if you're trying to wait like most black folks do, we wait till the last minute to do little free things, and you better get done. My daughter's calling me. What that must not be good.
Yeah, and look, this is interesting. Look at me right now. See, right now, this is like Tangie, like, oh, I got to go because I got to get a mammogram today at 4 o'clock. Can you see the difference? Can y'all tell the difference in my mannerism right now? Because I'm thinking, I got to go. I got to get a mammogram.
Go ahead, Tangie.
Okay, I'm Tangie Ambrose everywhere. I love y'all. Chat room, love, 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 love. Spread love. That's what we do here.
It is now time.
And can I just say thank you so much for allowing me to be here today?
Oh, no.
Yes, and thank you for coming. We enjoyed you,
so
too.
much being here. You guys are awesome.
We weren't going to do the show, and I said because I didn't know you were coming, and I'm glad we did the show today because
it was
you're
fun,
here, and you were absolutely hilarious and funny and a little bougie. But I
Heck
love
no, we was going to do the
need
show.
you to-
I came.
Cool bougie.
Yeah, she came way
Cool
too
bougie.
far.
Thank you.
So
You played with
Sorry.
us. Okay.
Y'all are great.
Here we go. What we learned today, I'm going to do it without the music if he doesn't start the music because I got to go get a mammogram.
It's already started.
So what I learned today, is a thought. THOT is an acronym for that hole over there. I had no idea. We learned that if you want to get some sheets and pillowcases, the best time to do it is during Black Friday at Bloomingdale's. But if you want to get Christmas gifts, don't wait until after Christmas for toys. You got to get them before Christmas. Toys before Christmas. Otherwise, your children have to be in the house the whole time. We also learned from Sky, if you have a car and you want to keep it, don't leave the keys, the pink slip, everything in the car. Otherwise, it might get sold. I learned today how to make my body shape like an S. It slims us down. You have to rewind the show to watch it. You can watch this again on YouTube because you need to see it. That's when Millena stood up and she turned around. You'll be able to get to see all of that. She's smart, witty, fun, and she turned around for us and taught us some things.
Yeah.
If you're in a pageant and you've won something, make sure you listen carefully to what it is that you've won. Because they might not be saying that you are crowned the queen. You might just have the best personality or the best talent or something. Because we don't want you to sit in the queen's chair and then it's not for you.
Have to get up.
If you're trying to raise some money for your organization and you're a black person and you can't make it happen, go to Ancestry.com and find out what other nationalities are in your bloodline. And then you can try to get some money that way because there's a lot of money out there for foreigners and you just might be
a foreigner.
Adjacent.
We've learned that, yes, adjacent. We've learned that summertime is the best time to shop, right?
Or for electronics.
For electronics. We learned that stewardess is really the bitch with the peanut. And if somebody calls you that, you just look at them and say, that way you show them that you're listening and that you're, and if you don't really want to look at them right between the eye And that will show that even though they've called you, that you're still confident, secure, you know who you are and what you're talking about. And we've also learned that even Etiquette queens, platinum women, can be a little raunchy at certain points in their lives. If you piss them off and they're sick and they throw up and have to do a love scene with you later, they might kiss you without brushing their teeth. If you have children, one thing that's very important, and I totally agree with this, is handwritten thank you notes. That's very important because it's something that the person can touch, can feel, can smell. Teach your children to write thank you notes. And we're going to work on making the show better. Y'all need Speedy to say.
Bitch.
So he's going to say.
Beautiful and tantalizing.
Maybe
thoughtful, charming. How?
So what we're going to do is whenever he feels the word,
Bitch.
He's going to say.
Beautiful and tantalizing. I want you to live with that in the car. I want it to bug you for about a week.
And last but not least, when you're out or ladies, when you're inviting your man over to eat and you want to set the table and you want it to be nice, just remember BMW. The bread plate goes here. The meal plate goes here. The water goes here. And the knives
inside.
Face the inside.
Little fork outside. Knife, cutting edge to the inside. I'm
listening.
Very good. Listen.
And what's at the top, Speedy? What's at the top?
Your food?
No,
the dessert.
Oh, yeah, snacks.
No.
Yes. No. And lastly, but not least, still get your tickets because we won't be back until November 27th. And I'd hate for all the tickets to be gone because it's 2 days before the show. So go to eventbrite.com, get your tickets. And today we celebrate Speedy because Speedy has been all man all day. He let us have it. He let y'all have it. He did what he felt deep down in his soul.
Slim
and he's slim in that S. We love you, Speedy. We love you, Nikki Pam.
Again, Monday, thank you so very much for coming.
King.
Thank you for showing.
Thank you, Queen.
I like that. Shout out to my son, Nick. Shout out to my wife, Michelle. It's been a great show. We'll see you guys physically back here on air Monday the 27th. Getting ready, but get your tickets now. Pam, get well. We love you a whole bunch. Hopefully, it all works out for you. And may God bless you and yours. Play that for me, son.
Shakia loves you. We love y'all too. Shakia Green, that's right. She said thank you. Thank you,
Shakia said you're a woman's woman.
Yes.
Roll Out Studios presents Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends. And it's a live taping, y'all, so come looking good. When? November 29th. And we're going to have 3 shows for you. 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. We want you to be at the Ha Ha Club in North Hollywood, California. All of this is going to be powered by Heritage Music Group, and it's starring your very own Rollout Show crew. Your host for the evening, comedian Speedy. Bringing you a little scrambled eggs and Pam, we got Nikki Pam. Heaven High from Tangi Ambrose. Mr. Three Knox Baby, TDP. Linwood Lemon's own DJ Ron C. And Blue as the Sky, busting a rhyme Sky. Love and Hip Hop's Mr. Ray. And Freaky Fridays, Audra LaShelle. Our 3 o'clock lineup consists of our very own Jay Alexander. And from the Stay Hungry tour, we have comedian Sebastian. Your headliner for the evening is Louisiana's own D-Lay. At our 5 o'clock show, we have from Cheaper to Keeper, JT Turner. Then we have LA's own Gilbert Esquivel. And your headliners from St. Louis, Courtney McGriff. Our 8 o'clock show stars from Def Comedy Jam Franz. Ezel from Fridays, AJ Johnson. Comic Rock Convention creator Hope Flood. And your headliner, BET Comic View, Mike Bonner. With special performances by Blue Mitchell. And we have surprise guests. For tickets, go to eventbrite.com and type in Roll Out Live. And follow us at Speedy and Friends everywhere. Special thanks to our sponsors and special thanks to you. See you there.